Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the tournament. Today it's going to be a Dwarf, aka Chaos Dwarf SFT. So we're going to be playing the Evil Chowie and having some fun. Maybe, there was a Dreadquake replay a couple days ago, so kind of a little bit inspired to try some weirdness and see if we can make it work. Okay, so where are we at? There we go, the Forge of the Chaos Dwarfs. 1 second. 1 second here. All right. I think we're good. Let's see if we can get some wins today. Let's see if we can get some wins. So the tournament's going to be starting right about now. So we're going to be getting our first round opponent, which should be fun. And we will go from there. Gareth Wind, thank you for resubscribing. Oh God, the ads, there's a reminder to resubscribe. Thank you, boss. Do you guys like the thumbnail? I think it's pretty good. Hold on, let me see if I can get this up here. Yes, that was not the one. Now tell me he doesn't look like a little sorcerer prophet with his little Chaos Dwarf hat. Come on. I thought that was pretty perfect. He's got like the Draz Hoeth helmet on. Yeah. It's pretty good. Turin needs to be sentenced to a full playthrough of Tales of the Shire. Is that like some terrible Lord of the Rings game? I don't know anything about that. All right, so let's see if we got our first round opponent here. The tournament has been started, or will be in a moment. I'm not hosting this tournament today, so it's going to be pretty chill. I just get to sit back and relax and enjoy life. Don't have to do any admin stuff, which is great, so I can just hang out with you guys. And yeah, what's up, Intensity? How you doing, man? You playing today? Didn't you already play a tourney earlier today? You going round 2? Trying to keep the blade sharp? It's great. This game's very good. Is that a dog? Yeah, it's my dog. Yeah. So this is Wookie. He was yeah, he was how old was he when he passed away? Maybe 16 or 17. He lived to be a pretty ancient sorcerer prophet. Love me some tournaments managed by other people. It is very nice, and it is, yeah, because you can just jump in and chill. Yeah, round 2. Oh, round 2. By the way, I just got your miniature, Anticity. I have it in the garage. My buddy finally was able to get it printed and assembled and everything, so we're going to get started on painting that here in this next week and get it out to you. It looks really good. I'll send you a picture after the stream of the model in its full glory. All right. So is there going to be any noob tournaments anytime soon? Well, you can always check. So if you just go to TotalTavern.com, you can go. It's our Total War competitive website. You can go to, let me find this real quick. There we go. So you can see, Anticity had a tournament today. This is the one we're playing in, and Ent's holding another one tomorrow. Space Pope has one. So there are no beginner tournaments posted right now, but there probably will be soon. Yeah, so just hang tight. It's coming. Did he turn to stone? Yes, Wookiee did turn to stone. That was the end of the road for him. That was the end of the road. Lesser Doombolt is banned. Interesting. Well, I'm not playing a faction that cares about dark magic, so I do not care. Okay. Let's see, we got our first round. It's going to be a real kitty. Oh, so this is the player who made top 4 the other day. Yeah, that's pretty fun. So you guys remember the real kitty? They actually got to the finals, didn't they? I think so. Let me find him. A real kitty. Yo, we're up. I think this is one that has map pick and bans too, right? It's not my tournament, so I don't know all the rules and nuances, but it looks like, yeah, it is going to be map pick and bans. There we go. And now I just need to see what my opponent is playing. I'm going to be the second one to ban. Okay. Cool. So we're just waiting. The dreaded Chowie, yes. Yes. Are we going to see the double Dreadquake? I want it, Jackal. It really depends on what my opponent's playing. What did Real Kitty play with that they made top 4 the other day? Yeah, we're here with the Dowies are, though. Can we get a Wookiee 3D print downloadable merch? We'll see what we can do. Need to already play an Age of Empires 2 tournament, so I start out with a new tournament would be nice over here. Oh, for sure, Spaz. Just join our Discord, because if you're in our Discord, all the tournament hosts, every time they post an event, they make a notification, and you're going to be able to follow like all of the live action and all that sweatiness, which will be great. Oh my God, they're playing the Dwarves. Oh, I get a hard counter round 1. Curse the Baggins. Okay, so we shall play Crystal Lake. Okay, so unfortunately, we've just run into a hard counter. This is like a massively favored matchup for the Dwarves in round 1. Oh, man. God, the one faction we don't want to play. Okay, let's get this. I was just, it was starting to come back to me. I was like, what did they play in the last event? I think it was the dwarves. Any case for the bolt thrower? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, going wide is okay. Crystal Lake, what can we use? I don't know, Ent. What is the build for this, man? I'm not sure. I mean, I think the most consistent build probably is to go super wide and just like try and wide court press them with a bunch of Chaos Dwarf warriors. But that feels like it is kind of vulnerable. You do get really hammered by the cannons for sure, which is tough. Do you ever do double Castellan? Bowrain, there was a time where that was something people did. In the very early days of domination against like the Elvish factions, you would see double Castellan to shoot at dragons and stuff, but not so much anymore. I know the double Dreadquake, it's really funny, but I think a good player is probably going to avoid that, so yeah. Hella Trainer, yeah. I can see that, Ent. That's kind of a cool idea. Definitely, I don't think I have the micro for that, so probably not going to be my style. All right, let's get the Sorcerer Prophet up here. He's going to be keeping tabs on things and checking it out for us. Kadai for days now. Dwarven cannons are going to be too good against him. All right. Yes, it was Kroot, but that was also, the dwarf player brought a very weak build, so that was part of why that worked, in my opinion. Okay. Cool. And then how else do we want to do this? We're going to need a couple of you guys. Yes. And for the Lord choice, we definitely probably just want like a Sorcerer Prophet or something. You know, Astrogoth isn't bad. He's mobile and has some good fighting capabilities. He can definitely do some work. True Dowie versus fake Dowie. Yeah, there you go. We got some champs in here. The Wookiee jump scare. He's pretty evil, dude. Look at the Sorcerer Prophet. He's there cackling. All right. So I'm trying to think about the map. What nuances of the map can we utilize? Yeah, there's a little bit of terrain blocking, I guess, which is kind of cute. Wookiee living his best life, he is. Okay. They have wronged us, his eyes, they herald doom. Yeah, that's pretty good. I wonder if they're going to... They must go with the cannon builds. Yeah, cannons like gyrocopters, things like that. That's got to be what it is. Could bring like a cheap Bale Taurus guy. Sorcerer Prophet. Draz Hoeth is an okay fighter. I do think Astro Chadish is better because he's got AP and stuff, so he can actually like fight dwarf characters and be disruptive. Thanks for streaming on YouTube. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, we stream on both platforms, man. We do Twitch and YouTube, so whatever you guys prefer. Okay. I don't think we need any of those, and then we just need to find a little bit of money here, although... Draz Hoeth... What does he bring to the table? Flames of Asgore isn't terrible. You can use that to like one-shot positions of units, which is kind of cool. Okay, so let's get that. What time is it in my country? It's 3:30 right now. Yeah, 3:30, brother. So we're just chilling. Not my tournament today. I just kind of saw somebody else hosting, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait for their tournament, and then I will play in that one. That was kind of the idea. Oh, that's a cool idea there. We don't really care about this, and we don't care about this. Okay, so we got a little bit of dough left. And then, can we afford one of these? Looks like we can. All right. Bring the Destroyer. Yes, the fearsome Destroyer. Fear it. Fear it, run from it. There's no escaping the Destroyer. A Dreadquake Mortar would be really funny, though. It would be hilarious. If we could make a Dreadquake work, man, I'm so tempted to go double Dreadquake, but I also don't want to throw the game. It's such an incredible throw to go double Dreadquake, probably. Ugh. All right, the blocker, you like it? Yeah, it's pretty good. Wookiee's eyeing. He's eyeing. He's Draz Hoeth. He kind of looks like Draz Hoeth a little bit. See how how like Chaos Dwarves have like a a bit of an underbite with their with their teeth. He has the same thing, right? Yeah, it's Lana. It's funny, but Kitty this is like I think a 70-30 matchup in favor for Dwarves. So it's going to be hard regardless. We're gonna have to struggle for this one. It's going to be Struggle City. Okay, so we got those guys maxed out. We got those guys as well. And then for our last disappearing act, what do we want to do? Infernal Ironsworn, no. They're just going to get gyrocoptered and pay the troll toll probably, which is not what you want. They are going to pay the troll toll. Blunderbusses are cute, but the range I think is too short to be terribly relevant here, unfortunately, for them. We got you guys. We got that. Couple of these are always good. And then do we want to get like regular hobgoblins? I feel like regular hobgoblins just going to fold up and run really quick. Yep, and yep. Is this going to do it? It's going to get the job done. Could pull one of these out. Not a bad idea. Really, dude, you don't know how much I'm having to resist the urge to bring a freaking, to bring a Dreadquake mortar right now. All right, so this is a build I've used in the past, and I have been able to beat high-level dwarf players with it. Granted, I still think it's very hard. I'm hoping it's going to be able to get the job done. And, yeah. We're trying it, man. Do or die, we're going to be going out on our DWARF shield. Hey, Max Ben Jim. Ita Chutu, yes, always Max Ben Jim. Thank you for resubscribing, man. Thank you for hanging around. All right. Double Dreadquake. No, on this map, it's too open. Although, you know, arguably, oh, you know what? I could have put the Dreadquakes behind this pillar, actually. Shit. Okay, now I regret it. I didn't realize that I think I could have put the Dreadquakes behind this giant rock, and they could have shot the middle two objectives, I think. Hard to say. Well, anyways, we went with what you're supposed to do, which is like a meta-wide kind of like style of play. So we're going to do this. I know where my opponent's going to deploy. They're going to deploy out here, obviously. We're going to get you over there, and now we're going to deploy a couple of you guys to creep. Let's get our main battle line all set up here and do our thing. Okay, so we're going to get shields and shields and shields. Yes, Drazhoth is going to be running with the boys, and we have a couple great weapons as well, so the great weapons are going to be there. Cool. And then we're going to send you up here to get the middle objective, and you laborers can move over there as well. Cool beans. Do we have any extra laborers around? So that's going to be control group 2. And we have you guys who should probably be with the main DWARF battle line. Yeah, this map actually, in retrospect, you know, I maybe could have done a little something there. Maybe could have done a little something. 2, and then we got you guys in 3 and 4. And cool. I think we're about ready. My opponent's got 13 models, which is very little, but it's something. And what else do we want to do? Yes, we're going to do that. On the side maybe is going to be fine. And then we're going to go ahead and ready up. Good luck, have fun. My opponent is ready. Same thing dwarves do every time on this map. They just kind of deploy right there, and then they cackle. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. So basically, in order to win this, we have to get a triple cap. We got to get a triple cap and just hold it for as long as we can, because we're going to lose on value. Oh, man. Okay, if I had brought Dreadquake, I would have lost. Okay, I don't feel so bad now. My opponent did go double cannon, so that's okay. So we're going to move up. We're going to grab this if we can. Just get the objective, take a little bit of damage in the process, which is fine. And then we pull back. Great. All right, so you guys should be moving towards the point, and you guys are there. So you're going to grab this. And then as a call-in here, what do we want to bring? The trains are too risky with the current like layout of the map. We're going to get you up here. We can't let them get this objective because, like I said, it's all about that triple cap and that stuff there. So we're gonna try our best to hold this point. But my opponent is coming. We're going to get some sneaky boys over there. Cannons are shooting us. Feels kind of bad, but let's go ahead and get another sorcerer coming over here. Great. Not a sorcerer, but another dude. We're actually doing some good damage. What are these? Bugman's Rangers? Regular Rangers? Okay, they are regular Rangers. Okay, so the team is coming. Full court press. We're going to get you there, and then you guys can go here and grab this. And we're going to get you around there. We already see gyrocopters coming in, so that's okay. And in the meantime, let's get some hobgoblins to come around the side and run these guys down. We got to just make sure we don't fold and lose this objective, right? That's the big thing right there. All right, so you guys are going to come. There's going to be a rune of slowness coming down here. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. We know we're going to be suffering here, guys. We know the suffering is coming. We just have to embrace it. All right, so let's shoot there. Hobgoblins should get in contact with those guys, which is great. And then you guys can come around and maybe do a little sneaky there. So we are sacrificing a bit to get this objective, but we do need to get the triple cap. That is how we win this game. It is our win condition, and we do it. We do it well, and we do it hard. All right, so let's keep skirmishers going. You guys keep chasing. We do lose one unit. And that's going to be the Skyhammer Squadron. Okay, so I don't really have much to deal with that. That's like super effective. So let's get you guys around the outside there. Skyhammer is going to be lurking, and now our battle lines have arrived. Okay, no problem. And probably call in a Infernal Chad Fireglaive or a Death Shrieker just to shoot at them would be fine as well. All right, great. So we're up on the point, and we're going to get you guys coming over here. Okay, awesome sauce. You're going to go around there and do your thing. And now we're going to get you in the front here. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to get Drazhoth to go after you. All right, let's call a gun out. Guns are coming. And we're going to just kind of move you out of the way. So we're going to see if we can avoid that bombardment. Probably not, though. Oh, yeah, we're dodging it. We've got some of the moves like Jagger a little bit. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Full court press is coming, and we're going to do a little bit of that right there on those guys. Shoot you and get the Fireglaves to come after you. You're going to creep around there, buddy. And now we're going to do this, pull you back, and get you going through here, and you going through here. All right. So far so good. Flames of Asgore just one-shot that Quarreler, which is pretty freaking great, right? We're going to do some of these sneaky boys, and we just maintain the triple cap while shooting at you. And Drazhoath he's being a pimp over there. He's fighting his good fight. Okay, great. And let's get the Wolf Riders around the back. You guys come here. And great. So now we're into his shooting line a little bit, which is going to be outstanding. We're going to pull some of you in. And looks like my opponent may be going to make a play for the high ground there. So we got to make sure that doesn't happen. That's for sure. So we're going to run you up there. And we're going to run you back. So far, we are hanging on to our battle lines pretty well. And I would say it's going nicely. My opponent is massively ahead on value, but to be honest, that's 100% expected. You know, there's no reason not to expect that you're going to be paying the price in this matchup. It's just very, very cursed. All right, but maybe we can outgrind them in value a little bit. We'll have to see. You know, getting the long-drawing Slayers in combat there is very, very cost-effective. And we do have the Infernal Chad Fireglaves coming too, so that should be a little bit of a help for us. All right, so hold, and we're going to send you guys up there. How's Drazhoath looking? He's doing just fine, but we do get the ambush on his cannon, so that's really good. We get both cannons offline right now, so that's a huge win for us. That's going to take a colossal amount of pressure off us. All right, let's get some of the doggies up there. We still have the middle objective. Skyhammer's being pressured now. And let's get you guys in there. And unfortunately, we are starting to lose this objective a little bit, but that's only because I've moved off it. I did get both cannons offline, which is great, so that's potentially a game-winning play for us. The long-term investment has paid dividends. We have you guys. We need to unsummon the really injured ones, get them back in the pool, get you hanging here. Drazhoath needs to come there. And we do have an option for another. That's going to be big. If we can land that, it's going to be a massive and a half. All right. So advancing up. Let's get the sneaky gets in there. And you guys just park on the back objective. And let's get you guys to come there too. Oh, look at that Flames of Asgore, guys. Oh, God, that was so good and tasty. We might actually win this because we've equalized value by getting both of my opponent's cannons. And I have a triple cap. So that's definitely not good. And there we were able to get some DACA. So let's move these guns over, keep rotating and following, shoot you as well. And then we need to get some cavalry to come out of the woods. Let's do this, go up the top side. I'm so glad I didn't go for a double Dreadquake build and just like lose the game and then get salty about it, you know. But yeah, getting both those cannons offline, guys, is pretty massive and a half. Yeah, Flames of Asgore is good. If they blob up, it's very, very punishing. All right, so we're going to unsummon you because we need to get the healthy Dowizar back in the pool. Going to get you guys fighting there. And Chadhoath the Ashen is going to continue holding these points. Fireglaves, we can park you guys on the point here. I think bringing you guys down here to maintain it is going to be pretty big. We know the Grimdelvers are lurking over there somewhere. So Fireglaves can just sit here and provide a little bit of fire support. Let's get you there as well. Yeah, I think I got this game. My opponent folding the cannons was really big. Because that is what makes this matchup bad, is the cannons. So that is pretty huge. All right, so we're going to go around the top side. We have a Wolf Rider. We need to unsummon you, so we're going to try, although it won't let me for some reason. So curse the Baggins. Let's call in another sneaky boy. We're going to run him across. And, yep, you guys keep getting into these. You're going to go around the top and get on those. And we're going to go and charge the Grimdelvers here and charge the Grimdelvers here. All right, if we can tie down those Grimdelvers, that is going to be uber, uber good stuff. Yeah, we're in very, very good shape right now, actually, because we have all three objectives here. Let's go ahead and grab another one of these. Let's do this, and we're going to come and run down those Altar's Raiders. So we do get the Grimdelvers in combat, which is great for us. Where are our weak positions? I think we're looking pretty good right now. You guys get in the back, and we've gotten it. Oh, we did it! We took down the dwarves! Oh, yeah! Evil! It was all because of the sneaky gets. Oh, the sneaky gets getting the two cannons felt good. All right. Yeah, we got it, man. We got the dub. GG. So normally that matchup's pretty cursed, but my opponent, I was able to get to the cannon, so that was pretty big. Those cannons keep shooting, it's hard, but yeah, what do they have in reserve? So this is the dwarf player who was in the grand finals last time, so that's a solid win for us. Drazhoath was very good, just like cheap Drazhoath. Hashrut! What better way to start a tournament than banishing the lamer dwarves with the cool dwarves? Yeah, we could play each other into City, right? Did you win your first game? There's a chance. I don't know about Cathay against dwarves. I feel like you could probably, if you're playing Cathay against Chaos Dwarves, I did win it last time. I was playing as Cathay, I think. I don't really know what I would bring. There's a couple ways to go about it for sure. Yeah, nice, a solid Ent win. Oh, my opponent already reported the score. GG, well played. Well played to Kitty. I'm sure they'll be back with a vengeance. I need to hope that they give us a good tiebreaker here. So if they win the next few games, then we're in good shape, because I probably will drop at least one game here. Chaos Dwarves do have a couple weird matchups. I like that build, though. It felt good. We even got to use Draz Hoeth. Thus, Wookiee foretold the win. The sorcerer prophet of Hashut. He's so good, dude. The dog prophet, yeah. Well, trains are really good, but not as a starting unit, in my opinion. Because if you bring them in your starting army, you need to get a triple cap against dwarves, because that's their weakness, right? Like, when you're playing this game, you want to utilize your faction strengths versus theirs. And the fact that I can triple cap them quickly with skirmish cavalry and then pin them in there like that is pretty big. And Chaos Dwarves are pretty grindy, too. Granted, a double Dreadquake, would that have worked? So let's actually theory test that real quick. So we're going to go versus AI, and that map was what? That was the Crystal Lake. So Crystal Lake, yeah, it doesn't matter. Chaos Dwarves. So we're going to see what we can do here. Okay, and then we want to do double Dreadquake. It's fine. Get 2 of those and get you in reserve. Get Astrogoth running out there, and then Norska needs some dudes and some dudes. We just need Norska to go grab the objectives real quick. James Wookiee Field the Prime. Dude, he is. He is James Hetfield. Do cannons beat Dreadquake mortars? I think so, yeah. I don't know. It's a little sketchy, though, because Dreadquakes are like twice as much. And if they pull in a third cannon or maybe dive with the Gyrocopter, you can lose it. Sneaky Gits, I don't know if they win 1v1 with Slayers, but they trade very cost effectively. Because Slayers... And the thing is, if you attack a cannon with a Sneaky Git, oftentimes they're just going to call a blasting charge out, depending on where it's positioned. All right, so we got the Dreadquakes back here. Let's see how they do. So what's the range on these things? Pretty damn far, honestly. So on this map, you might be able to pull off a Dreadquake, although the problem is I couldn't countershoot their artillery. So back here, okay. So it is maybe fringe viable, right? Because we can sit behind this rock, and we can shoot mortar shots. So we're going to try and shoot here, see how this goes. You see, now it's moving, which is a bit of a problem. There we go, okay. So if you were doing like a defensive build on this map, like let's say a very elite Chaos Dwarf build and double Dreadquake and playing like one objective against dwarves, you might be able to make it work. My only concern is it can't threaten anything that's like deeper set, so eventually you would probably want to move out. But it looks like it might actually have some play, right? So yeah, you can shoot there. Can you edge that one out without having to go around? Okay, he can kind of work with it, and then the cannon adjusts and shoots. I mean, it's missing a lot, obviously, but it's kind of a cool idea. I think Dreadquakes are still bugged, where even when you tell them not to shoot, so watch this. I take them off fire at will, and I tell them not to shoot. Let's see if they shoot. Are they going to shoot? Are they going to listen? Oh, looks like they're listening, which is good. Cool. Yeah, there we go. So not bad at all. I mean, that's definitely an option. Is it worth it to take a Skullcracker with Dreadquake to give it a better chance to live? It becomes very expensive when you do that. On Land Battle, there's some cheesy builds where you can use like Dreadquake trains. But in Dom, it's not quite as good. Yeah, can they shoot right next to them? I always forget that. Yeah, pretty close range shots there. Okay, that might actually be a strategy on that map, believe it or not. Like a single Dreadquake back there in some matchups could be very, very strong. And that's the thing, you know, maps are very relevant in competitive. You need, like, the maps can open up strategies that otherwise would have no place, right? We'd just be doing terribly. All right, let's look at the tourney real quick and see what's cooking. So we have Anticity beating Shaq, Danikin defeating Martin, Kalfus defeating Shaftesbury. We won our game, Yaden defeating Pontaclaw, Winterwind by Ricochet, Blake defeating, that's Hobo Honkers, defeating Dummerang, and Umamian defeating Asteroid Wall. Okay, so the maps are coming. Lava cannons are viable in a handful of matchups, for sure. Absolutely. So these are the rest of the games that are going to be coming in. Probably another 5 or 10 minutes. Our game was pretty quick, so... Is this tournament like second breakfast? Yeah, why not? Well, if you were on Anticity stream earlier, then yes, this is second breakfast. Otherwise, it is our first breakfast of the day. It's the first one we're going to be having here. So we will be Total War today. Chaos Dwarf action. Tomorrow, the audio shouldn't be cutting out, Zerbrek. It might be probably just on your end. I haven't seen anybody else say anything. Tomorrow is probably going to be Age of the Ring. What's the current map pool size? Let me show you. So we're going to go to the main game. So the maps are, if you go to domination mode, you can see all the maps that have the TT next to them. Those are the total tavern map packs. Now, I would say about 80% of these maps get used. There are some that were designed more for flavor and like that have weird objectives on them, like towers and stuff, so we don't play with those. but maybe like 70 to 80% of these maps are in the tournament pool. Like it's up to the discretion of the host. Every tournament host is able to select whatever maps they want, you know, and go with that. But yeah, overall, this is the full Monty here. Yeah. Any viable ×2 Castellan builds? So the only situation in which I would maybe consider doing double Castellan, Old Nosy, would be against like a dragon faction, as like if I want like a forward gun that can like fight off and shoot at dragons, right? So I would probably go double Castellan like this, but you always bring this blade because it gives them healing. So you bring two, although you could go bare bones in some matchups. Yeah, because the healing is like, you have to be in melee for it. So I would say maybe against Dark Elves, these guys could be good. Against Dark Elves and maybe against High Elves, and potentially against Empire, because they can shoot at war wagons at range with armor-piercing shots. They can shoot at dragons. They can shoot at Scourge Runner chariots at range. I would say it's not the most optimal way to play, but it's also not terrible considering they're legit only 650, and they're pretty good fighters too. So you can like park them on an objective and they can do work. So yeah, honestly, Old Nosy, I would say there's probably some aspects of this game, especially with Chaos Dwarves, that are unexplored. They do not have the restock ability, no, but they do have fire resist and missile resist, which is kind of cute. But they just, you put them on foot and just, you have them shoot at the enemy lord. If you're expecting a flying lord or like wagon equivalents, chariots, like those type of things, I think they're going to be able to give them the business. So that would be my 2 cents for you, my friend. Yeah, honestly, that's what's really fun about Total War Competitive. Like, you know how like in other games, other RTS games, there's usually like 1 or 2 competitive builds, right? Like in Warcraft 3, if you're playing Undead, you're going to be doing Death Knight Lich, Fiend Statue Destroyer, or you're going to be doing, you know, Crypt Lord, Death Knight Lich into Statue Destroyer. You know, and yeah, you can go Dreadlord and meme like I did a little bit in Grubby's tournament, but at the end of the day, you know, you're going to be super suboptimal when it compares to the meta builds in most RTS. Whereas in Total War, there are meta builds, but there's so much dynamic with 24 factions and the maps really changing things drastically. There's so many ways to play this game, which is I think what gives it really good longevity and fun and competitive multiplayer. Is like you can show up with an infantry heavy build, a full cab build, kiting builds, and they're all viable at high level. Granted, there is a rigid meta in some regard, but like I still think there's a lot of room for exploration compared to other games. Anyways, boomer rant over. Let's see how we're looking. Yeah, those guys are still going. We got a lot of strong players playing today. What's up, WK? Hey, Turin in chat. Is this the first game? You did miss the first game. We just played the first game versus the Dwarves, and we can show you a quick replay of it. Oh no, did I lose it? Oh yeah, I loaded in. Okay. Sorry guys, it's not there. But you can rewind on the stream and check it out, and then you're going to have it. But we are going into game 2 here in about 5 minutes, I would say. We're 1-0, and we are all set. What is your favorite unit in the whole trilogy aesthetically? Okay, so my favorite unit aesthetically in the trilogy would be, for the Empire, it's going to be, we're excluding Lords and Heroes, right? So if we're talking the Empire Greatswords, I love Greatswords. I just love the Central European kind of historical style and just like the cod pieces and the cool hats, like the berets they have. So probably the Greatsword is my favorite unit for the Empire. For Nurgle, my favorite unit aesthetically would probably be, where is old Nurgle here? There he is, okay. Would probably be the Chosen of Nurgle. I just love the Baroque, like ruined armor with like the huge spikes and battle axes. So probably a Chosen of Nurgle would be my favorite aesthetically there. And then for the Chaos Dwarves, it's going to be the Infernal Guard Fireglaive. I just think it's so cool to have these like super elite heavy metal dwarves that just have like a freaking long rifle with an axe on the front. It's very, very cool. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. Hopefully that answers your question. I love I like infantry. I'm a big infantry enjoyer. That's why I play Isengard for Lord of the Rings and tabletop, for example. So I run the Muster of Isengard, and I use Saruman with a bunch of Uruk-hai, and you know that's why Isengard rules, is because they have a ton of heavy metal infantry. So it's super fun. Naju, thank you for resubscribing. Skaven are still the coolest. I'm not gonna lie. I do really, really enjoy the Skaven. They're a cool faction. Greatswords just have such style, though. They do. Monsters are cool and everything. My favorite looking monster, I don't know what that would be. Honestly, the Destroyer is very cool, but it's not my favorite. Yeah, I'd have to think about that one. Harganeth Executioners are one of my favorite looking elf units. I think the masks they have are so cool. All right. So let's refresh, see how we're looking. We got a couple games still to go. All is good in the neighborhood. Broccoli and Poison, and yeah, these guys are still playing, so let's refresh this and see. Spotify versus Tarpon, Zesty versus Bob, Apostate versus Potato, and Broccoli versus Poison. Cool. So how it works is individuals who get a victory in the first round, that means that in the round 2, they're going to be playing another individual who got a win, which is good. The Dread Saurian is really, really cool. It is super cool, Ashton. I 100% agree, man. You can't go wrong with the Dread Saurian. Have you guys seen the Dread Saurian tabletop model? Hang on, let me send this. Dread Saurian. The thing's pretty Chad. Look at this guy. Yeah. Oh. That thing actually is pretty freaking sick. It actually is even more grim dark than the Total War one, I would say. Yeah, here's the original one. I think this is someone made it. Oh, that's a really good one. Oh shit. So this is a 3D printed version. So some third-party company made a Dread Saurian 3D print. Wow, that's actually really cool. So it looks like you could buy the STL for that thing for $35 and print as many as you wanted. Okay, that's actually really cool. It has the Howdah as well. I think I prefer the OG one, but I mean, honestly, this is a great replacement. Yeah, it's pretty good. Look at this. Look at this. This is cool. So that's like an Empire like civilian mini or something, and it's just the Dread Saurian coming to eat him. Yeah, isn't that rad? What's my take on Doombolt? Okay, Snickerdoodle. I have been on the Doombolt as OP train for a hot minute. I just, that was my initial vibes when I saw it like two-shotting Wolfric, like basically sending him running. I was like, oh, it might be a little bit strong. But yeah, I think Doombolt does deserve restrictions. For now. I mean, I don't know. But that would be my 2 cents. So is the Elite Infantry buff patch perfect for you as an infantry enjoyer? Yeah, it is actually. I think that the Doombolt's a little bit OP. I think maybe a slight reduction because yes, there is the case that Doombolt is not like as Winds of Magic cost effective as Spirit Leech. It's more the abrupt nature with which Doombolt can karate chop something, right? So Spirit Leech is like progressive. It's going to be over time. It's not like a huge burst of damage. Whereas like if you get caught slipping and get doubled by like nailed by like a Doombolt and then a bunch of lesser Doombolts, it can kind of just send your caster or lord into the Shadow Realm very quickly. But yes, from like a Winds of Magic cost effectiveness perspective, Spirit Leech is probably just more consistent considering it can't miss, but yeah. I think a tournament player discovered a counter to... Yeah, Doombolt's also bugged in the sense sometimes it just doesn't do damage too, right? Isn't there like a weird bug with that? When shall we use Elite Infantry? Okay, so Sam, Chaos Dwarves Elite Infantry really, really shine against Vampire Counts. So against Vampire Counts, you want to like throw in the Immortals usually because they wreck Crypt Horrors and they kill the infantry. They do fire damage and magic damage. They're good against most of the infantry on the roster. So Elite Chaos Dwarf Infantry, probably the one matchup in which you bring them, or two, is against Khorne and against the Vampire Counts. But you got to watch out for Winds of Death. Winds of Death really will wreck your day if you're not paying attention. So, yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, so we're good. Charx keeps winning versus Doombolt. He used a 60% spell resist Tomb King build today. But he had to skew his whole build against one spell, right? That just seems like so haggard. Because what if his opponent doesn't bring that spell? And then his whole, like, it's just... Yeah, if you have to skew your whole build to counter one spell... I mean, understandably, other factions do this, right? Like Burning Head, but like... Burning Head is devastating and all, but usually it's just killing a couple 300 gold infantry, right? It probably, yeah, like a bit of a damage nerf on it, Julius, or a Winds of Magic cost increase. One of those two options would be fine. If you don't want it, like you could keep Doombolt to be like really MLG, right? And have it be like, I don't hate the idea of Doombolt doing a lot of damage, but it can be dodged, yes. But how much does it cost right now? So Doombolt is 9. So yeah, you could raise its Winds of Magic, you know, make it like the Fate of Buna of like Lord Sniping spells. Not that expensive, obviously. Buna's like 22. Can you please give us a beginner deck for Dwarfs? Okay, so here's the thing. I have always been an advocate of you build builds based on your opponent's army, not just like a general one. But yeah, I think that if we're going to be doing, you know, Chaos Dwarfs, like if I had to give you a generic build that was good in like a couple matchups, okay. So this build is not designed against any one faction in particular. It's just an all-comers build. Granted, you know, I don't like to do that too much, but Probably a little bit of this. We're going to bring you, and then we're going to bring a Death Shrieker. Like, something like this is pretty well-rounded. You have anti-SE, you have good quality infantry, you have Drazhoath with anti-infantry capable, not Drazhoath, Astrogoth, right? Then you would basically want to maybe cut you and then get 2 skirmishers, so you can do Oglicons and these to go grab objectives out of the gates. And but again, I really don't recommend all-comers builds. You should always build based on what your opponent's fighting. You know, what the hell, are army caps are taken off? I think they are. Okay. I think I'm in like a custom lobby with no unit caps. There we go. Okay, so you'd want to max out on those guys. Maybe like 1 Bull Centaur. You could bring like a Kidai or something. A 2nd Death Shrieker in case you're worrying about anti-air. 2 Sneaky Gits, and then just max out on infantry. You know, something like this is fine as like an all-comers list, right? But I really don't recommend doing that. Chaos Dwarves there are some factions where you can Unga Bunga all-comers and be fine. Like with Skaven, you can use the same build in like every matchup and have a chance. And Khorne is kind of similar. There's like a couple factions, but Chaos Dwarves are very much like a toolbox faction where you want to be contoured to what you're facing, you know, I would say. Yes. Okay, let's do this. And we got 1 game to finish. Okay. Do you think the birds in the old world come from lizardmen? Oh, I have no idea. That's a funny question, Teamer. Oh, I was curious about Battle for Middle-earth 2. How do I go about downloading it? Okay, so Norf, you need to go to the mod database, ModDB. Join our Discord. There's people in there that can answer it, but it's a free mod. You just go to the mod database and you download it. So ModDB, and you search Age of the Ring. It's here we go. Is this it? Yeah. Looks perfect. Yeah, so this is the Age of the Ring. You just go to moddb.com and then you search the Age of the Ring mod, and it's completely free. You just download it, and here's all the instructions and everything, and yeah, that's how you do it. Would you make a series of what Chaos Dwarf build go against what faction, similar to your Nurgle series? I would do that, for sure. My one thing is that, oh, man, I want to keep some secrets. Like, people have all my Nurgle builds, so when they play against me on Nurgle, you know, I want to keep some secrets. You know, I don't want to give away all the gems. Although, you know, whatever, I'll do it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not trying to win season finals. I'm just having fun. Okay, so Prostate, and Potato Devil are still playing. Those guys must be having a really, really sweaty Duel of Fates. And we're going to do it. Skaven, you want to see the rat build? Like, okay, if you're an aspiring Skaven player, you could take this build into an SFT, and if you knew the basics of how to play Skaven, you could probably do pretty well. So you just get Ikit Claw with Cleansing Ruin, Brass Orb, and Unlimited Power, okay? Front line is going to be like this. We're going to get, you don't probably need these. And then you just max out on Clan Rats. And if you're playing against like an infantry faction, whatever, just basic Clan Rats. Okay, so there's that. You just get a Jezzail. Then you're going to go ahead and get a couple of these. It's fine. 2 Rat Ogres. Don't need the Pit Fighters. All right, and then like 1 Globadier or something is probably adequate, and then you just get a Spear. So like this opening with Skaven is good against most matchups. Mikev, no. Age of the Ring, you need to play on Game Ranger or use a VPN. So then you just get your doggies. You need the dogs. You always max out on those with Skaven, max out on Ogres. You can get like an Eshin Triad just to be safe if you want to against Cavalry. You can even get these guys. 1 Death Runner is also nice for like sniping elite infantry on flanks. And then you just kind of max out on your Clan Rats. Just like max out on these guys, right? So this like style with Skaven is honestly fine. It can handle most threats. Like Ikit Claw and the Jezzails will kill any single entity effectively with Storm Demon. You have anti-infantry with the Globadiers and Ogres and, you know, Death Runners and stuff. And you could also mix in like 1 more Globadier in reserve if you want to. So just get like 1 more like this, get another Spear in there and call it a day. Yeah. So that is that. All right. See how we're looking. Are we ready for the next round yet? Not quite. Those guys are taking their sweet, sweet time. And hopefully that was helpful. Skrulk is all right, but Skrulk's a little bit squishy. What's nice about Ikit Claw on the Doom Wheel is he's got 110 armor and pretty big HP pool. And he causes terror, so he can really break positions open. And Cleansing Rune is so freaking good. Cleansing Rune, this build has a ton of rats, Dr. Speed. There's so many rats in this build. Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, Ikit Claw is really good. Now, like, this is an all-comers build. If I were playing against a faction with cannons, I put him on the Doom Flare instead, okay? Because then he's not going to get sniped as easily by cannons. So you need to contour your build based on what you're fighting, right? Yeah, the Age of Sigmar Chaos Dwarves are fun. There's some aesthetics I don't like a lot, but that's fine. It's just not for me. It's for other people who like that. Their models are, let me see, Age of Sigmar. I'm on like a huge Lord of the Rings Middle-earth strategy battle game kick right now, the Lord of the Rings tabletop, so probably not going to get into the Age of Sigmar Dwarfs yet. There probably will come a time. Chaos Dwarves. Let me look. We can look together real quick. Okay. The Helmsmiths of Hashut. Yeah, here it is. All right. So honestly, the Kadai Destroyer model in the back is kind of cool. If you're like, I prefer the infantry and stuff, but I think it's kind of neat. You have like some neat artillery. So this is like the Deathstreak rocket launcher equivalent. This guy looks sick. Like this character, freaking awesome. I really like the characters. And these guys look way better when you paint them in red. Like the color scheme that Games Workshop chose to share them with, I honestly really don't like. It's all right. It's kind of dull to me, but I think if you paint them in red, it's just so much better. But yeah, like honestly, these guys look cool. A cool banner, nice little battle axe there. You got the artillery, so you have like, this is the Deathstreak rocket launcher. This is like a magma cannon equivalent. So definitely paying some homage to the old Chaos Dwarves as well. Yeah, and then you got this. This is a great model. This one's really good. Yeah, this is awesome. This is a Sorcerer Prophet. And then you have like a Runesmith type character. Bull Centaurs are really, really nice as well. I like the Bull Centaurs. Both of them. These ones are really sick too. I like the helmets. Like the kind of the Brazen Bull helmets on these guys is super, super cool. So yeah, there's some cool stuff. If I were to play Age of Sigmar, this is for sure the army I would play. I would just get as much artillery as possible, sit back with my elite infantry, and just kind of unga bunga and call it a day. All right, let's see if we're in the next round yet. Not yet. Okay, we're still waiting. Damn. North Deer says I recently started a World Leaders Army in 40k. Nice. The big hats did return in Age of Sigmar. Yeah, they did. They're different aesthetically, but so Helmsmiths of Hashut, painted red. Yeah, so there was a really cool Reddit post somebody did. So check this out. So on Reddit, we got this post. So we were talking about like the paint scheme for those guys not being super cool. But look at this. So somebody on Reddit did like a digital mock-up of them painted as the old Chaos Dwarves, and look how much better these are. Like these guys look really good. That just straight up looks like actual Chaos Dwarves. Like putting magma in the front instead of like Necron Gauss cannons. The Hobgoblins look great. Like the Bull looks really good. Like he looks legit like he could be almost a fantasy character. Like this guy looks really, really good. You got the guns. The guns are probably my least favorite part. Like they're very sci-fi, which is fine. Age of Sigmar really blends the line of that, sci-fi and fantasy and whatnot. Yeah, he looks good. These guys look awesome. Like they look like Chaos Dwarfs. The red is really, really what? So like that looks great. You could use that in Warhammer the Old World and be totally fine. Like if you want to play Chaos Dwarves in fantasy, perfection. These guys already were very good. These models were awesome. These are the Sneaky Gits and the Hobgoblins and stuff. I think they look great. This thing is wild, man. Painting that thing would be pretty nuts. That's AI. Is it? You're saying, oh, they used AI to paint it red? Yeah, it's a mock-up. Yeah, the red paint scheme is a lot better though, for sure. Okay. So are we ready to Ita Chutu Hashit in the next round? We are. And we're playing against Poison. Whenever I hear the name Poison, it makes me think of that Bill DeVoe song from the 80s, That Girl is Poison. That girl is poison. You remember that one? Poison. That's Poison Ducky. That's the wrong Poison. Let's get this here. Poison goes by a different name in Discord, I think. Let me see if I can find them. Evil. Okay. Okay, let's get you. We're up. And we got our opponent here, and I'm going to be banning the first map, and I do not want to know what they're playing yet. So Norscan Rise, Eastern Isle Colony, or Glade of the Everqueen. Okay, those are going to be the maps. Chorfs here, and you. Okay. What a song. I haven't heard that one in so long. You guys remember that, right? Yeah. You think we're in purgatory? Evil in front of the Chaos Dwarves is kind of redundant. That's It's all perspective, right? Ooh, Vampire Counts. I love this matchup. This is one of my favorite matchups for Chaos Dwarves. It's just fun. It allows you to use some things you don't normally get to use. So, okay. I will ban... Cool. So we're going to do that. And we're going to see what my opponent wants to play. I always remember Poison by Alice Cooper instead, not from the US. Ah, there you go. That works too, though. That's fair. Fair play. So waiting to see what my opponent's going to be doing here. We need to get our Sorcerer Prophet to start blocking our army because I'm going to start building it now. And we're going to do it. The spear ones? No, you don't have any anti-large goblins on this roster. It's kind of weird how the Goblin Laborers have spears and they don't have anti-large, even though the ones from the Orcs do. Although I guess they're Laborers, so it's kind of like... It's like a tier below. We don't need the blocker yet. He'll be back in a moment. Just waiting on my opponent to ban the maps. Angel. Yeah, 90s, late 90s had some good movies. I think one of my favorite things about the 90s in general, if we're talking cinema, is the sci-fi aesthetic. Like 90s sci-fi aesthetic was really, really good. Like the, you know, that freaking Event Horizon. Like Event Horizon, you know, it has its flaws as a movie, but the aesthetic of like the ship and the ambience and the creepiness of it, I think is really, really fun. I don't know, Zuko, when there's another update probably. Yeah. Yes, correct. Well, you do have some anti-large infantry technically, Bahrain, with the Fire Glaives, but yeah, it's so we're gonna play Glade of the Everqueen? No, I banned. My opponent trying to pick the map that I banned. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do the Norskin Rise. Rise, Norsko, rise! All right. So there we have it. Let's get this party started. And we're gonna get our Sorcerer Prophet Wookiee to block the screen. There we go. Yeah, 40k, it's a 40k prequel, it basically is, right? Okay. So what do we got? I think we want to get a couple of these. You always want these guys against old Count Chocula. Okay, looking fine here. We got two of those. Probably can replace these with that. Hell yeah, turn back on the main factions. That's right. We're playing Chaos Dwarves. Honestly, though, we had a good run with Kislev. We got pretty far with them. All right, so choices. You know, Drazhoath is cool and all. Astro Chad probably is going to be pretty pimpin'. Zaytan with his snares is always fun as well. Zoltor. The Overseer would be really funny, but the Overseers are just so goddamn bad. They literally bring nothing to the table. It's terrible. Truly a Gremlin Lord, that's right. Truly the Gremlin Lord. The best screen blocker so far. I think it's a pretty good one. The helmet fits him pretty well, too. He's got his evil... Wookiee was an evil little creature. He was. He was a wretched little monster, but we loved him. All right, so where do we go next? Yeah. Okay, so I think we can keep this. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Man, all these items are like fringe viable. Okay. So that's pretty gangster. We're going to see what my opponent's up to here. And then... Okay, so we're going to want to max out on these. Sneaky gets are always cool for a little bit of objective theft. They do suffer against vampires, though, for sure. Fire Glaives are all right. I find in my experience, Fire Glaives are cool, but they tend to get tied down a little bit too much. You know? We do have to worry about a Mortis Engine. Mortis Engines can be pretty menacing, so we need to make sure we have a little something to fight that. Overseers just have, like, that screen blocker should be made public. If you guys want it, I mean, just hit me up in Discord. I mean, it's... I'll send you the old Wookiee one there. Okay, so that's fine. Better items and abilities, really. Yeah, he just was, like, pretty much a joke on those departments. Okay, so I like that. I think that's kind of a cool tech. We're bringing out some forbidden tech right now, guys. My opponent's going to be in trouble here. You just wait. Yes. And we want to get one more sneaky get. Probably a couple of these guys just to hold the ground, although they're such low leadership, man. Against freaking vampires, they fold so easily. They fold very quickly. Wolf Riders are probably good. I think we need a couple of those just to play the points. It's it's a matchup that's so designed for elite stuff, you know. The elites really do some serious work for you here. Anything else we can weasel into our mainline build? I don't think so. I do not think so. Dark Renown, I think, is worth bringing. Although, how much is that if we cut that? It's going to be 200. I think that aura in general is just very, very strong. Counter to Kadai. Yeah, Blood Knights are pretty good there, I guess. Yeah. They can do some work. Okay, we probably cut this and get you. We're going to be dealing with a lot of skeleton spears, I would imagine. That's going to be 1,300 there. God, it's such an awkward amount of money, man. Such an awkward amount of money. Like, are the Wolf Riders even useful here? I'm trying to think what they're good against. I mean, sort of, I guess. They give you the utility to pop out kind of quick. Okay, okay. And then we're going to get one of you and one of you. I think this is fine. This is a little bit of a risky build, but it's very Giga Chad, so I think it'll be fun regardless. All right. GLHF, let's see what's happening here. Vampires maybe going to try and control the skies. I mean, which is fine with me. I don't care if they have the skies. And, yeah. Ah, pork chops. You shouldn't, man. All good. So, some ambitions in this build. You know, some ambitions. Crestfallen seems like you came with the right... you did. We're just getting started with our second match. We won our first game. Had a pretty nice little decisive victory against the dwarves. Against the actual dwarves. We're the evil dwarves. Yeah, Wolf Riders, I think it's good to have one just for quick capture weight and rapid response, but in general, Wolf Rider Archers are amazing bow range for sure. Yeah, I always bring at least 3 in this matchup. You need them. They can poke Mortis Engines and Cryptors and all that kind of good stuff, so. Do people bring Blood Knights? Yeah, Blood Knights you play. 100%. All right. So let's get it. Let's have some fun, and let's see what my opponent's going to be cooking with. I wonder what they're going to be doing. I brought a Risky Lord just because he's got so much style. And he's so cool looking. So we brought a Risky Lord. That's probably the one downside. You know, I used to bring guns in this matchup. I used to bring like 1 or 2 Fire Glaives, but I stopped because they always just get tar pitted and killed by Vargeist and Bats. So I'm like, no thank you. I don't feel like protecting that shit. I'm not going to bother. Dovi Zenya. We'll see you later, you know. That is not what we want. No, it's not Astrogoth. No, it's even cooler. Drazhoath, the Ashen one, dude. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. Let's get it. My opponent loading in here. Wookiee riding a Bale Taurus would be pretty sick. He really does look like a Sorcerer Prophet, though. He has that like grizzled little face. And the underbite is totally like Chaos Dwarf teeth that he had. You see his little teeth coming out there? He was truly a wretched creature, just like a Sorcerer Prophet. So very, very fitting. Interesting, Meddling Magpie. No, I didn't see that. I don't really follow that kind of stuff. You know, I'm just purely gameplay stuff here. I don't really do news and drama and all that. But that is interesting. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully they didn't disconnect. They might just be on an old PC. Let's just chug it in there. Yeah, it's hanging in there. Come on, you can do it. I played Angel last time. They're a very strong player. I can't remember what the matchup was that we played last time. I think I was on Kislev or something. Wook Hoth, the Haggard. Only a face that Hashit could love. Yeah, I know. Skaven just struggle into a fair amount of the meta factions, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just kind of the nature of the beast. Praise be to the Wookiee. All right, guys. So here's our build. It's classic. Oh, God. I think my opponent's having some serious internet problems. Oh, yeah. I'm not dropping any frames, and it's completely frozen. Oh, oh no. It's so laggy. It's okay. It doesn't matter. We can play through it. Assuming it's at least like this, then we'll be okay. They're probably on Wi-Fi or something would be my guess. So Kadai Fireborn are the best unit in this matchup. The Vampire Counts don't really have any counters against them except Blood Knights. Okay, how are we looking? I think we're all right. It's probably, is it their computer or internet? I don't know. Something or other. Anyways, let's get this game started and have some fun. Oh shit, I should be up here. Yeah, they should be up there. Great. And we have the big man up in the sky as well. The Forbidden Lag Tech, I know. Yeah. So we got the Immortals because they're just absolute raid bosses and very, very strong. Oh, it's going to be Manfred von Baldstein. Nice. Okay, so we just get the 2 objectives here and we just chortle on them. It's going to be Purple Son of Zarius, Gaze and Nagash. Okay, that's actually some good stuff. And what is he going to be mounted on? He's on a dragon. Okay, so yeah, we can fight that. Okay, let's do this. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab one of you. We're going to put you in group 8 and just waddle you up here to go get that point. We brought Flames of Asgore just to nuke blobs. It's going to be very good against Cairn Race and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, at least with the lag, I'm going to be able to dodge easier, right? There's one upside to that. So that objective's going to go to us. I guess I could have gone for a triple cap here. You know, I'm going to call it a Lammasu to chase around Manfred. Because if we have a Lammasu and Drazhoath, they're going to be able to do pretty well here, I think. So we're going to do this, pull back a little bit, grab that objective out of the gates, and then we just Helm's Deep on this point. You call it lag, call it action shots. Dude, it's so miserable. Oh, God. Let me check here. Dude, it is so laggy. Jesus Christ. I was wondering why their game took a long time in the previous round. Oh, no. This is such suffering, dude. Oh. Can't believe you lived long enough to see Purple Sun become viable. I know. What was that? Gonna be Gaze into Gash? Okay, let's see this. Ready for the MLG dodge? Oh! If we can dodge like any part of this, that's pretty big. Dude, this is so laggy. Jesus Christ. Dude. Oh, God. And against vampires, too, it's going to be such a grindy, suffering match. Okay, so we do have 8,000 HP. Gaze into Gash is coming. Maybe we were a little bit slow on that. Let's see how it hits here. Yeah, we got the high ground. We're going to be waddling to this. Pose for the camera. Did it even shoot? Okay, can we dodge that? It still hits pretty good. Feels bad. So sad. All good, though. Because Gaze into Gash, if they're using that, then they're not going to be able to do a lot else. Yeah, so we're going to get you. Get the Lammasu out here. And then we're going to go chase that man around. We're going to get back up in the sky now. Dude, this is such pain, guys. You have no idea. Oh, my God. Lammasu, though, should be pretty MLG. We can chase Manfred around. I think Angel is playing from Portugal. Okay. Okay, well. I mean, I played from people from Middle East all over the world, and yeah, this is just an internet problem in general. They must be on Wi-Fi too. Dude, this is such pain. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no, the Kadai Fireborn are there with the Immortals. These guys are going to be heading to the high ground. This guy's using the dreaded dial-up build. It's true, he is. It's the most forbidden build in all the realms. All right, so we're going to get you here. We're going to get you here. At least I can give very easy attack orders here, and then we need to get Big Man coming in here. You guys shoot at Manfred. Let's get the Lammasu to go after Manfredo also. So we're going to just go after Manfred now. And we just win this point back, which is going to be good. A zombie summon there is fine. I'm not too worried about that. So the Kadai are going to obliterate the Cairn Race, like obliterate them. It's going to be bad news bears. Let's pull you back. Do this. Then Lammasu and company going to get in there. And we'll use the Flames of Asgore once we realize where the fighting's going to be taking place. So Kadai have gotten in. We might be able to bash him right now. We'll have to see. We need to get the great weapons back and down and around. And then we just spam out Kadai for the rest of the game. This is pure suffering, guys. This is really bad. This is like enough lag that you should be restricted from tournaments, honestly. Oh, man. Okay, so our 2 Monster Mash squad going to get in there. And the Immortals are now chewing away. Fireborn are a hard counter against Cairn Race, by the way, so I think I'm pretty favored here. Yeah, this is going to be a long match, but it's fine. I'm good for it. You know, I'm just happy my opponent's able to play, so there is that. So Great Weapons have pulled back. They're going to reform the ranks over here. Drazhoath and company going after Manfredo. So we're doing it. Is this turn-based? Yeah, this total, just like Grubby says, it's a turn-based strategy game. There's no RTS here. Okay, so we do see 1 Cairn Wraith getting obliterated already. Yeah, looking nice. The infantry will chew through eventually, so we do see another Cairn Wraith dying here, and we're just going to chase Manfred around the map, basically, and silence him, because then he won't be able to cast spells. So that is the idea. All right, so those guys are getting it. Let's take Fire at Will off. We're going to keep chasing Manfred, and now we shoot Manfred right there. Looking good. The Immortals haven't taken a single casualty yet. They're really chewing through. But we should be able to win the value trading. Yeah, if I'm fairly certain we should be good. Flames of Asgore, there's no good targets yet, so we need to get on these Cairn Race now. So these guys are going to give you next, and just keep following them around. We're going to put you in control group 4. Keep chasing here, and Drazhoath can stay and fight. But we just need to keep the Lammasu near Manfred, and then we're just cooking, right? Oh, my God. Yeah, next tournament, you have to provide a picture of your Ethernet cable plugged in to participate. I think that's a good idea. Okay, so you stay there. We can do a little Flames of Asgore action right here. Oh, how is he casting spells? The Lamasu's like right there. What the hell is this? Is that a Gaze into Gash attempt? Oh, it's a breath. Okay. I was going to say, you shouldn't be able to cast anything right now. So that Flames of Asgore is going to do some serious work, although my opponent able to dodge it with the MLG lag internet switch. Although we still make contact. Yeah, it still looks pretty good. Okay, so Manfredo's getting it. The lines here are getting folded. The Lamassu is going to keep chasing Manfred. So we're going to keep going here. And the Kadai just chewing up zombies. And finally, we're going to have enough to call in our first extra unit, which is going to be another Kadai there. That is one problem with lag, is it's really easy to dodge things, you know? It's very easy. All right, so Drazhoath going to go after Manfred. The Kadai are doing it, and we're shooting at Manfredo. Our infantry will win this fight eventually, because the Immortals do magic damage, so they're just countering Kex rates. All right, we can look at Troll Trader between summons, that's right. Oh my god, this is so bad. Okay. This takes me back to Warhammer 2. I felt like we had a lot more of this in Warhammer 2. This is just such pain. What are those going to be? Blood Knights with Lances? Okay, it's fine. Yeah. So Manfred's getting low. We're going to want to get Drazhoath back. Let's retreat you away. And we have another Kadai on its way in. The Immortals are able to chew through these guys. Pretty good effectiveness. We need to get the Kadai back, though, because we don't want them to get hammered by the frickin' other dudes there. So we're going to do this. We're going to pull Drazhoath back, and he's going to get back behind the infantry, and we just live our best life. Yeah, Kadai need to also retreat, so let's get the Kadai back as well. This is intense, fast-paced combat. Yeah, this is really bad. This is really bad. Okay, so you guys chew there. Let's do this, and let's get these guys back here and just retreat all the way through. And we're just going to keep calling in the good stuff. Yeah, Manfred's already down to half health, which is great. We're obviously ahead on value, but you have to be ahead on value against these guys, or else it's just all bad news bears. So back you go. Manfredo's there. We're going to have Flames of Asgore in a minute, but it's going to take a while. I don't even know what this unit is, by the way. No, Wi-Fi is definitely not as good as Ethernet. No, 100% that's not the case. Wi-Fi lags hardcore. Even good Wi-Fi does. It's just intermittent and skippy, honestly. And especially when you're trying to handle peer-to-peer connections and shit. So let's get the Lamassu back here to go after these guys. Yeah, just set the video to ×2 speed. You'll be good. All right. So what do we do? So we rip shots into Manfred here. I think so. Drazhoath can fight. And now this is going to be a winning fight for us because my opponent's attacking into my Immortals, which are going to be just wrecking these Blood Knights, probably. Yeah, they have Lances? They're Lances. Okay, no problemo. So you guys get in here. We have the Lamassu. The Lamassu is going to go ahead and lower the stats of the Blood Knights there. We're going to dive back in. That is going to be a Purple Sun of Xarius, which is going to hurt. The Lamassu is not close enough to Manfred, so Purple Sun actually going to hurt there a little bit, which feels bad. Probably going to need some more elite infantry, to be honest with you. So these Kadai are just chewing it up. These are Chevron Skeleton Warriors, and Manfred is getting it here. The Immortals hung in there like absolute Giga Chads, and we have a second unit here who's going to be bumping and grinding. We just need the Immortals to stay steady, and then we're good. We also buffed them, too, which is really nice. All right, so everybody's coming into party. Nobody's playing the high ground. We just are chilling up there. This game would be like probably close to being over by now if it weren't for this this lag. We would be like approaching the mid-late game, you know? All right, Fireborn. Do we call more infantry in? I think we just get another Fireborn. They're that good, honestly. They're that good. Okay, so let's get these warriors to come in here, do a little bit of this. We have our Sorcerer Prophet who extended a little bit too deeply and greedily here. And we need to make sure we don't get surrounded. Okay. And do we want to shoot corpse carts? Lamassu needs to come over and do this. We do get a breath attack on us there, which is going to hurt. Do I call in another Fireborn unit? I think we do. Drazhoath is looking pretty pimpin'. Manfred is going to be silenced right now. And the Immortals are carrying this game for us. All right, so let's shoot Manfred right there with all of our firepower. And maybe one more elite infantry unit just to make sure I can wrestle the objectives. That's going to be Blood Knights with Lances. Okay, so probably a Bull Centaur render actually would be really good. Because they will trade well into the Blood Knights. Okay, and do we have Flames of Asgore? Yeah, we're only 3 minutes in, guys. It feels like it's been like 500 years. And the problem is my opponent can dodge any spells I cast with the lag. It's going to be like really easy for them to dodge. So let's call this Chaos Dwarf Warrior down here. They're not going to be here for like 15 minutes, but it is fine. So Manfred getting it. We still have the Giga Chad Immortals fighting, and they're going strong like champs. We're going to do a Flames of Asgore here in a minute, and the Lamassu is still just going to follow around Manfred. So we're going to get it up in the sky. Call out the Blasting Charge boys, move them up. We need more infantry to stack the Kadai Fireborn on top of, right? We need those. So we're going to attack here. You're going to chase Manfred. Just keep him silenced. And how much is this spell? This spell's 18 WOM. Okay, it's 18 Winds of Magic. Not bad. So Kadai are feasting. We're up in value, but my opponent's doing a good job keeping it kind of close. Lamassu is going to keep chasing after Manfredo. We just got to make sure we don't get nailed there. Invocation going down. Feels bad. Oh. All right, so let's shoot Manfred. We're going to keep going here. These are zombies and shit. We do get the Blood Knights going there. We're going to get the Kadai doing their thing. And we do have the infantry coming. So we can just run away now. Let's shoot you guys with these guns. How are the Immortals going? Yeah, they finally do get broken. So that feels bad. We're going to come after the Blood Knights here a little bit. And let's put Fire at Will back on. And we're going to Blasting Charge the Blood Knights, run the Kadai back. And, a moment with no lag. A moment with no lag. MLG. All right, so back we go. Kadai are going to be retreating. I mean, I still think we're in a good position. It's going to be hard. Man, this is not making it easy, though. So Chaos Dwarves are coming. My opponent going to be calling in Skeleton Warriors. Totally fine. We don't care too much about that. Drazhoath going to be getting attacked, but we do have the Blasting Charges coming in now, so maybe Drazhoath can get the work done. So let's attack Manfred, and attack Manfred here, and get all of you guys to shoot Manfred as well. And the Blasting Charges should do some fat damage, we'll see. Yeah, into the Blood Knights. The Blood Knights do get it, okay. So they get a little bit of damage there from those, which is good. Let's get these Kadai back. Manfred takes a lot of HP damage, and we're going to fight the Blood Knights and fight the Blood Knights there, get the Kadai back, and then we're going to move into combat there. Are the Immortals going to come back anytime soon is the question. I don't know if they will. Manfredo and company going to be crumbling a Blood Knight down, and we can just get like a cheap labor out here on the outside and just move him there to force my opponent to overreact to that. Manfred's getting low also, which is good, and the Kadai do live, which is great. So now we can stack Kadai on top of good units again, and we're going to be in good shape. So let's get Blasting Charges here. We do have enough for another Flames of Asgore, but it's kind of pointless because my opponent will just dodge it because of the lag. Like, it's so easy to dodge when it's lagging. Okay, it turns out they're not immortal after all. Honestly, they had a good run, though. I would say they fought very well there. Dear God in heaven. Okay, so these guys are on the way. We have this guy helping, and Drazhoath and the big boy here should be able to do some work. So we're going to do a little bit of this. And yeah, if they dodge that, I'm going to be so sad, but they might, just because of the lag. So they get in, the Flames of Asgore is coming, the Kadai are in there. I mean, that should wreck them pretty badly. We're going to see if it does. Let's move you guys up on the point, and we can start shooting at Manfred again, or actually go after the Corpse Cart there. So that Flames of Asgore should obliterate these guys. Like, it should just be brutal damage. There it is. All right, so the Flames of Asgore hits like everything there. We're going to get on the Corpse Cart. We're going to get you on the objective there. And the Blood Knights did get pounded by that, which is good, and they're going to lose a lot of HP. Infernal Ironsworn, they're kind of scattered up right now, honestly, so I think we just try and move through that. Let's try and move through it here. And yeah, coming in after that, we got hit a little bit, but really not too big of a deal. Manfred's going to get it. And we got the Chaos Dwarves grabbing that. Corpse Cart's getting killed, which is good value for us. Manfredo obviously will not be able to stand up to Drazhoath. The Ashen one. It's going to be a hard one here. Let's keep you guys moving. And the Giga Chat Immortals, do we unsummon them? I think we do. Okay, so Kadai Fireborn, we need to get more of those out. They're just so good. Manfred's getting low. We're definitely, I would say, in a winning position. It's hard to say. What a thumbnail, I know. This is just pure lag suffering. Manfred's silenced right now, so he's not able to do a whole lot, right? And we need to get all of our Chaos Dwarves to move up on the Blood Knights here and try and take them down. Corpse Cart's almost dead. The Chaos Dwarf Infantry here, we want to get them back to the corner, and we do have another Kadai coming out. Ah, shit, he went to the wrong side. Okay, so he's just going to have to zip across here. All good in the neighborhood. All right, so let's get on the Corpse Cart. You know, on the bright side, my opponent hasn't killed the... yeah, they're going to be able to probably get this. We should move these guns up here, though, and seal the objective. I really like the Lamassu tech. The Lamassu tech is pretty good. Yeah, and let's keep the Immortals here. Just use them as like a distraction piece. And we are going to get some ninja action over there. We have Kadai coming across. So we need like one Hobgoblin probably to maintain there. Corpse Guard's going to go down. And the Infernal Ironsworn are going to move here. And my opponent is going to be making a play for the high ground objective. Okay, so I need to send something up there to deal with that. Right, so this objective's going to us. That Corpse Guard's going to die. We're going to get you on this point. And the Infernal Ironsworn can move over here. Perfect. So let's get you guys in. Flames of Asgore is actually a really good spell. It's quite good. I don't think it's worth us wasting time on that freaking Corpse Guard. It's already crumbling right now anyways. So I think we're chilling. Yeah, so we're going to get that outside point. My opponent's going to make a play for the high DWARF. So what we do is we send a Chorf Warrior up there. Actually, it is a Cairn Raid, so we don't want to send a Chorf Warrior because he'll just lose. So we're going to have to just bounce up there and deal with that at some point. All right. Oh, dear God, this is so bad. This is so bad, dude, this lag. I cannot believe this. I mean, thankfully we are making progress in the game, but this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. All right. So coming across, let's do this. And let's do that. Okay, so we do get the objective. We're going to go after Manfred there, and the Infernal Ironsworn are going to waddle up to the point. Fireborn are going to continue chewing things down. Corpse Guard's basically almost dead. We can rip a big shot into Manfred, and we're going to send a Fireborn to the high ground point, although, yeah, I'm going to be getting a double cap here. So this one's going to go to us, which is nice. Some rules around connectivity. Yeah, this is really bad, honestly. This is really bad. Okay, do I have enough for another Flames? I do not. So Flames of Asgore is actually good against infantry too, which is kind of cool. Manfred's about to get jumped pretty hard. And we have the elite infantry coming over. Fireborn are still chewing. Like this. Is it even going? Okay, it is. Holy shit. This isn't my tournament, yeah, so I can't make like an admin call. I will start putting caveats about lag though, honestly. This is just unacceptable. I think it's funny, but for other people it would not be fun. Okay, so moving there. We're getting some attacks on Manfred. He's looking bald and angry there. If it crashes, it's up to the admin, but typically the person whose internet crashes will just get the loss. So that's how that would go. Okay, so you guys move in. Let's get you guys on the point. And now we do have a good Chaos Dwarf position here. So we're sitting good. We're going to get a Flames of Asgore here in a second. It's going to be really nasty. We just need one more Winds of Magic. All right, so there it is. And we're going to do that. And honestly, we're going to nuke our own guys, but it's very much in the flavor of Hashut. Yeah, it delays all the rounds. Right. Okay, so we get the outside objective. Nothing really to be played at the high ground. This is about as fast as a tabletop match. Yeah, correct. That Flames of Asgore is going to be doing some fat damage if he doesn't move. We're going to see. And Manfredo is silenced. But we are surrounded by Blood Knights, a little bit sketchy. Let's do that. And the lag, unfortunately, going to give him time to react, probably. Okay, so that's being shot down. Kadai's still doing good. We're taking the outside objective there. Flames of Asgore should erupt. There it goes, and it should hit everything. Yeah, that's going to hit like all the Blood Knights and shit, and just, you know, it's going to be party time. There you go. I think we just ignore the high ground, honestly. Yeah, how did Flames of Asgore do there? Pretty good. Manfred's actually almost dead, and look at the Cryptors getting killed as well. We did wreck our own Chaos Dwarf infantry, but that's, you know, par for the course there. Gotta hope that we can survive this. All right, so next we're going to call in another Kadai, I think, is going to be fine. So we're going to get a Fireborn, move them up this way, and I just need Drazhoth to survive a little bit longer. Yeah, so the infantry support's coming in. The Lammasu does get broken. Drazhoth is going to get back. And you guys need to just shoot at Manfred and finish him off. If we can finish Manny, we just win the game. So, like, it's a good trade for us, actually. Yeah, so we do get the elite infantry, and Drazhoth's a little bit surrounded there. We're going to go in guard mode and try and rip those shots into Manfred. So we're going to attack him. We got you guys hanging on the outside, looking good. I could go for the high ground there. Probably not a terrible idea, to be honest. And I think we kill Manfred right now. He's going to die to the fire arrows, probably. We'll see. Yeah, he gets hit in the back there. He's got to be very low right now. He's got to be very low. Manfred is at 700 HP. Drazhoth is incredibly low also, but I have very elite infantry, so I'm not too worried about my army. If I have leadership problems, 153 HP, and Manfredo should be down. Dear God, it's almost over! I feel like Frodo dropping off the ring at Mount Doom, like, is it over? Oh, man, okay. So, let's move you guys this way. And how are we looking here? Looking fine. Their internet has, like, glimpses of glory, and then it just, like, dies. It's like, I'm too weak. So we're just going to park the Lammasu over my opponent's army for the debuffs, and that's going to be that. Okay, so how's this looking here? Kadai are going to obliterate these guys on the high ground here. Drazhoth did get Manfred down. Granted, he's kind of close to breaking himself, which is going to be fine. Because at this game, at point, we're, I think, pretty well ahead. The Fireborn and the Elite Infantry are just going to outgrind my opponent. And yeah, if Drazhoth rallies, then we're absolutely Netflix and chilling. So Cryptors and Zombies, we don't care about that. Lamasu's coming, Drazhoth breaks, it is what it is. Let's get you guys on the tithe. And high ground here is going to be taken by you and you. Looking fine. Lammasu, I did not mean to land it. So we want to just park the Lammasu here because it turns off like everything. It's just really strong. And the Iron Chads, somebody asked about Elite Infantry. Well, there you go. That's how that works. Kadai or what wins this matchup, though? Oh, it's finally over. I know I got my finger bit off, yes. Absolutely. So let's go here, capture this point with like our friggin' 12 capture weight we got rocking right there. Kadai are going to win the fight. Lammasu is just going to hang overhead to turn off all the buffs, but we got 2 full Kadai units there. Drazhoth is being a pimp. He's currently got enough for another Flames of Asgore, actually, which is nice. So, cool. Let's unsummon you guys. I don't know where you were fleeing off to. And do we have any other Kadai in the pool? The Immortals never got unsummoned, which feels bad, because I would like to have had them back in the pool by now. Oh, God. This game began 20 minutes ago while 8 minutes have passed in the game, I know. It's just pure suffering. Alright, so Lammasu silencing. Blood Knights are cute, but we're going to get a Bull Centaur render out soon, and that should shut shit down. Drazhoth can come get some breath attacks. We'll see if there's any opportunities for that. And just zombies and skeletons. This game's over. Yeah, it's for sure over now. We're going to get those Garen Race over there. They're going to get hunted. Okay, Lamasu man, you keep silencing. My opponent going to make a play for the side objective. That's the next logical play. In the Unga Bunga. Have we caught those guys? We have, so let's rotate down this way now. I don't really have much to call in, to be honest, because I didn't get effective unsummons, so it feels kind of bad. No, they're going to commit to the blob fight. Okay. Let's do a breath attack here. We're just going to drop it on you guys. Why the hell not? Come in here. The Kadai Elite Infantry blob, too hard for them to handle without magic, that's for sure. So those guys get blasted, and what is that going to be there? That is going to be Crypt Horrors, which we should be able to handle. Saving up for the Winds of Magic. Those are going to be big boys over there. Okay. They casted Time Warp on their computer. That's right. All right, Bull Centaur Renders, come here and help defend this. Let's get a triple cap. Maybe that'll convince my opponent to leave. Maybe if we get the triple cap, they'll leave the game. Oh! Oh! Okay, so that high ground fight went to us. So now we're going to rotate down this way. And we're going to do it. Hey, Kellen, thank you for the invocation of lag. You don't get to enjoy... You know, honestly, this isn't too bad. This is much easier than sweating. But, oh, it's finally over. Holy shit. GG, well played. All right, so let's see what's cooking here. This reminds me of Deadpool killing the guy with the Zamboni. You're going to die in 5 minutes. All right, well, it's over at least, and I don't have to endure that again. On the bright side, you know. We're not even the last game to finish? Okay. That's so funny that there's still other games going right now. Chaos Dwarves versus Vampire Counts. Okay. It's somebody else's problem now. It's not my problem anymore. Be gone, be gone. Okay, so we're done, and it does look like we are one game away from finishing. So on the bright side, guys, of that taking so long, it means that we're going to be getting into another game very quickly. Okay. So looking at this, we have Claw and Martin playing, but we are 2-0, which is pretty sick. That's cool. Happy about that. Currently, we're in the ranks with the big dogs. We got Anticity, Danikentrop, somehow... Oh, they just got to fix the score. And then Zesty, myself, Winterwind, Kalphus. Handful of players getting the double dubs. All right. Any game with Ponty takes a million years. Okay, so let's do this. Outstanding. That was attrition warfare for sure. Iron Harvest 2. Yeah. I've looked at that game before, Shania. I don't know if I would get into it now. There's kind of other things on the horizon I'm a little bit more interested in, but yeah. All's good. So refreshing brackets. Yeah, I think Ponticlaw plays to the bitter end. Usually. I think that's a player who, even if they're losing horribly, will play to the last second. The psychological warfare it was, dude. It gets you rattled. It's pretty funny, though. That's actually there. I've told you guys about the conspiracy theory with, like, lag. How, like, there was conspiracies that some of the top players in Warhammer 2 were using lag switches. So they would throttle their internet when they were losing games to slow it down so they could micro perfectly and, like, make perfect plays. Which I actually... I'm inclined to believe there was a couple players who did that. I think there was like one or two people who legit, when they were in a high micro situation being rushed, they would do that, and then they would, you know, yeah. That's my one tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. Okay, Martin, and they're done. Cool. So we're going to be jumping into the next round here in a minute, guys. Yeah, but that build is very good. Adraz Hoth is a little risky, but holy shit, 3,600 value. Yeah, because the old Sorcerer Prophet used to do what he did, but also could heal itself. So you're a little bit more vulnerable to sniping. The Immortals were beast mode, though. Yeah, 2,300. And then the Fireborn, yeah, 2,300 value. 900 on this one, but it didn't get a long life. The Lamasu, I think, was really good. Ponty is a hero who brings double War Hydra builds. He's allowed to play it out to the bitter end, that's right. If you're going double War Hydra, you can do whatever you want. Please CA dedicated servers. I don't think it's ever going to happen, Ents. I've been hammering on CA for dedicated servers since like 2017, and no ground has been made. Apparently it was discussed for Warhammer 3. It was legitimately like a subjective discussion, apparently. But I think I don't know. I'm not holding out hope for it. You know, it's like that Hawkeye from the Avengers. He's like, "Don't give me hope." Just all beaten and broken. All right, so let's go set up our next game. We're going to remake a new lobby. We're going to do this, and there we go. No, Mortals are legit good. Next game we boycott. Yeah, all 300 multiplayer players will boycott until we get servers. That's right. You probably have the best and most haggard thumbnails ever made. This one is really, this is your favorite thumbnail? This one? Yeah. Okay. And let's see. Do we have our next round? We do. Oh god, we're playing the Dark Lord Daniken, although we did win last time we played Daniken, if I'm not mistaken. Yo. Let's play. Alright, so Daniken is going to be on the way over, and we are going to be on this. Looking good. Oh, they're on their main faction, which is cool, because I'm on one of my mains too. Dwarfs. Alright, so what do we ban here? So I am banning first. We're playing against the filthy Dark Elves. Evil. Okay. Blazing Ramparts, Road to Talabheim, or Decrepit Moor. So banning Ramparts. I don't feel like playing that map. It has a lot of obstruction for my glory. They should make a Total War game but Star Wars. That would be cool. I think that would happen someday, Pug. I think we could see that someday. The thumbnail's definitely top 3. Really? Wow, you guys are putting a lot of faith in this one. All right, here's our Sorcerer Prophet. He's coming to protect us. And we're going to see what we're playing, waiting for my opponent to ban the maps. I used to have a build for this matchup that was really good. Like, I remember taking wins off top players with it. I don't have a build for this anymore, though. Sad face. All right. Doesn't EA hold the license to Star Wars? Yeah, I'm sure there's some agreement could be reached. Who knows? How's it going, Frost? Hope you're feeling better, man. Yep, still nothing from my opponent, waiting to see what the map is. Wookiee is Hashut, dude. Look at him. He's the great Sorcerer Prophet. Yeah, we're playing Daniken now. I played Daniken recently. Let me see what match that was. Yeah, last time I was able to... I beat Daniken in a tournament. Oh, I think I was Skaven, yeah. I beat him with Skaven. Because Skaven do counter Dark Elves, in my opinion. They do. Okay, there we go. Scourge Hunters are very good. They are. They're a menace. They are a menace. So we're going to play the Road to Talabheim. All right. Cool beans. Let's do it. It is the Road to Talabheim. The Sorcerer Prophet Wookiee gives you the blessings of Hashut as we get ready for this glorious Duel of Fates. All right. Awesome sauce. We're going to get 2 of these. And then we want some skirmishers as well. I think you're going to be good here. So we're going to lock it down, pop, lock, and drop it. Yes, good, Anakin. Yes, yes. Now, what magic do we do? Lore of Fire is pretty good. I think we got options, though. I think we got options. So let's do this and this. We're going to cut all these, cut this and that. All right. And then we are going to have you waddling about, which is going to be fun. Dog looks like he can see the entirety of space and time. That's right. It's true. I do miss Wookiee. Even though he hated me, I still miss him. He was great. He was a noble creature in life. All right. So that is hell of expensive. I don't know if I like that build, actually. So we're going to switch it on up. So we're going to get you. We're going to get you on this and call it a frickin' day. All right. Good. That's very fun. We got this all set. He sure looks noble. Do you have a streaming schedule? So Marsh, it's kind of all over the place, boss. I usually stream 5 days a week. So I'll take 2 days off, but it's random when I do. So I wouldn't, yeah. But you can usually count on me streaming every day between noon my time and, you know, sometimes late at night. It depends on if I have things going on earlier in the day. But yeah, it's all over the place, Boss Hog. My opponent's ready already. Uh-oh, making me nervous. Making my way downtown. Okay, let's get this. We don't really care about Kadai too much in this matchup. Probably going to do you guys. We don't need to pay for that, although that is pretty good. So 2 of these in reserve. Maybe. A Death Shrieker is actually not a terrible choice in this matchup, I think. Just having a Death Shrieker sitting on the, what's it called, I think is going to be kind of cost effective. Hell Cannon is also a viable one, but they're a little bit easier to snipe and shut down, so I think that's probably better. Okay. So 350, and then we're going to want to get some more of you guys. Kadai Fireborn, are they good in this matchup? I don't think we really need them. I do not think we do. Yeah, let's see how this goes, man. We're going to raw dog it and hopefully be fine. Got an awkward amount of money left to spend. That might be good too, actually. Maybe some of those cheap shielded boys would be nice. Yeah, so let's get you and you. Great, that looks better to me. And now it is time to pop, lock, and drop it. We're going to get it going. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. And let's throw some Chevys to the levee because the levee was dry. And there we go. It's good. All right. What's going on? Daniel, thank you for raiding, brother. Are you a Dark Lord of Company of Heroes? It would seem so. Hope you're doing well, man. Oh yeah, I've seen you. Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you for the raid. I've been playing a little bit of Co. I've been sneaking late at night, like 2, 3 a.m., getting a Company of Heroes game in there. It's been fun, man. Company of Heroes 3 is an amazing game. It's really fun. I never played the second one, obviously, but I've heard good things. Okay, guys. So let's freaking go. Let's get it. Yeah, bad launch, yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot of games. Kind of the same thing that happened to like Stormgate and stuff, right? All right, so I usually like Magma Cannons in this matchup. Now, they don't do great against Scourge Runners, but I still think that they're the preferred way to go. Scourge Runners, I usually just like to screen out with infantry and then guns, like a Fireglaive or something. We have a Lamasu character of Death. We have you guys to go up and contest the objectives, and then we're going to be parking you here and here. So that's going to be 4 and 5. All right, and that's basically going to be it. Yeah, Daniel, guys, thank you for raiding, and welcome, all of you Company Heroes Chads. This is Total War Warhammer. It is obviously a single player and multiplayer game. So we have a competitive multiplayer, which is like a battle simulator. So we're playing the Chaos Dwarves right now, and we're going to be, it's like Company of Heroes, actually. So you get objectives, and whoever, it's different from Co, because in Co, whoever has more objectives gets the victory ticket, like progress. But here, you get progress no matter what for each objective you have. So a little bit different. We don't have too many good, I don't like the Vanguard on the sides, because sometimes you can get ambushed by your opponent there, which feels really bad. Spirit Leech and Buna are very good here, so yeah. We're going to pop, lock, and drop it. That's right. All right, so let's go. We're going to get you guys waddling up to this point, and we're going to get you moving up. Do we need to? Okay, perfect. So the Magmas are going to be really good against this build because we went with Shards of Darkness. We see a Dreadlord with a Dragon crossbow. I don't know if that's some forbidden tech, but if I just screen them out with these guys, we should be okay. So let's get you guys up. And that is a Shadowcaster with Pit of Shades, which is going to be used on you and you. Let's turn that off. Grab this. And we have our Lamasu man. So I could start working on the Dreadlord if we want to. I'm honestly thinking one of my first call-ins is going to be a frickin' really, Melkoss on Skirmishers. Okay, I'm fine with that. It's better than using WOM on my better units. So we're going to call you over here, do this, and all right. And now, are you in range yet? We're not, so we're going to shoot you and you. Try and knock you off there, and we're going to go get the outside objective. All right, so we're going to just follow Dragon Man around, just kind of keep the Fireglaves ready to kind of screen him out. And I don't think we're going to hit anything here, but it's fine. We tried. Did he dodge it? Oh, look at the sweaty dodging. I love that. That's super cool. All right, Dragon Man, we're just going to kind of hang tight here. We're going to grab this objective. The Dowies, our infantry, are going to move up and get it. And we're just going to hang out. We're just going to hang out nearby. So as soon as he pops out of the trees with those things, we're fine. So here and here. He's just wasting my ammunition, so we don't need to do that right now. And we do see what appears to be a K8 assassin. Okay, that's fine. So there is going to come a time when he's going to have to pop out of the trees. His gremlin ways will eventually not avail him. Let's move some Fireglaves up, do a little bit of this, and we do get that objective. Oh, lovely, the tree is in the way. You gotta love it. Okay, fire at will, and fire at will needs to be turned off. Great. So skirmishers, come here. We are getting poked by something, but let's go there. I do have the Spirit Leech and the old Buna. This objective is going to be ours, and now we're going to go ahead and get these Fireglaves creeping up here. And we're holding on to it. You know, we're hanging in there. I got to be careful, though, because my character isn't like a combat raid boss. The dragon's coming. We're going to get the Fireglaves to go after him and just keep trading here. And the Lamassu character can maybe think about moving into combat, although he does have his pistol, right? So I could just shoot that. That is something to consider, but we do get a triple cap right now, which is great. We're going to poke you with our Sorcerer Prophet pistol. And these are Dark Riders, so I'm thinking about actually maybe contesting this a little bit. So we're going to move you up. I don't want to let him get any objectives, because if he wants to do some like build-up style on me, I want to really be Netflix and chilling, you know? All right, so just keep poking here. We are able to kite these guys back. We do have guns coming in, so the guns are going to be here, and we can get them zeroing in. And he's thinking about coming after me with his dragon, but I do have some tools. I got some tricks of the trade. All right, so up you go. Let's get you back on the objective. Fireglave's going to come across as well. These Fireglaves can chill back here. Interesting usage of a bolt thrower. That's kind of cool. All right, so Fireglaves, we're going to park on the objective for now just to kind of keep them honest. You guys come over here. And those are going to be Doomfire Warlocks, which means Lesser Doombolt. Thankfully, Lamassus have crazy good magic resistance, so we're actually not in bad shape there. So we could attack the Canid Assassin. Got to watch out for it, and we do get the fight here. So I did blunder that. Let's get the guns to shoot and provide a little bit of fire support. And Fate of Buna for sure needs to be used on the Doomfire Warlocks. All right. So those two objectives are fine. We can pull back now a little bit, and he is in the trees. So we just pull back and force him out of the trees. We're going to come back over here and see what's cooking. Yeah, you guys keep running here. Fireglaves can shoot there. Okay, and Magma Cannons, is there any good targets for us here, really? Not too much. Not too much. We do get a Fate of Buna target potentially, so let's drop it like it's hot. Fireglaves can shoot at the dragon, and we need to get the other Fireglaves coming over. This trade actually goes very badly for us. So we're going to go ahead and Spirit Leech you just to get the business going, and we're going to go back on the middle. So you guys shoot there, and these Fireglaves need to waddle over this way, and now he's coming out of the trees. So now we get the Magma Cannons and Magma Cannons to just start feasting. And we do get a Spirit Leech on the Lord. There in the middle, we're holding firm. These Fireglaves are chilling, and we just pull back a little bit. You know, there's no sense in getting too crazy here. And that is going to be a big old pit, which is going to hurt. Yeah, feels bad. There's not really any dodging that one. The Chaos Dwarves are too slow, so we kind of just have to pay the troll toll a little bit. So let's go ahead and get a Prophet coming out. We're going to get you back this way, get a Sneaky Boy to come in and run you down as well. And yeah, feels bad. He got us really good right there. But the Magma Cannons are doing a lot of work, which is great. This Magma Cannon's going to be fleeing the scene. Let's go ahead and turn around, go after you. And Skirmishers come this way. So you fight here. You get the Bull Centaurs to fight right there as well. We have the Fate of Buna, so we're going to do Fate of Boring on the Doomfire Warlocks right now. And get you guys to start shooting at the Doomfire Warlocks as well. And cool. All right, so we're on the defense, but, you know, it's okay. We are doing some good damage with our artillery and whatnot. Nice little shot right there, as we probably can go up and advance, and get you guys here and you guys here as well. And we'll see if we can stabilize the backfield here. It's going to be tricky, but I'm hoping we can. All right, so Fireglaves, shoot at the dragon, and the Magma Cannons need to keep feasting, and we do have another Spirit Leech as well. So let's do this, and we're going to go bonk you with that. And then in the backside, what do we want to call in here? We want to call in probably some Wolf Riders just to run down these spears right here. Get you guys coming across this way. And that's going to be the Canid Assassin probably cooked, most likely. Yeah, he's getting in range, though, actually, which is a little bit sketchy. So we need to pull back, send you guys up here, send you guys up there, and we just keep you going here. Do we have any guns online? We do, but it's very, very bad right now. Let's call the Bull Centaur back. I think we're going to need it. Let's get you guys coming across. And yeah, we're honestly in a losing position right now. It's very sketchy. Our Lamassu character is having some problems, but hopefully he can escape. The Bull Centaur is going to come back. We need to shut down these Dark Shards, so we're going to shut down the Dark Shards right there. And we're going to come right here. Very good. And we still have Skirmishers online. We have a couple. We do have a couple. Let's just retreat. Magma Cannons are still very much functional, so we're going to do this and do this. Get the Magma Cannons to go online once again. Breath Attack's coming here, but we are nearby. Let's get the Lamassu there to do his thing also. You guys fight. We do get some of the Dark Shards offline, which is good. And now we need to pull you guys back and deal with some of these. All right, so we are having problems holding our lines. I think I need to get some Pain Trains coming out, so we're going to get the Pain Trains coming. All steam ahead, and we do have the big boys kind of holding here. You guys come back. My character is getting blasted, so we're going to Spirit Leech you just in case I die here, and we're going to do the Withering on you to lower their stats a little bit. Okay, so Magma Cannons. Yep, we want Magmas and Magmas to keep shooting into those. You guys come back here, and yeah, we're really, really pinned back, though. This is good aggression from my opponent. Very, very good aggression. I think my Magma Cannon positioning was a little bit bad, and I think that's potentially going to cost me here. We'll have to see. All right, so we do stabilize the back. The Pain Train has come in here. Lamassu character's lurking. We definitely need to get some speed over there to go chase these guys. So we're going to get a little bit of speed downtown. As the Magmas keep their party going, let's fight here, keep our character fighting, and it looks like we do manage to break that position. Are we going to be able to get back in this one? You know, maybe. We do see the Bull Centaur, so let's get them on the Cold One Knights with the Chaos Dwarves, and then you come around the top. Let's get this character running away. And the Fireglaves, I think, are mostly offline right now. Yeah, mostly offline. All right, how's the Pain Train doing? Pain Train's still routing some dudes on the side here, which is good. It looks like there's some spells going down here, so let's get you guys to go here, you guys to go here. Should win that fight. And how are the Magmas doing? So we got one Magma online, so we're going to do this and this. We're going to shoot these guys. We do manage to stabilize the backfield. We're going to keep the Lammasu character running, Spirit Leech you. And cool, so we do shut down some of the mobility here. The Doomfire Warlocks, let's just keep running and running, try and take the pressure off my backfield a little bit. And the Pain Train is doing good work. All right, great. So good Pain Train. Good Pain Train. So now the Pain Train needs to zip over here. And we need to shoot at you. And it looks like one of my Magma Cannons did get taken offline, so it feels bad. So sad. All right, so here we go. Let's get you guys coming up, run you down, and you skirmishers can go here and get there before he's probably going to be able to shut that down. Yeah, looking fine. And our little, I feel like we need a big combat character. Like my little gremlin has been getting bullied like all freaking game, which is not good, right? He's just been getting bullied, Bully McGeed. Yeah, so the shooting able to get it done. The Magma Cannons, let's rip some shots here. The Pain Train can come there, and we can also rotate around the back and charge them. The Pain Train maybe can put this game on his back. I think our Sorcerer is just going to run to the edge of the map to try and run him off to the Shadow Realm there. We'll see what we can get done. And how's this going? Yeah, we need to retreat you back. Could call in some infantry here out of desperation, which I think we have to. Let's get you guys back, Is the Pain Train going to help win this fight? I don't know. I think he's got us, though. Well played. It was a really good game, honestly. I need to change my build. It did not work. The Lammasu was really bad because I couldn't contest them. Usually in the past, I've used Sorcerer Prophets. Or Astrogoth. Oh, I should have just gone Astrogoth because he's really good at punishing the Dark Shards with his Flamestorm. Yeah, GG, well played. Really good game. Very clean execution. I need to change my build. Yeah, the build was not good. So we will go over another one here. Hey, Infectus, thank you for subscribing on Twitch. An anonymous gifter, thank you for giving out a sub. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. So what didn't work? The Lammasu was very weak. We didn't have the tools we needed. We needed a wider build. The Fireglaves were okay, but my position with them was poor. Magma Cannon still did quite good, all things considered. 800 there and 1300, but I need somebody who can fight better. The trains did okay. Deathstreaker would have been probably a good choice as well. GG, well played to him. GG, dog, well played. Report score. Okay, so we're 2-1, but we have a very strong tiebreaker. So if we win our next two games, our chances are okay. So I'm going to kind of theory craft how we would go about that. I used to be able to win that matchup pretty consistently, but Danikin's obviously extremely good at Dark Elf, so it's tricky. Man, how do we go about that? Let's see. It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. Okay, so let's see how the round is looking. Fireglaves are really good, but they are very position dependent. Like, you got to be really on point with them. Okay, so some games are still going. We're going to have a little bit of time. Yeah, so let's see what we could theory craft. I think good quality infantry. I mean, he had Doomfire Warlocks and Dark Riders on the flanks. That's kind of what about like a Bull Centaur rush? I think with all the shooting, he'd be able to drag those things down pretty easily, so probably wouldn't be good. The Dark Shards we did manage to take offline. The map was kind of tricky for us in a way because he was able to hide. We should have positioned on the side away from his infantry. That was the big problem. He didn't have to march very far to engage against us, so I feel like the Magmas were the way, but the positioning of them wasn't good. Burning Head is for sure, I think, better. Yeah, like a Burning Head caster might not be bad. Buna's really good against Doomfires, though, as well as Cold One Knight, so I think Death is still good. Yeah, a rocket launcher might have been a good choice as well. Like a double Deathstreak build could be very punishing. That probably is the way we go about it. I think Deathstreaks would be more effective. Because then it can keep all of his skirmish at bay, you know? Like, all of it. Astro Chad is an idea. Zoltan the Black. You could do Zoltan with a Bale Taurus mount and use him as like a combat character against the dragon, because he can snare it. A Castellan's actually could be fringe useful in this matchup. No joke. Like, Castellans would have been useful for me there. They would have given me good poke and good fight. And they're really cheap. Yeah, I think Deathstreakers are going to be better. Because the Dark Elf Lord, you can keep it in check. And honestly, if you go Spray Fire mode with the Deathstreaker, they can still kill infantry with their Spread Fire. So, Mass Blunderbuss? No, not against Dark Elves. Blunderbusses are short range. The Dark Shards are just going to outrange you and give you the business. Okay, let's refresh here. Yep, a couple games are coming to their conclusion. And we're still in contention. If we win our next 2 matches, I think we're all good in the neighborhood. Because Daniken will go undefeated probably, and that means we're going to have a really, really strong tiebreaker. We'll see. But we have to win our next game. We have to win our next game. It's do or die here for us now. Yeah, Zoltan is a cool choice with his net. He can definitely dictate some of the fights. Him on a Lamassu mount is cute, but I think on the Bale Taurus, he's better. But Dragons will beat a regular Great Taurus. You could bring some combat items, but I don't think you need to. Just Zoltan as a pure combat character on a Great Taurus. Probably get rid of Boundless Cruelty, the leadership thing. He's only 1650, honestly. Although you could also go for like a Sorcerer Prophet. I do actually not hate the idea of a Castellan. Like cheap Castellans at 650 with the long rifles for a little bit of poke is kind of a cute idea. So we could do like a Sorcerer Prophet. You have to have the Wolf Riders. They're very good skirmish. We have Bolt Throwers too, which is really funny. I don't think Bolt Throwers would be super good. I think they'd be kind of bad. The Overseer of Doom. Yeah, is Zoltor really even worth it? I don't think so. I think we go Sorcerer Prophet on a Great Taurus instead, because then he's going to be a much better fighter. And I still like Lord of Death. It was pretty good. We got his Dragon low. We did some damage. And we can go double Foot Castellan would have been... I wish I had thought of that before the game. That would have been a really cool idea to try that match. Because now if I try it, he could be watching stream, so he could know it's coming. Let me check. Okay. So what would your opening look like? Something like this, and then you just probably go Rabble heavy? Yeah, like super big on the Rabble and like chaff units, and then you call in good quality units? When you get like laborers and shit? Yeah, just like a really bad front line. That's a pretty terrible front line, but you would be calling in waves of reinforcements after that. The one thing this build lacks is infantry killing. Yeah, Castellans on foot are only 650, and you know they can shoot at enemy characters and dragons and things like that. Yeah, I don't know. No, dig in is not. No, it's not. You definitely don't want to bring dig in because they have to be standing still for 25 seconds. Just have them 180 range is more than enough to address your needs. Yeah, kind of a cool idea. So then what do we need to max out on you guys? Yeah, probably 2 of these. No Kadai, I don't think. The Great Weapons are usually the way to go, I think, in this matchup. Although, you know, Dark Shards may be shielded. But no, Great Weapons can fight Colden Riders too, so probably those guys. 1 Fireglaive in reserve is good. You could try something like this. This might actually work. Or you could go with a single Hell Cannon instead. Hell Cannons are really good. So you could cut. But no, I like this idea. This seems like a really fun idea, like a really cool build. Yeah. Yeah, the dig in ability is not very good. The only thing you could argue that you'd want to take here would be the Lifebane Blade, because it gives them healing in combat. So, like, you know, in sustained fighting on objectives, they can heal themselves. Because these guys are 3 capture weight, they're durable, they have 120 armor. Like, they are hard to get off points, you know? Okay. Anticity won his game. Zesty and Kitty are fighting, and looks like everybody else is going. And this is going to be round 4 coming up here in a moment. Round Quattro. Yeah, so we are currently on this round here. Edge of the Darkwood, Whirling Maelstrom, Geyser Bluff, Bloodgrove, Imperial Ambush, Jade Tomb on the next round. Okay. So for Chaos Dwarves, the best map here is... I actually don't know Geyser Bluff. I have to go look at that one. Well, that's a good time to go do this. All right, so let's get an AI in here. The AI are taking over. Okay, Geyser Bluff. What the hell is that map? Okay. We're going to load in and look real quick, guys. Yeah, we're playing the Dwarfs. We're 2-1 today. We had 2 very solid wins, and we just took a very hard loss versus one of the best Dark Elf players out there. So it was very tough, but my opponent played like an absolute Chad. Uphill battle with the stream snipe possibility. Yeah, well, you just have to be careful with what we talk about. That's why I used the army blocker, though, so we're all good. Hey, Lemony, thanks for following. All right. I don't know why the game didn't start. There we go. All right, should be starting in a couple seconds. I need to go get some water after this. But on the bread making tangent, I put on like 5 pounds. Just making fat loaves of bread and just feasting at night. Oh, it's so good. So freaking good, man. The bread loaves of the gods. Okay, here's the Geyser Bluff. So this is the map. that is in contention on the next round. I just want to see if there's any opportunities for us to get like cheesy artillery builds. Okay, I know this map. So this map would be viable for Deathshriekers. Magmas would be a little bit sus, although you could park a magma there and maybe one right here as well, and they could technically hit all 3 objectives, but your opponent could line of sight you behind the pillar. So, yeah, this is an artillery feasible map. Oh shit! Oh, you guys see the tree line here? You know what I'm thinking, right? Yeah, boy. Okay. Maximilianer, I have done that many times, actually. Yes. I am turning into Greasus. You know, like the... you know the meme from Lord of the Rings where he's like, why shouldn't I take it, you know? Like with me, that's like I'm making bread and then I'm pouring in the ingredients and then I'm like looking at sugar, like, why shouldn't I pour some sugar in the bread to make it better? Just the American sausage. Yeah, you can't resist it. Sugar makes like everything better though a little bit. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, so we got 2 games to be played. We got Poison, which is the player I played before, the dreaded lag master. Okay, so we're gonna go to this and look. Yeah, so Poison versus Martin and Broccoli Fangirl versus Ricochet are the only 2 games left. And then very nicely run tournament by Maverick Sloth. Here he is, there's a little picture right here, but he is running the tournament here today. Beer bread. Yeah, I think I would actually enjoy to take like a bread making workshop or something, you know? That's like the pleasant midlife crisis, you know? Like you can get motorcycles, you can get tattoos, you know, whatever. There's a lot of midlife crisis things people do, but I think the bread making is pretty tame. Yeah, Chaos Dwarves do use some goblins, correct. So they're very evil, they're slavers, so they enslave goblins and orcs and use them as front line. So you basically jam those guys in there and let them get massacred for you, and then, you know, your guns and Chaos Dwarves are a little bit less vulnerable is the idea. Sugar and spaghetti sauce is mint, yeah. Italian, I'm trying to think of what food, like what culture's food. What do you guys think? So what culture's food that you've had puts the most weight on you the quickest? And I'm just talking like you're eating their normal cuisine. For me, the fastest, there was 2 cultures that I ate their food very heavily for like a couple months off and on. Number 1, it was Filipino food got me very fat very fast, and so did, but again, it's American, you know, Filipino food here in the States, so I don't know if it's different, but Filipino food and then Italian food. Because Italian food, you're just eating all this bread and cheese and like heavy duty stuff, right? Indian and Mexican food, okay. Southern US for sure is, I've never had that in mass quality though, so for me it's anecdotal, I haven't. Filipino, not even close, yeah. Italian food will get you going there, Italian, Mexican, yeah. Canadian, what is Canadian cuisine? What are your like main jams? Yeah. Southern US wins, yeah. German food is wildly fattening. Okay, we're learning. Oh, yep, still playing. We got a little bit of time here to just discuss foods. I feel like we have like a random rant every stream about this. American, when I visit my partner and I gain like 10 kilograms, yeah, that's true. Mama's, yeah. I've never had that. Mama's fried chicken. Sounds good. Soul food. Oh, soul food is really good. Soul food is amazing, yeah. With some cheese and a little bit of, you guys are getting me hungry now. I'm gonna make a fat loaf. Tonight I'm gonna make garlic bread, which is gonna be super fun. Gonna fire up some garlic bread, gonna be amazing. Italian for sure, yeah. Filipino food was pretty heavy duty. Like let me show you guys. All right, it's time for the food tangent. Yeah, Filipino food's pretty bomb. Here's some looks at it. Okay. I just searched Filipino food, so it's going to be kind of an amalgamation of things, but... Oh, dude, the lumpia, these fried, like, little egg roll things they have are so God's here. And yeah, you got pancit there, it looks like. Oh, yeah, dude. It's so good. Yeah, chicken adobo with some rice, and yeah, and sometimes eggs mixed in there as well. Oh, yes, look at the glory of this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What is this? Lumpia Shanghai. Yeah, that's the best. Lumpia Shanghai is like God's here. Yeah, it's so good. Balut? No, I never tried that. I never tried balut. I do know what that is, but I never tried it. Some of my coworkers tried to get me to, because I used to work at a Filipino company. It was one of my first jobs out of college. It's crazy. I worked my first job out of college. I worked at a Filipino newspaper in Los Angeles. So it was a newspaper in LA that published for the Filipino American community, and I was their marketing manager and a staff writer. So I used to write articles and stuff. It was very fun. So I would get to go to like events, you know, restaurants, do all that kind of stuff, and it was a cool little gig. Paid horribly, but it was very fun. But that's where I got fat. That was the first time I ever got fat. My entire life, I was always very lean and in shape. And then that was the first time, because we were sponsored by Seafood City and a couple other Filipino restaurants. And they would give us free catering in exchange for advertising. So basically, we would get free Filipino food into the office. And I got so fat. The Lumpia Shanghai, I feasted. I feasted so hard. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. How do Filipinos stay thin when they have a heavy-duty diet? Well, portion control really is the big thing. Like, that's one thing Americans lack. We often lack portion control. So, yeah, probably, you know, they'll be smarter with how much they eat. Okay, looks like the next round is coming up. Pretty exciting stuff. And we'll see if Hashit will sing Once More in the Deep. Denethor eating balut would be a horror scene. It would, for sure. Yeah, balut is like a Filipino food where they have like a partially developed like chicken and an egg, and it's like fermented or something. It's pretty heavy duty. I was afraid to eat it. The lechon startled me as well. We had our Christmas party at this newspaper, and they brought in a full lechon, which is like a full fried pig or roasted pig, like just the full pig itself. And you like, yeah. So that caught me off guard too. All right. So there he goes. Yeah, portion control is a big thing. Like I've traveled a bit in Europe. My wife is Polish, right? So I've spent a lot of time in Poland. And that's one of the biggest things I noticed about the United States versus other countries is we eat, like our portions at restaurants are so much bigger than other countries. Not all of them, obviously. I've been to places in Poland that have big portions too. But in general, American portions are just so big. On top of that, obviously having a lot of sugar in our food and like, you know, various stuff like that. All right, guys, I will be right back. I'm going to go grab some water. BRB. All right, what did I miss? Let's see what's going on here. We got Maverick Sloth. Cool. So we're playing the tournament host, which is fun. Maverick Sloth's a great person. Probably going to be on corn, I would imagine. The corn dog cometh. All right, so let's do this and get a spot open. I think they're probably on corn, which I don't remember this matchup, but we'll figure it out. It's going to be cool. So we got Maverick Sloth. We're up G. And who's going to be banning? It's going to be Maverick bans. Okay. And where is the map? All right. Now rush. Okay, so maps. We did look at the maps, so we're familiar with them all now. And my opponent, will they be on the corn? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Corn artillery is a little bit risky against corn. Valkia can dive your artillery very well, so you have to be very, very cognizant of that. But we'll see. So my opponent's doing some admin stuff. Yes. Corn syrup has more sugar than Welsh sugar, and that stuff is in everything. Yeah, for sure. I live in a town where we have a lot of like health food stuff. so we can avoid it to an extent. But the problem is like eating healthy is like health food is just generally more expensive. So it's tough, you know. It's tough. Hey, Fidel, member for 45 months. Does it get more fire and brimstone than Khorne vs. Chaos Dwarves? Not really, no. So we're going to play on the, which one? Edge of the Darkwood or Geyser Bluffs? We shall play Geyser. All right, so I'm going to try that map, Geyser Bluffs. So we have the map, and we're going to get the blocker up. So the Sorcerer Prophet Wookiee is here. And let's get it. Now, how do we want to play this? Khorne has skull cannons and a little bit of shooting, yeah, and Marauder Horsemen and whatnot. They definitely can do some DACA. They definitely can. Lord choice. Do we do the dreaded Overseer with the Black Gem of Nar, which literally just is the worst item in the game? I think so. I've used the Destroyer against Khorne before too, which is kind of fun. He's probably going to have Wrathmongers and shit, which are going to be hard to deal with. We're for sure going to need double Pain Train in reserve, I think. They're going to be pretty essential. You could do a Pain Train towed by a Dreadquake. That could maybe be an option. Seems a little bit memey though. Okay, let's get 4 of you guys. Astragoth in this matchup, I mean, he can definitely fight Valkia. I think like most of our big characters can fight Valkia though, right? Yeah, most likely so. The Destroyer is actually not the worst thing in the world. In the new patch, it has come up in the world a little bit, so I wouldn't say the Destroyer is like terrible now. Fireglaves against Khorne are kind of cute. I did win this matchup along... I might have even been against Maverick Sloth. I don't remember exactly what I did, though, which is unfortunate. Okay. You guys hear the evil music going right now? Evil. Evil Chaos Dwarf music. Okay, so we could do this. Yes. And we're going to do that and that. And then as far as our magic goes and our Harry Potter... Yeah, Drazhoath isn't bad. Astragoth I tend to like, though. He's very good because he fends off Valkia and, you know, is good against other things. His spell selection, it leaves a little bit to be desired, but, you know, could be worse. Okay, so we can do this. What other spells do we want to do? Okay. I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. Zaytan with the Sorcerer. Yeah, it's an option. It really is. Now for our next disappearing act, what would we like to do? Zoltor is interesting because he does silence. I don't know if he could even beat Valkia, though. I feel like Valkia would probably beat him. Most likely going to be Skulltaker, though. Skulltaker is a bit of a problem. Yeah, the Dreadquake train is the power fantasy, but it does feel very... Oh, he's on Beastman? Wait, are you Beastman? Oh, shit, I was building for Khorne this whole time. He's on Beastman. I thought he was on Khorne. Okay, this changes everything, guys. Yeah, this changes everything. All right, he's playing Beastman, yeah. Okay, we're going to do something different then. Okay. Well, that settles that. I was like sitting there fussing over the build for like 4 minutes, and then he's like, I am on Beastman. He is sitting on them, so I assume he's doing his build. Lord choices against the Bray Herd. Usually I do think, yeah, this is going to be fine. So we're going to get you on this, and that. Great and great. Cool, man. All right. It is time to let the Nurglings feast. Let's get one of you guys. Going to be pretty sweet. We finally discovered it. Now you have to bring the Destroyer. Oh, what does the Destroyer do against Beastmen, actually? I'm trying to think if it has any applications. Like, does it have some teeth against Beastmen? Probably not, right? Between the Minotaurs with great weapons and the Centaurs with throwing axes, it's probably just going to have a hard time. You guys are... Oh, the James Hetfield thumbnail? I can't believe I forgot to do that last stream. We're going to do it today. We're going to do the James Hetfield one together. Okay. Yes. Okay, we get 2 of those because we're definitely going to need it. And is he going to bring Bestigors? If he does, I'm not too worried. I mean, I think we have answers for Bestigors. Who's the usual pick against Chorfs for Beastmen? Probably Malagor with Flock of Doom spam. Yeah, That would be my guess as to what my opponent would do. If I just had to wager on it, that would be my guess. Okay. Yes, so there is that. The dreaded destroyer, the temptation is real. It is real indeed. But what about a single Death Shrieker in reserve? Death Shrieker is very fun, but I don't know how good that's going to be. 1,400 in the mainline army now. Do we whip out a Death Shrieker? Double artillery seems very risky against Beastmen. Seems very, very risky. They're probably going to cackle pretty hard on us if we do that, so I don't think we want to. We're going to get you guys in the bunch, and I think we are good. Oh, yeah. Well, Ashton, but Malagor is just going to run from you. He's just going to run all day. All right, I think I'm good. I like this build. This build's really, really cool. It satisfies everything that we all want to see. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. And if we win, we win. I'm ready. Good luck, have fun, and let's see what's cooking. Yeah, looking at the troops, I think they're all chilling out. Yeah, all right. Is this the cast? Ooh, hold on. What about the Castellans in this matchup? They're probably just going to get swarmed, right? Like the Castellans? Yeah, most likely. But 2 Castellans is kind of a temptation here, guys. We've been talking about it all freaking day, right? This map isn't good for gunline, though. I don't think this map is very good for gunline. Yeah, you'd probably have a bad time here. Okay. I'm so tempted to bring the Castellans now. I mean, they are anti-large fighters who can fight on objectives and stuff, right? All right, this build does satisfy the grudge. You guys are going to like it. Now, it's a little bit of an experiment, which is fine. We got a couple wins today, so even if we lose, it's cool. We're learning. And we're trying some heavy metal shit. All right. And it is the Bray Herd. This one's for you guys. This is for all the homies in chat who wanted to see something cool instead of the boring meta. We have the dreaded Dreadquake Mortar. Oh yes, behind the trees, it will be living in its natural habitat. I think they fixed the bug where it shoots, right? Did they fix that bug where it just shoots automatically? I might just need to face it the wrong way at first. All right, so we're going to put that back there. And the dreaded Dreadquake is going to be feasting. So we've got a pretty elite build, actually, believe it or not. So we're going to get laborers, and laborers in the front. Yes, please. There they go. For you, the people. All right, and then we have 1 Infernal Guard. Ironsworn, excuse me. And 1 Fireglaive that's going to be kind of like out in the open here, providing a little bit of fire support. We got a Lamasu Sorcerer, 3 Skirmishers, and a dreaded Dreadquake. It's fixed? Okay, cool. So I don't need to worry anymore. I can just keep it on fire at will. We could probably just park it right here. That's honestly going to be fine. Let them quake. I mean, look, if he's got a bunch of Ungor Raiders and shit, we might be able to punish them. Like, I'm just experimenting, and we're going to see if it works. My birthday, and we got a happy birthday, Noldia. Happy birthday. Hopefully this is, some fireworks for you. Hey, Apostate, what's going on, dog? Do you like the build? Is this Hashut approved? Okay, so let's move up, and we're going to get you Skirmishers to go up there as well. Get you there. And the dreaded Dreadquake. We are just going to save ammo for infantry, right? We don't want to be shooting at Centaurs. They're just going to dodge all our shit, so that is not what we want. But our Skirmishers do beat up his Skirmishers. They trade pretty well at range, so there they go. We're going to get the Dreadquake so it can reach all the objectives. And now we just poke. He might get the objective, but he's going to take casualties. We should be able to outmaneuver him here. Lamasu character's coming. Let's just kind of keep poking here. Do we have anything else we want to call out? We do not. So he is going to get the objective advantage, but on the bright side, we are going to get up and get this point, which is going to be great. And we might be able to move up and counter the capture. Nice, we do. So Lamasu Man is coming, and now it is time for Dreadquake. So we're going to shoot at the Zangors here. So should be shooting now. Great, so it is on the way. We got a hell of a lot of damage against those guys. And let's see if we can hit something with the Dreadquake. Come on, just give us one good shot. Give us the power fantasy shot, all right? So we're going to shoot here now. Oh, okay, we sent a message. We didn't quite hit home. We're going to kind of keep poking here. And did it shoot another shot? I don't know if it did. We're still trying to out-capture them there. Cool beans. I should be paying attention to the overall state of the game, but I'm not, which is unfortunate. Did it shoot? Did it shoot? Come on, give it to me. Give it to me, precious. There we go. It does have a long cooldown to its reset there. All right, so that's fine. And now we're going to be calling in probably some Bull Centaur renders. All right. So did the Dreadquake hit? I think it hit something. So now what we're going to do is we're going to continue shooting at these guys. And we're just going to slow push up. Which is going to be great. And Sorcerer Prophet, we're going to want to use Buna on probably the Centaurs, I would wager. A couple Bull Centaur renders going to be coming up. And we'll get the Pain Trains coming in soon. All right. So there they are. He can dodge the shots for sure. Okay. We're cooking a little bit. You know, we're putting the fear in him, which is nice. We do have the Fate of Buna, so definitely let's just see if we could push him up off these objectives. We're going to get you guys to start shooting there. And then we just call in like Pain Trains and stuff. All right, so we're going to try and steal his home objective there. And we're going to keep the Dreadquake shooting. It's definitely putting the fear in him, right? 100% is. Ooh, we actually might get some collateral damage there. We have the Fireglaive shooting. Look at the hit. Got him, baby. Got him. All right, Bull Centaurs over here. We're going to steal this objective here. Try our best. Dude, look at the dreaded Dreadquake. The power fantasy is coming true. He does have this character here, so we want to just keep shooting at you guys. Looking good. And the Fireglaves can probably move over here and provide a little bit of support. So we're going to try and snipe this Beast Lord guy. We're going to just work on him a little bit. And we're going to get the Pain Train coming in next to move up. And the dreaded Dreadquake did miss that shot. It's okay. It sent a message. And we're going to go ahead and keep shooting these archers, keep encircling with you. And yeah, these guys can move up a little bit if they want to. Let's run back now. We do get the Spirit Leech active, and the Fireglaves are going to want to waddle up as well. All right, so you're forming ranks. And we have the Bull Centaurs. So I think we just kind of slow push up here a little bit, you know, start playing the objective and poking value-wise. Oh, okay. Sending a little bit of a message there. We're going to get on the chariots here if they decide to jump us. And the blasting charges are going to come up. We're going to get you guys circling. And the Pain Train is going to go over here now. Although I think keeping the Pain Train and consolidating our forces over here is going to be a little bit smarter. So you go here, you go here. Blasting charges on the Zangors. You guys move up. Sorcerer Prophet's nearby, and you're nearby too. All right, so now the dreaded Dreadquake needs to hit. Needs to hit home. Pain Train is in group 5, so we're going to use it to keep pushing. He might go after my artillery, which is fine. We can just protect it with Hobgoblins, so I'm not too concerned about that. So we're going to move here. Get this going here. I do have the dreaded Fate of Buna. You know, sniping his Lord is definitely a viable option too. So let's get you guys back, and let's see what's going to happen here. All right, so the Dreadquake should be coming in, and we do get the blasting charges. Let's shoot the chariots down, and the Lamassu guy can do his thing as well. The Dreadquake is going to hit. Oh, I love it. The flavor is so good on those things, man. It's so good. All right, let's shoot you guys, call you out here, do a little bit of a Fate of Boring on you. We're going to form ranks here, and we're going to get you coming over there, and you guys shoot here as well. And now we start to steal the objective here, which is great. So let's get blasting charges, steal the objective. You guys come in there. And a lot of damage coming in, and we are going to get the Bull Centaurs in there too. All right, so Fate of Boring activated. And my opponent, oh shit, he gets the Dreadquake. Okay, that's not good. So we need to get you and you. We're going to come in here, and we're going to try and save it. It is a pretty durable piece of equipment, so he did have some sneakies getting in my backfield there, which feels bad. But nonetheless, we should be able to stabilize it, I think, especially with the Hobgoblins. These are, what, Blackhorn Ravagers? Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky, actually, so we should probably get a full surround there. All right, so skirmishers go back there, try and stabilize the dreaded Dreadquake. This fight's actually going pretty good, I would say. You guys keep fighting. Let's bring the Pain Train back, and you guys go steal that objective. All right, so now we are stabilizing this. The Dreadquake might break. We're going to try and get it away. It's healthy, so it should rally reasonably quick. Fireglaves do break those, and we do have his character, so we're going to go ahead and overcast the Spirit Leech and try and get him. Did I just click on the wrong thing? I don't know if I did. Well, hopefully not. All right, so the Infernal Chads fighting and fighting here. And the Dreadquake looks like it's rallied, so that's really good for us. So now we can just rip a shot right there and give them the business. One unit does get taken down, the Bull Centaur Renders, but they had their run. You know, they had their time. All right, let's get another train coming out. Pain Train's going to come here and run these guys over. The dreaded Dreadquake does hit and does do a little bit of damage there, which is nice. These are going to be Centaurs, but we do have elite infantry here, so they're going to be pretty good. Gorbull is going to be the biggest problem, and let's get our skirmishers over there, and we do manage to break those lines open, which is great. All right, so I think we just keep going after his Lord with the Lamassu, and that's going to be fine. Let's get you guys going here. The Pain Train's going to run across the map and do this. We're going to park you guys right there. And where's his Lord? His Lord is in the bushes hiding. This objective is in some danger of being taken, so we need to come here and make sure that doesn't happen. And we're going to get the Dreadquake to continue shooting at just some Zangors down there. Is going to be fine. Yeah, it's going to be totally fine. Infernal Guard are doing it. Don't know where his Lord's hiding. Don't feel like chasing him, so we're not going to. We're going to attack these guys and save up for another Fate of Boring probably, which is going to be good. Train's coming. Let's get you guys over there. Wolf Riders go right here. And the Infernal Ironsworn are doing pretty good. I mean, they're taking a hammering, but it's to be expected, right? So now we just play on these two objectives. We're just going to kind of play the outside here. Great. So those guys have done it. Let's get you guys here. And the Dreadquake is going to keep singing in the deep. So where do we go? We could shoot at some Sentis, see if my opponent slips up in micro, right? That wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's get you and you. Get 2 infantry coming out, and they're going to waddle over to the point. We have the really nasty like SE squad online now, so that's going to be tough. Especially since he doesn't have the armor-piercing Great Weapon Centaurs over there, right? All right, so let's fly, see if we can get a little bit of cheekiness on his Lord. We're going to pull you guys back. And the dreaded Dreadquake. Ooh! Oh, it hit the Centaurs a little bit. I love to see it, right? Love to see it. All right, so you're going to go and shoot this guy. So we're going to get you and then continue chasing. So we're going to try this. And where are the trains at? The Pain Trains are doing good. Let's get Goblins coming over this way. You guys retreat here. You guys camp there. And the enemy Lord is getting very low. Okay, let's do one more. Chaos Dwarf Infantry there. Got to be tough for him to break. And maybe we can get the Withering and just break his leadership here. We're going to see if we can. All right, so the Dreadquake is still singing in the deep. It's not doing bad. Yeah, I do sacrifice some of the Hobgoblins right there, but I don't think the Centaurs are going to be able to handle everything. We might actually just break his Lord here. Is he wavering? He's at -5. He should break. All right, so does he get the break? He unfortunately doesn't, so he's able to live, which feels really bad. Okay, so you guys come over here. I might have actually thrown here by letting my Lord get surrounded. We'll see if we can get away here. So we're going to debuff his stats. We're going to do a Spirit Leech on you before we get away here, and you guys are going to come in and try and save him. And save him. All right, so how are the trains doing? Trains are doing good. His Lord is very, very low. So maybe we can rip a shot here. So let's just see if we could rip a shot on you guys, although I think just securing the objective here is going to be more important. All right, so Sorcerer Prophet is going to chase you down, so we're going to go try and shoot you with a pistol. We got 2 Dwarfish Infantry coming, which should be hard for him to remove. The Infernal Chad's going to go over there. And if we can break that Beastman Lord, that's going to be S tier. That's going to be very good for us. All right, so let's come this way. We got you guys coming. We definitely need to get Bull Centaurs now. So we are getting shots on him. He's shaken and stirred, so we're going to go for that. Run away with you guys. How are the trains doing? Yeah, they're getting some terror routes, but that freaking big boy chasing us is a bit of a problem. So yeah, if we can break his Lord off the battlefield, that's going to be a huge play in terms of leadership and stuff. And we need to unsummon the Dreadquake now. Should have done that a long time ago, but we're just going to chase you down. Just follow him overhead and make sure nothing funny happens. We do get folded on that side, though, which sucks. So there is that. So let's get the pistol and shoot. We're going to call out some Bull Centaurs from the corner here. They're going to come over this way. And his Lord is here, so we're going to Spirit Leech him, and that should be a Lord break. So that's going to be hugely, hugely effective for us. Now that his Lord's gone, you know, killing the Beastman Lord is going to be quite strong. All right, so form ranks and form ranks. We got you guys hanging out. We got some unsummons we can do here. Enemy Lord is cooked, so that's going to be a big leadership bomb, which is going to make this even harder for him to get me off the objectives there. And we have the Wolf Riders, which can probably fight these chariots, and I think that's really the only anti-large we have here. Let's get another Wolf Rider there to make sure we can handle that. All right, so what are these? These are Razor Gore Herds. I think the trains with the leadership break are just going to wreck their shit. I think it's just going to give him the business. Because his leadership right now should be really bad. We could come in for a leadership bomb. It's really risky to land here with the Lamasu. But with the Bull Centaur Renders in there, the trains should be pretty menacing. All right, so you guys come. I'm going to get on that. We got some Dwarf Warriors on the way over. Bull Centaurs are going to counter those. And I could charge, but I got to be very, very careful. Do I have anything fast and furious? I do not. So, yep, just Bull Centaurs is all we're going to call out right now, basically. All right, so those guys have done it. We're going to get you on this point, and we do manage to stabilize it. The Pain Trains are going to be a real, real big problem. Let's come back this way, break their leadership. Sorcerer Prophet can just sit and shoot his pistol at you guys, which is going to be about as good as it's going to get. All right, so let's go threaten his home point here, just to force him to kind of sweat bullets a little bit. We're going to Spirit Leech you. And the Bull Centaurs are very healthy here, so we're going to have them move in and fight here. Pain Trains can come back. Lamasu, got to be really cautious, but I think the Bull Centaur is the only really good option here. All right, so we're going to go chase you guys. Cool, and we do have the Chaos Dwarf Infantry fighting, and also the characters. Yeah, that freaking Giga Chad Bale, what are they, those freaking things? Yeah, those goddamn scary Gorbals are really actually maybe going to give him a chance of winning this game. The infantry here are trying. I think we make a play for his home objective, although I don't think that's going to work out. Ooh, we might actually lose this. I don't have a good answer for the Gorbals, man. They are a menace and a half. Okay, let's fly this way, because we don't have like a big combat character that can like brute force them, you know? Let's farm ranks. My opponent does get that objective. I am ahead on points, but not by much. We have some Chowie infantry fighting here, and we do have the Bull Centaur Renders coming across. We're going to need to unsummon those ones. And what are these? These are going to be Minotaurs with great weapons. Yeah, I don't have answers for this. He might actually win. I felt like I was in a very good position, but now I'm like getting a little bit nervous about it. So let's get the Bull Centaur Renders under here. Fireglaive could be good. The trains are still pretty healthy and menacing. We're going to have you guys come and maybe grab that as well. And we're going to just get our infantry waddling, man. Just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Fireglaive's going to be our next call-in. The other ones are probably broken. Okay, so what is that? A Great Weapon Boy. Yeah, 2 Gorbles. You know, despite his lord being dead, the Gorbles could be very strong. He's going to pass me in points soon. I have Spirit Leeches. Like, I probably need to start working on the Gorbles. Just like wearing them down. So we're just going to Spirit Leech one of them here and get you here, and see what sort of capture weight we have. So I'm thinking about pulling back right now because I don't like this fight. So we're going to fight here. We're going to get you guys coming up. I'm going to get the Pain Trains to go engage against the Sentis with throwing axes. Come over here with you. And you guys come here. And what do I have in reserve? So you and you. All right, so we're going to get you guys to come over and try and ninja this objective while we take a big pit fight in the middle. Okay, where are our bulls? They are not in parade right now. That is for damn sure. All right, so we're going to get you away. Keep chasing into you guys. It's fine. We can get the Hobgoblins to engage here. Gorbles to get attacked there. And yeah, it looks like he's moving over there with his throwing weapons. Okay, so the Centaurs are now in the correct fight. They are on the Gorbel, but he does have Minos with great weapons as well, right? So that's a little bit sketchy. You guys are going to do this. We can take you over there. Try and block them up and keep them from getting to that point on time, which I think they're going to. So here and here, let's get back. Just trying to, you know, fight on multiple fronts here, but we do get 1 Gorbel surrounded, which is actually potentially a win condition for us here. So that's pretty massive. So we take that Gorbel down, and then we're cooking, you know. Next up, it's going to be a Fireglaive for sure. All right, so we still have the infantry there. We're going to pull you guys back. 1 Gorbel is on death's bed. It is being Palpatine pretty good right there. The trains need to come in, and they can roll over to this objective here. And let's call out an Infernal Chad Fireglaive now. All right, so we are threatening this objective, just barely. 1 Gorbel does go down. All right, that's huge for us. And now if we can win the fight versus these Minotaurs, then we might be able to clean up the game. But the points are getting really close, so I'm getting a little bit nervous. Let's unsummon you guys. And then this is getting contested. His Lord has returned, so somehow Palpatine has returned here. He's going to be getting a lot of Centaurs coming out. And do we have the capture weight to threaten this? Not really. There's going to be some Witchcraft going down here. Nice little AoE. All good. All right, let's keep chasing, and you guys, we can get one of those guys to move in there. Let's move you guys away now. And that was a good little AoE, though. Definitely not bad. Fireglaives are coming. We could be forced into a triple cap situation here very soon, though, which is giving me some nerves. All right, so let's fight there. Get you guys going here. Lamassu Man is on his way. Infantry can screen these guys out. You guys go here and come in and fight. All right, so this is going to be big. We got to win this fight. So we're going to park overhead. We're going to keep the Pain Trains going here. We're going to get one of you guys to rear charge the Minotaurs and try and break them. That's going to be all we can really do. So we're going to Spirit Leech them, shoot them with the bows, get the Wolf Riders coming up. All right, and cool. Yeah, you guys keep doing it. We got to win this objective soon, though. We don't have a whole lot of time. The Bull Centaurs get the Gorbel, and I think we go in with Lamassu, man. I think we gotta go all in to kill that Gorbel, like straight up. Don't have too many other choices. All right, Fireglaives, are they coming? They are, so let's keep moving the Fireglaives up. And we are starting to wrestle this objective. Gorbel is having some problems. The anti-large boys are doing good work. Okay, do we have anything to come in and help? We do, so we have some of these. And then the Fireglaives can start shooting at the great weapons here. So we'll do this. And the capture weight is coming back into our favor. Now, do I try and kill his lord for a second time? That is the question. That will silence him. The capture weight is going for us. Gorbel's getting it. Oh, his other Gorbel came back. Oh, it did live. Okay, that's unfortunate. Good shooting, though, from the Fire Chads. All right, so we are going to get this objective here probably in a moment. We have a lot of capture weight there. And let's get you guys up here to maintain the capture weight. It's going to be really, really tight. It's going to be an incredibly close game. Let's get you guys in here, and that's going to go to us. The Pain Trains are still very functional, and the Bull Centaur Renders are putting this game on their backs. I don't know if I win on just these right now, though. That's the problem. So we're going to need to start marching you up the field. And what do I have that's fast? Yeah, not a whole lot. So honestly, I just need everything I can get. Like every little piece of capture weight is going to matter. All right, so we get this objective, and we have him surrounded here. So Lamassu needs to come in and help finish this man off. Then we move back there. And yeah, feeling pretty okay, actually. Feeling pretty okay. He's going after this pain train. He's going to try and Helm's Deep it, obviously. We're going to get Lomasu in there and maybe kill his lord for the second time. Cool, and the Fireglaves are moving that way very slowly, but I have a little bit of time to work with. Not a ton, but a little bit. We have some Wolf Riders there, so let's get them coming up to this objective here. And the trains should be able to just punish his units off this like really, really hard, right? What is that? That's going to be Razor Gore Herds? Okay, Razor Gore Herds are all right. We shouldn't have too many problems with them, so we need to keep you back here, you back here. You guys shoot there, and let's get the trains up on the objective. So we do manage to roll through, get a bit of a terror check there. Lomasu needs to fight here, and do I have anything speedy? Not really. I have some time. He barely wins, unfortunately, on one, so I got to get him off this point. It has to happen here. Fireglave's able to put some firepower down, and I do not have anything speedy on the field, so it's all hands on deck here, guys. Hopefully we can get some terror routes and shit. Having one train online here is super clutch. That's very good for us. All right, so let's get you guys moving, and we're going to get a Bull Centaur render. Don't know if they're going to make it on time, but we have to try. And can we get the terror routes? I don't know. It's going to be tight. It's going to be very, very tight. Fireglaves are coming. I need my Lomasu man to not break, but it looks like he might, actually. He's surrounded by quite a bit of bacon. Let's do the refresh there, charge in here, and yeah, I think I'm going to be a little bit late to the party. Well played to him, though, man. He earned the hell out of this one. Okay, let's retreat back this way. No, we're unfortunately too slow. I didn't unsummon my wolves effectively enough, and I think that cost me. If I could get a couple wolves here, we'd maybe be cooking. All right, so Fireglave's going to do it. Lomasu is fighting. It's at 12 leadership. Maybe he can break these pigs. And up we go. No magic left. Oh, he just barely got us. Well played. Yeah, because he's 14. We only have 20 seconds left to get this objective, and he's about to get like some heavy-duty capture weight there. I mean, if we had another 30 seconds, we for sure get it, but I don't think we do. Well played. What a close game. We even killed his lord, too. Very, very close. Oh, and my Lomasu guy died. That's maybe where having a bull guy could be better. Oh, look at the Bray Shaman moving in. Oh, no. Really good match. Really good match, guys. That was a great, close game. Well played. It was fun to watch. I'm glad you enjoyed it, my friend. So we are eliminated from top 4 with that loss, but it was good. We went on our shield with a Dreadquake build, mind you. And the dreaded Dreadquake only got 1,600, but that means it about paid for itself. Would we have been better off with like a Magma Cannon? Probably. Yeah, probably. But I think that, or a Deathreaker would have been really good, because that would have killed his lord and the Gorbals. We needed, the Dreadquake I think might have cost us. Will you show the... Oh, yeah, I have one more game no matter what. It's a Swiss match. Should we play? GG, dog. Well played. Okay. So, yeah, Dreadquake, I think, cost us that. Because if we cut Dreadquake, we go for a Deathstreaker, and we just snipe his lord and the Gorbals, and I think we're totally Netflix and chilling there. Just get, like, whatever in there. Yeah. Although, the Dreadquake wasn't, like, terrible. It did put some fear in my opponent, for sure. It definitely sent the message. Decent value, still fun. Yeah, and honestly, it wasn't like terrible. The Dreadquake did okay. So let's see how we're looking in the round, because that was a very close match. I would assume that's one of the last ones to finish here. Checking, and yeah, Maverick just needs to report the score, and we're good to go. All right, Maverick, you report it. Report score. All UG. And we will be back. Very close, man. What a bummer. Great game, though. No shame about that one. The Fireglaves were... I don't know. Yeah, they were pretty good in the beginning, because the Fireglaves Last Samurai had a lot of his shit. A lot of his stuff. We didn't have an answer for the Gorbals except the Bull Centaurs, which we got kind of lucky that we got surrounds. If you had microed those away, I would have had problems. I would have had big problems. And, cool. Let's refresh that, and yeah, you don't see the score reported yet. Yeah, the Glaives did good. They are very slow, though. I mean, Glaives, Chaos Dwarf Infantry are like, what, 32, 28 speed? Yeah, they're 28, so very, very slow. Yeah, I feel like you should always be maxed out on Wolf Riders, too. I needed Wolf Riders in the end to have a call-in to steal that back objective, and I just didn't have them. That was pure pain train. Lomasu characters are interesting. I like the fact they get those free bound spells, and the silence ability is good against things, even not casters, right? Yeah, Gorbals did a lot of... They were a menace. His Gorbals were, for sure, my biggest problem in that game. Because they chase the trains, you know, they do a lot. Cool, so scores reported. We're going to have our round 5 game here. I mean, maybe there's a chance at top 4 with only 3. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Okay, so next round's coming in a moment. I wonder about the value on my trains. Yeah, I think it was pretty solid. Kadai wouldn't have been too helpful there. It's mainly Centaurs that you're dealing with. Like, even a third Bull Centaur render could have been useful. They traded very well in every fight they got into. Castellans would have actually been good. You can silence passive abilities too. I'm pretty sure you can, Ent. I'd have to double check that, though. I will have to double check. Like, I'm pretty sure Lamassu turns off corpse carts and things like that. I'm not 100% certain, but I would need to check that. How are Beastmen? Beastmen are good. Yeah, Beastmen are, I would say, a top 5 faction, if played correctly. Although their win rate's a little bit lower right now, I think. Is it? Where are the Beastmen at? Oh, they have a low win rate right now. I still think they're really good. I mean, let's if we had time to test it. I don't think it silences passive ones. I'm gonna have to check. I know it can silence some weird things that you wouldn't expect. Maybe it's just abilities on units. Let's read what the tooltip says on the Lamassu, yeah? Negates magical weapons and also silence. So I'd have to read what silence does. Yeah, I'd have to check it. Jetline, OP silence. Yes, jetlines are OP. The most forbidden tech. Okay, let's go here. Who are we playing next time, by the way, guys? I'm kind of feeling a classic Warriors of Chaos. I haven't played them in a while. I think that'd be very fun. Okay, yeah, we're still waiting on the round to advance. No problem. Can it silence your noisy neighbors? Oh my god, that's the worst. So I have great neighbors now. We have like one of our, actually both of my neighbors are firefighters. Yeah, both of them. On both sides for the fire department around here. They're awesome. They're just the coolest people. But when I used to live in Los Angeles, I had like the polar opposite. I had 2 neighbors who were literally aspiring musicians and DJs. So I would just be sitting in my room, and on one side I would hear just techno music blasting all day, just like terrible techno music. And then on the other side I would hear just like shrieking and guitar sounds, and I was just like, dude, just end me. Anna and I were suffering there for sure. That was the pain. That was the absolute pain train. Is it? It's not a 4-rounder today, right? It's 5-rounder. Yeah, it's 5-rounder. Okay. All good. That was rough. That was really rough. That makes me feel a lot safer from fires. Yeah, whenever we leave, we're like, well, if our house light's on fire, we're good. Our neighbors will handle it, I'm sure. Did you fight back? What do you mean? What did I fight back against? You're talking about against the... No, we're not top 4 probably. I tried a Dreadquake build and it was too risky, I think. But it still was a really good match. Really, really good match. But we're going to have one more game, and since we probably don't have a chance at top 4, I'm going to do wild experiments. We're going to get like a real crunk. Aspiring musician and DJs. It's not necessarily that they were bad pork chops. It was more that they were just... The musician and DJ were more like... generic. It was very generic, I guess. It wasn't like they had talent for sure, but yeah. Ooh, Vampire Coast. Oh, man, Vampire Coast is tricky. Let's see here. Checking the website. Oh shit, he cut round 5. Okay. So homie just cut round 5 out of the tournament. Okay, I'm fine with that. So we're going to just go cast the top 4 then. Okay. And let's do Anticity's game. That'll be fun. Lobby code, please. Is Maverick Sloth casting? Because if he is, I don't want to step on his toes. You streaming / casting. Don't want to step on your toes. If he is, it's his event. So I don't want to... I don't know if he's streaming or casting or anything, so... We will see. But he cut round 5 because the tiebreakers are very close. So that's cool. That was a good game to end it on, honestly. That was a very climactic, epic duel of fates. Okay. Perfect. So, Grand Cathay. Holy shit, are we going to get a Cathay win today? Okay. No problemo. So it's going to be Anticity versus Zesty here. We're going to be seeing who's going to win this Duel of Fates. Should be quite a bit of fun. And since Maverick Sloth is casting and streaming his event, I don't want to lag the finals for him. So probably what we'll end up doing is getting the replay. So he can cast it on his stream, and then I can just get the replay, and we can cast the finals with all of you guys as well. It is going to be Cathay, though. Yes, yes. Played a little bit of Magic last night, which is fun. Some old world. I had played Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings are so fun in tabletop, man. Let me show you guys the list. So Tomb Kings have a really fun list style, which I love to run. It's a little risky, but it's very synergistic and very cool. Here it is. So Tomb Kings. I ran a Tomb King on a Bone Dragon. And then I ran a High Priest with Necromancy. So what you do is you cast leadership debuffing spells with Lore of Necromancy. Like you do the Spirit Leech, you do the Spiritual Vortex, all that kind of good stuff, and lower their leadership. And then what you do is you shoot them with double Casket of Souls. So Casket of Souls in tabletop, it forces your opponent to take a leadership test with this ability here, the Light of Death. And if they fail it, then they just take a shitload of damage. Like, it's insane. It's D6 plus 3, strength 6 hits with multiple wounds, and they don't get any armor or regen saves. It's nuts. So I love using this double casket list. It's especially good against low leadership factions. And yeah, then I ran some Ushabti Great Bows, some Tomb Scorpion, Screaming Skull Catapult, because Screaming Skull Catapult also lowers the leadership of... oh, I should play Tomb Kings next. That'd be fun. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. Alrighty. Outstanding. Cool beans, man. And there we are. Yeah, Tomb Kings are rule. So I played High Elves last night. My buddy played, he played a Prince on a Star Dragon. He used a bunch of Lothern Sea Guard, some Dragon Princes. Pretty classic stuff. Do you foresee a Tomb Kings DLC? I think that Tomb Kings are going to get updated when Nagash comes. So I think that we're going to get Nagash. And all the undead factions are going to get a DLC at once. You're going to get all of them there. And that's going to be how you roll. Necropolis Knights are good in tabletop. Yeah, they're good. I don't use them in my army, but they're very solid. All right, Greenskins versus Grand Cathay. That's going to be a double junk build. I guarantee it. It's going to be junk in the trunk. Anticity is going to be coming in with the steel junk. Oh, just one junk. Okay, one junk and 2 Moonbirds. Interesting. So he's going to go Lord's Hunt. Oh, he's going to try and snipe Zesti's Lord. Oh, shit. That's kind of cool. So it's going to be a junk, Skybirds. We have a Metal Caster and also a Celestial General. Celestial Generals are really good. I'm curious what he's going to be mounted on. But you know Anticity loves his mobility and his SE. So yeah, it's a style and it works. You know, it works. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semifinals of today's tournament. It is going to be a battle line of Orc Boys and Orc Spears. So classic chaff-centric front line. You don't really need much else than that. Archers in the back, Savage Orc, Arrow Boys, and Ruggleeds, Armored Orcs. And these are there to trade with Iron Hail Gunners, as well as Jade Warrior crossbows and things like that. We got Grom the Paunch, Armor-Piercing Chariot, very good against Jade quality infantry, as well as an Orc Shaman with Gaze of Mork and Brainbuster. So that's going to be the main Orc battle line with Cavalry and Skirmishers on the flanks. Orcs, one of the most combined arms armies in the games for sure. Now, Anticity going for a Goon Squad build. 2 Great Moonbirds, which have fire damage, which means they're going to obliterate Grom the Paunch. And we do also have a Celestial General, who's a really amazing character. He's, yeah, the Celestial Sweep ability does a shitload of damage. He's got great combat stats. He does magic damage and does also have the Roar. So this lowers leadership and gets rid of ITP. So it's a bit of a counter against Grom the Paunch. Sky Junk, Horseman here for Grand Cathay, and that is going to be it. Now, looking at the armies here of Old Zesty, we do see Grom. And it is going to be him versus Celestial General. All right, guys, let's get this party started. Let's have some fun. Let's break it down and see who's going to be winning this match here on the road to Talabheim. You can see a nice, lovely Imperial road going right through the center of the map. So the path kind of goes like this a little bit and, you know, kind of works its way up towards Talabheim there. All right, so Anticity is going to grab all the objectives right away. He's going to park his junk over one objective, probably trying to kill the archers. And that is going to be all she wrote. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream so far today, please do drop a like on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, consider following if you're not. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good indeed. The Moonbirds are here to party. Caster is going to be a Metal Caster with Plague of Rust, which is, you know, relevant here. Moonbirds don't have the best AP, so Plague of Rust can certainly multiply their damage. And then you do have the Searing Doom, which is good against everything, basically. All right, so these guys going to be flying up. We do see the Peasant Horseman moving towards objective number 3. Moonbird's immediately going to be zeroing in on Grom the Paunch. You know, at least giving him a side eye from across the board. And look at this, the Forbidden Bolt Thrower is coming in from Zesty. All right, so Zesty going to be dropping it like it's hot, and the Bolt Thrower is going to be out. There you go. All right, and there you go. Shooting into the Great Moonbirds here. Moonbirds are going to be juking. And where's Ent going to go with those? Oh, is he going to do the bombardment ability? Moonbirds do have the Moon Flare. Always forget about that one. It looks like he's juking. He's doing some evasive maneuvers. And he is going to be trying to do it. Oh, look at the play from the Kraken King. Using the double Moonbird bombardment to kill the Ruglad's Armored Orcs. God, that was so smooth. Now, he might have made that look easy, but timing those abilities is actually very difficult. He only kills a couple models, but even still, it is able to bring them down to a very low amount of health. Now on the backside, the Junk is going to be shooting, and the Marauder Horsemen, or excuse me, Peasant Horsemen do grab 2 objectives. Meanwhile, the Moonbirds are going to be pulling back. And here we do see Grom the Paunch is, he's like, what the hell happened back here, guys? Moonbirds still eyeing the prize. In the woods, we do see a Vanguard. It's going to be the Death's Creepers. And the Moonbirds are going to be diving in onto the Goblin Spears right now, using Fearsome Roar as well to break their leadership. So basically, Inticity is going to be using his mobility just to, you know, try and snipe what he can and keep his opponent honest here. All right, so Goblin Spears are broken, run down by the Peasant Cavalry, but now the Greenskins are going to be advancing up, and Inticity probably is going to be getting triple capped here. So we do see objective number 3 belonging to Cathay. Objective 2 is going to be flipping. The Junk in the trunk is sitting in the back and getting nice shots into the Orc Boys. We do see the Empress's Crowmen here as well. They do have that nice bombardment ability, and they are using it, right? Are they? The Nangao grenades, I do not know if they were active right there, but they were trying. So Inticity parking his Lord and his Moonbirds towards objective 3 to make sure that Zesty doesn't get that. Now there's going to be a Searing Doom activated, which is going to do a lot of damage. Nice little gaze. Oh my god, did you guys see that? The Orc cast the gaze, and it hit the freaking tree right there. Oh no, that's so unlucky. Well, nonetheless, Alchemist getting damaged, and now more Cavalry are going to be coming out. It is going to be Jade Lancers, and we do see the Spears being targeted. So the Orc Boys are the target of the monsters, and the bird, or the cat, excuse me, it's a cat-bird thing. Does get its little cat claws and does some work there. Here, Peasants engaging versus the Goblin Wolf Riders. Going to be a victory for the Peasants, which is something you don't say terribly often. And some of the archers have been tied down. Ruglad's Armored Orcs not in great shape. Grom the Paunch a little bit suspicious back here. Granted, there are some Orc War Boys, but they're not the anti-large variant, so not going to be super, super good here, I would wager. Grom the Paunch using Degrade Unzas here, going to be buffing up the Ruglad's Armored Orcs and the various skirmishers to try and help out in the fight, as Inticity moves up his Junk and does call in some Jade Lancers in the back, so there is going to be some Witchcraft going down. The Gaze from the Greenskins activated. Nice sniping. The Alchemist of Inticity getting low, and look at the Empress's Crowmen. So good, getting a beautiful bombardment there on the Orc Boys. Going to be sending those bad boys running. Meanwhile, the Moonbird doing another bombardment back here on top of the Ruglads and the Cavalry, and getting a little bit of value. But value trading is honestly kind of even. Zesty is punching back well. Several of the Peasant Horseman units are getting worn down, and we do see the Alchemist very low as well. Another Searing Doom going to be activated on the Ruglad's Armored Orcs, which is going to take those bad boys offline. And now Inticity is going to be doing a bit of an alpha strike. He's been able to harass his opponent's army, keep him on the back foot. And he does come in with the Crowmen, as well as the Celestial General. Does have some Jade Lancers in the back waiting to get a charge. And now maybe the Greenskin Wizard is going to get taken down. Moonbirds hit super freaking hard. They just lack armor piercing, so they have 560 weapon strength. But the Moonbird may be going to get a kill or a break on the Orc Shaman here. We're going to have to see. So a couple Orc War Boys coming in, but Inticity's Jade Lancers should win that. Because these are not the anti-large version, but it looks like he thinks maybe they're the anti-large version and is going to be opting to run or just pulling back so he can call in the Crowmen to reinforce and rear charge them, which is going to be very, very good. I do like to see that. All right, guys. Inticity definitely, I think, in the commanding position right now, even though the value is close. The Greenskin army is looking much more ragged. Although Peasants, yeah, getting worked on a little bit. Moonbirds piling into fight. Grom the Paunch with Plague of Rust. Look at that. He's down to 40 armor, and the Moonbirds are punching him in the face. With the Celestial General, it's such cost-effective damage because, man, he does have a fair amount of armor. Grom has 100 armor, guys. People forget that. Moonbirds are pecking him. He is shaken and stirred, going to be sitting at 4 leadership, potentially going to be breaking here as the Moonbirds are going to be hunting down Grom the Paunch. Here on this side, Jade Lancers and Crowmen able to win their respective fight. Now the Birds are going to be coming back in. Junk continuing to provide supporting Overwatch fire from downtown. And now the snipe is finally on, and we do see the Alchemist getting shaken and stirred. But with Grom getting sniped, he's wavering right now. Scroll of Shielding activated from Zesty, but Plague of Rust is here, and Grom is getting it from the double Moonbirds. This is what you see when you see the #1 player in the world in action, guys. He is getting it done, and Grom probably going to be chased off the battlefield now, which is going to be the end of the Greenskins here. On the middle objective, Greenskins do own that. Never took the outside objective, which is definitely not good. But Anticity, what he's going to do is he's just going to follow the Onyx Crowmen. He's going to follow Grom with the Onyx Crowmen and make sure they don't come back, which is going to be very, very good. Moonbird's a little bit tied up here, but they are kind of tanky as well. Melee defense going to be at a casual 91 with the Lord of Grand Cathay buff, putting their melee defense up to 91 in that blob fight, which is so good. They're basically going to be at the minimum chance to get hit. Anticity coming up with the Bandits of the Silver Road as well as the Jade Lancers, and it looks like he is going to be getting the middle objective here in a moment. We'll have to see. It's going to have to push some Greenskins off, I would imagine. Celestial General battling Savage Orc Boar Boys. They're not the anti-large version, so honestly, they're not going to be super good here. And it does look like maybe a Searing Doom going to be activated. The cast a little bit off, but will be killing some of the models. Moonbirds are tar pitting, while this objective belongs to the Greenskins still, which is surprising. But there's an Orc Boy there, so that's partially why. Outside objective here is in the process of flipping, with some Peasant Horsemen coming across to get those guys. Grom the Paunch, did he rally? He did not. So Grom the Paunch got chased off the back of the battlefield by the Onyx Crowmen. And even though the value is even, Greenskins are going to start running into some massive value issues. And if you guys have ever played 40k or tabletop or anything like that, if you sink a lot of damage into killing a big monster and you don't kill it, typically that monster is going to come back and punch you in the wiener next turn. And Anticity still has both of his Crowmen active, or excuse me, his Great Moonbirds. Celestial General is pretty healthy, and he's just looking to be in a very commanding position. Also, Zesty has put a massive amount of effort into trying to snipe the Alchemist, and the Alchemist is literally cackling with 388 HP. So that's very unfortunate for sure. Now, we are going to be seeing another monster coming out. It is going to be the Acid Burpa from Zesty, and this thing is a good utility fighter against most things. Like, it's really good against infantry, but it fights cavalry well and can fight monsters too. But I think 2 Moonbirds plus the leadership issue is going to be very bad for it. Probably is going to break once it gets fully surrounded. Anticity does also have the Bandits of the Silver Road down here as well, which is going to be very cost-effective shooting. And if we look right now, middle objective is going to be going to Grand Cathay. Objective 1 going to Grand Cathay as well. And probably the end of the road. And look at this, Zesty actually never captured this outside objective, so Cathay has been getting a bit of a cushion going there for sure. All right, guys, GG, well played. I think that's the end of the road. The Kraken King is going to be closing out this game as the Orc Shaman does get close to breaking here, and the Moonbird's going to be sitting up in the sky, you know, hanging out, enjoying their best lives. On the backside, Sky Junk going to be dropping some junk in that trunk, nuking the Greenskin Skirmishers, who do have the -10 leadership penalty right now. And now Anticity, ever the shark here, going to be seeing blood in the water as the Night Goblin Shaman does get spotted by the Moonbirds and gets punted into the Shadow Realm right there. And yeah, the Acid Burper is going to be coming across, but I don't think even the Acid Burper, which is a very strong fighter, is going to be able to handle all 3 of the Cathay monsters. They'll just be able to overwhelm it. That's so many attacks. And plus Peasant Archers with the fire damage. I don't think fire damage is relevant against this thing, but it's still not going to be terrible. It is using its Fart Attack, which does a little bit of damage. Oh, okay, it's doing a little bit more than you would expect. Anticity does end up yielding 1 objective here, I think. It does have Crowmen coming across to help. Acid Burpa doing the best it can. You know, it's the big squig that, you know, tries its best. It is shaken. 24 leadership, 4 leadership. Fearsome Roar activated. Really, really nice by Anticity. And he is able to break the beast. It's most likely going to be breaking here, and there it goes. And with the break of the giant beast, I would wager that we are going to be seeing Zesty tapping out of the game here. Meanwhile, the side objective is going to be going to Anticity as well. All right, so now, ladies and gentlemen, since we don't want to step on the toes of the tournament host who is casting their tournament today, we are going to play a game for fun. And yeah, and then we'll get the replay and we'll cast the grand finals after that. So that's going to be cool. All right, GG dog. Send me. So, want to. All right, so Anticity is going to send us the replay of the grand finals. And now what we can do is anybody wants to play, we can do a little match. So I'm making a lobby. It's called Old Man T. So for anybody who got eliminated or maybe just wants to play a game, now's the time. Come play against the Chaos Dwarfs. And we are going to fight on the Altar of Hashut, maybe? Yeah, we can do the Altar of Hashut. That makes sense. We're going to do this. Although this map's a little bit wild. Maybe we'll do one that's a little bit more fair. Let's do Gates of Ekrund, actually. That's a really fun map. All right, guys. Anybody who wants a piece can get in here. The 4-4 zombie mirror. Oh, don't put that evil on us, dude. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Hey, we got Dark Age Rush. All right, what's Dark Age going to be doing? Play whoever you want, Dark Age. I don't care. This is just a for funsies game. Yes, the grand finals. Maverick. Okay. No. Anyone is fine. Okay, so he's going to be on Grand Cathay here, which is cool. I love to see it. So you guys are ready for the good times. We're going to have some fun with this. I can assure you. And cool beans. So that is going to be that. Awesome. 4-way FFA. Oh god. This will be more fun, I think, than an FFA, trust me. Astro Chad, I think, is the go-to here. He's very good in this matchup. He can fight the dragons and is just a disruptive character in general. Okay, and yes. All right. So where do we go from here? We have the dreaded Grand Cathay. But this is an experiment. This is like an off-meta test to see if we can get some sauce going, which I'm very excited for. Okay. Yes. And then what else do we want to bring out? Bring them out. Okay. There we go there. And cool. So now we just need to get some great weapon infantry, and I think we're going to be all good. The Moonbird has 40% fire resist. That's pretty savage. That's actually really good. The Moonbird is going to be the nemesis of my build, is it? Yeah. Kind of what I was suspecting. Okay, so let's get you in the mix. And Cathay obviously doesn't like trains. The trains can be pretty good against him also. That looks fine to me, though. And we're going to get one more of these. Okay. So there we go. I think it's an ambitious build, but it could work out, you know. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him. I'm going to get one of these, and that is going to be good. That is a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out. All right. Good luck, have fun, guys. This is going to be a disaster probably, but we're going to have fun with it, so it's all good. It is all good. Man, I'm really tempted to just slap like a Death Shrieker in here, you know? This little shrieking of death. What is a Death Shrieker good against? I mean, it does, yeah, I don't know. I think my original idea was just better, straight up. Oh, do we have the dreaded zero spend, by the way? Oh, yeah, dude. Let's freaking go. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. The dreaded tri-mortar, that would be very funny. But don't worry, guys. This build, though it has a low chance of winning, if it does, it's like the Sex Panther from Anchorman. It works 100% of the time, 10% of the time. That's the idea. And yeah, we're just going to wait for the grand finals to finish, and then Anticity is going to send us the replay, and we will cast the grand finals of the tournament, which will be cool because then we can fast forward through the beginning and get to the sweaty action. 60% of the time, it works every time. That's right. All right, guys. Prepare yourselves for the double Dreadquake Mortar. You guys knew it was coming, right? You knew this was coming. So we have a Dreadquake Mortar build with a Blunderbuss battle line, which is going to be so freaking cool. Oh, God, yes. Give it to me, precious. Give it to me, precious. I wonder if the Dreadquake Mortars, by the way, can shoot out of the trees. If that's something they can do effectively, you know? He's probably going to have cannons and shit. Well, we can move these as necessary, and we're going to get you guys moving up there as well. This is so haggard. Well, the tournament's over for me, so I'm basically just having fun and experimenting now, and we're going to see if we can make it work. Give it to me, precious. Tomorrow, I think we're going to have an Age of the Ring tournament, by the way, which is going to be super fun. Does he have cannons? Moonbird and Crowmen and shit? No, okay. So we don't see any of that. We're going to move you up here. And it is Blunderbussin' time. All right, so the dreaded Dreadquakes will come. So we're going to move them over here, since I think he does not have any cannons, which means we're going to be chilling. If he tries to fly by me, the Blunderbusses should be able to get some work done. And I do have some anti-large characters as well. So he's got a Moonbird with some sort of, Uranians. And then we do have a Celestial General as well, which is going to be fun. And he does have some infantry, so I'm hoping we'll be able to do some work there. All right, so let's form ranks here. Do a little bit of this. We do see the Jade Warriors coming out. So, yeah, we're almost in range. We are almost in range. All right, so he's going to get the outside objective. I don't really care about that. We're gonna play this one. And we're going to do it. So you guys keep moving up. Yes, yes. Uranus Thunderbolt's going to hurt. There's nothing we can do about that. So what we're going to do to deal with these SEs is we have the Bull Centaur Taurus. Yeah, so we're going to go with 2 of those. All right. So now is it time for the dreaded Dreadquakes? Soon it will be time. We're going to get some Orc Laborers over there just to force them to have to deal with them. And the Moonbirds are living in the bushes. If they try and come close, I can try and Last Samurai them. The Dreadquakes are almost in range. He's going to be able to dodge these shots pretty easily, I would suspect, but that's fine. And, yeah, so we got the Taruks. We have the Crowmen chilling. Taruk should be able to fight the Moonbird, I'm thinking. Is my opponent going to be retreating back? They are. So we're going to go get Astrochad over there and see what's cooking. And, yeah, just keep moving these guys up behind the hill here. And we are all good in the neighborhood. All right, so Crowmen going to be engaging versus those. I could get some skirmishers and come out and maybe try and head those guys off. We'll see how that works. Astrochad's going to go there. And we are going to go ahead and get ready to party with the Dreadquakes and just keep moving those things up. Get them in position. And cool. All right, so the Crowmen unfortunately did win that fight pretty quickly. I'm surprised how quick they did it. The blunderbusses, we can get one blunderbuss coming up here and one coming up here as well. And I think we're in range to shoot now. So we're going to shoot, we're going to shoot. We do see cannons coming in, so that does hurt. And how is he ranging me here? He's not ranging my Dreadquakes. Okay, that's fine. So let's just move it up. Yep, we got the Dreadquake shots. Oh, one direct hit. Nice. Nice, nice. And another direct hit. Okay, that's about as good as that gets, that's for sure. Let's come across this way, and we're going to do a little Flamestorm action. We're just going to keep dreading the Dreadquakes, and we're going to leave one of you guys back here to guard this. We'll put you in Control Group 7. And that's some destruction right there, for sure. So we just got to make sure the cannon doesn't get close to us, and then we are all good. Yeah, because the cannon is just out of range here. So you guys are going to come across, and on the backside, what are we going to call out? Chaos for Warriors. Yeah, we want these guys. Great. So Astrochad's doing it. We're going to get a little Flamestorm back there on the Peasant Archers, and you're going to shoot these guys, and you're going to shoot these guys. So the shooting is going well. We do see them sneaking in the bushes, sneaky, sneaky. So let's get one blunderbuss here and one here as well. And cool. So these blunderbusses going to try and get to the high ground here as the Dreadquakes continue devastating his army. These skirmishers are at the ready, so we're going to form ranks here, and he's not going to want any of that smoke. So he might try like some of your Annan's Witchcraft or something, but yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of Scorched Earth going on, and that's what we're here for. We don't really care about the other elements of this, right? So let's see if we can shoot you here. Let's get the Tark to come over there and chase as well. Astrochad's doing good. And now we're going to actually target his cannon because he's coming for it, and we're going to get Astrochad. He wants to cannon my artillery, so we're going to do that. All right, so let's get you guys to go fight this. Blunderbuss is going to try and shoot the big boys if they can. Dreadquakes will probably knock his... Oh, direct hit. Direct hit, baby. The cannon is getting shelled pretty hard. All right, so let's set you guys up. Set you guys up. Keep the Tarks nearby. And cool, so that cannon is looking certainly not great. All right, so you're going to move up this way. We're going to keep you nearby. As a skirmishing tool, the Tarek is going to be there, and hopefully the blunderbusses will be able to rip some shots. So the cannon is officially offline. So we're going to shoot you, and just friendly fire some of the homies, which is going to be great. And nice Rhiannon Thunderbolt right there, very clean. Okay, so let's call you in, get another skirmisher here, so we're going to shoot this, and yeah, great. We are up to no good. All right, in the meantime, let's go ahead and do another Flamestorm back here, take these guys offline, which is going to be sweet. And Tareks have landed, but we're a little bit outnumbered there, so we got to be careful. Blunderbusses, we do have some on the hill hanging out nearby, and hopefully they can get some shots. So these are great Long Riders. So we're going to do that, and we're going to get the Tarek nearby. Astragoth and his Scorched Earth policy is working pretty well. I mean, we're doing a lot of damage. We did actually get his caster, his Alchemist offline there. So we're going to shoot the Moonbird, hopefully actually get some shots off, but if not, it's okay. Get you guys in there, get the Tarek in there to help out a little bit. Some of the blunderbusses are obstructed, but yeah, wow, that Tarek actually just did a lot of damage. I don't know what did that, but that was very good. All right, so go for the Halberds, go for the Archers here, and then, yeah, the fact that my Dreadquakes are being allowed to shoot is really, really good. I'm very happy about that. All right, and you guys can go after the Long Riders. Let's get the Warriors in there, and the blunderbusses, we do have some back online here, so let's start ripping shots into the Long Riders. And do I have another Tarek? The Tarek is doing really good, though. We actually... Oh, wow, we just killed his Astromancer. Okay. So Astrochad is doing it. Let's call in another Tarek. He's going to come in and join the control group here. My opponent's bird is in trouble. Let's get the blunderbuss. We can try and shoot you, which is going to be fine. Astrogoth is still raining Scorched Earth on the Cathay lines. He's calling in the artillery strikes, is how I like to imagine that. So we're going to keep doing it. And I think we're ahead on value, right? We've got to be. We've got to be ahead on value. All right, so now we're battling the big man. Let's get you out this way, shoot at the Empress's Crowmen. You guys can probably start the long march over to this side. I think that's going to be fine. And you guys can move up here. Astrochad is getting nailed by something, so we need to get him back. Yeah, he's getting hit by those freaking Long Riders. Not Long Riders, excuse me, whatever the hell those things are. The characters, yeah, fighting the Empress's Crowmen there. We would like to go after you. Yeah, we got to get back right now. Keep the Scorched Earth coming. I don't know why I'm so slow, by the way. This is just pain, whatever the hell it is. And those are going to be Crane Gunners. Okay, so Crane Gunners are a little bit scary here. All right, so let's get you back. The Taruks are gonna keep chasing these Longmore Riders. We do see his bird has returned. So Palpa Bird is back. We did dodge that, which is good. Astrogoth got away, but is very low. And what can we send to the other side? I think I'm gonna send some laborers just to start oh my god, I misclicked. Okay, well, anyways, they're gonna be here. Let's unsummon you guys. Yeah, keep you going here. Astro Chad is gonna go help out in this fight also. We're gonna do a Flamestorm to trigger the Kindle Flame synergy. Blunderbusses can shoot the Moonbird. And nice. It's blunderbusting time, guys. So the Dreadquake mortars have basically destroyed everything. It's been so brutal. That's my power fantasy, really. If you can just make Dreadquakes work against Dark Age is a competitive player, right? So if we can make Dreadquakes work there, then I'm so happy. It's the power fantasy fully realized. Yeah, this build actually worked pretty well though, because he brought a good build. It wasn't like a mean build, I don't think, right? Yeah, it was like some SEs and some different things. Cool to see. Blunderbusses, let's blunderbuss them. The Taruks, able to fend off the Cathay SEs. Oh, yeah. Oh, give me that blunderbussing action. Oh, double Dreadquake in the face! In the face! All right, let's get the Dreadquakes to waste this one peasant. Let's get a little bit of overkill going here, shall we? All right, so on the outside here, we're going to get you guys coming there, and we need to summon some boys, so we're going to get you and you to do this, and we're just going to park the train here and just have it shoot for a minute before we move it in. All right, so now we just go take their home objective. You guys ready for Gotham's Reckoning? I am Gotham's Reckoning. Oh, the 2-for-1. Let's get it, baby. All right, let's get those Longmore Riders offline. And Wolf Rider, we need to unsummon you. We're about to get a big refund too, which is going to be nice from the Dreadquakes. Oh, God. So, yep, you move up, and we don't have enough for a Flamestorm right now. We're going to go ahead and get the Dreadquakes to shoot at the Peasant Long Spearman here, and the big man has landed here, so we can probably bonk him on the head if he's not careful. Blunderbusses, let's move up. Friendly fire. Oh no, the friendly fire. Look, it didn't happen yet. It was bound to happen, so that's okay. It's you know, Hashit wills it sometimes. Okay, let's do a little Flamestorm back here. We're going to cook this position, and the Dread Train is doing it, so we are shooting into this guy. Get a Skirmisher coming for capture weight over there, and the Taruks doing good. Yeah, should be able to beat those Peasant Horsemen, I suspect. So I am down on points, right? We gotta... What the hell is this shit? What are you even shooting over there, dudes? Oh my god, that was so haggard. I don't even know what that was. We just wasted our last 2 ammunition bits over there, which feels really bad. All right, let's go get into the train. And we're gonna now call in a blunderbuss out here too. And now we should have enough for a big boy as well. So we're gonna call you in, get these guys coming out, and great. So the Dreadquake may come back. We're gonna get you here and get a Skirmisher coming up to make sure we don't lose that point. Astro Chad is actually surrounded by Peasant Spears, which is bad. I mean, it's fine for Astro Chad because he's infantry, but the other guy, not so much. All right, so you guys are here. Let's get you on the outside, get you guys in the mix. We need to just pull back and get a double cap here, basically. Yeah, it's going to be the idea. All right, so back you go, back you go. Astro Chad can just keep fighting peasants all day for all I care. And you guys get behind this, and you guys get in there. Let's keep the pain train coming. Blunderbusses are going to get there, and hopefully we can win that spot. All right, so we do get up. We will eventually win this fight. My opponent's just going for like an objective victory, obviously, which is probably the way to do it for Grand Cathay here. I think we just barely stabilize this objective here. Do we? Yeah, the Bull Centaurs are having some problems. We need to get this one and get you guys back on the menu. All right, so we do manage to fold this force over here, which is great. And now we just kill these halberds, and we're going to call it a day. Are we going to stabilize this point? You know, the Bull Centaurs are killing a lot, but he does have a lot of capture weight there. Astro Chad's going to have to find a way to get this objective. And this one is going to us, but is it going to be too late is the question. Oh, yeah, those guys are getting worked on. Okay, we do stabilize. That's really huge, actually, because if he got that, he might have actually just won on points. These damn halberds are so hot right now. I don't know why they're not breaking. They are just giving it their all, man. All right, so on the outside, let's call in you guys and you guys. Just more dudes for the dude god. Let's keep the train going here, and the Taruk's able to stabilize that point. I think we could probably just steamroll to his home objective now with that, so I'm not too concerned about it. We're going to do a little flame strike right there, cook those guys. And out here, it's a little bit messy, but we're just going to park these guys like so and shoot at the Jade Lancers there. We're going to try our best to shoot at them. All right, so you guys come. We're going to steamroll across to his objective. Astrogoth able to roll those guys over, and then, yeah, I think he wins on just one now, so we're going to have to get the objectives, at least for a moment. All right, so the pain train's going to do it. We do get the shots coming in. Shot through the heart, and you're too late. Giving love a bad name here. All right, so get in there. Yeah, it's not as much damage as you'd think. I was hoping we could fold these guys up. Let's do this. Get the pain train coming, and great. So are we going to get this objective? We are. So that's going to be folded there. So now we can send the Bull Centaurs across the map. The thing is, we have a lot of time to work with, guys. So that's very good. Let's get you back. Get you guys. Oh, those are Celestial Dragon Guard, actually. Interesting. So we're going to get these guns back, pull you guys in. And yeah, pull in another one of you. Looks fine. Astrogoth and the Taruks are going to get this point, most likely. Do we need to stay here with more is the question. So these are going to be peasants. So let's go ahead and bull rush them and take them offline. Astro Chad, those freaking... I think we just have to face the foot style that shit right now. I think we just have to. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Clever girl. I like that. All right, so that's actually bad for us. That's really, really good sneakiness. Let's get you guys over there. And how are we looking here? All right, so we need to do this. The enemy lord is dead, so that's pretty substantial. We're going to go ahead and get you and you online, pull you guys around. I think we're still okay. These are Celestial Dragon Guard Chads, but I think we're fine. He is going to steal my back objective, which hurts, but at least we got his. And those guys do get taken to Pound Town, so let's pull back, pull back. And are we going to get to this point in time? Thankfully, he doesn't have a whole lot there, so I think the Bull Centaurs might be able to just solo capture that. Let's get you guys here, and you guys can form ranks and get the shots going. So we just need to hold on to this one for a moment, I guess. Yeah, let's get over here and just kind of maneuver around his capture weight. Those are going to be Jade Warrior Halberd, so we need to get Astrogoth on them. And this objective is going to go to us, probably. Yeah, is he going to get it? It still belongs to us. He runs off the objective, which is very, very fortunate for us. Hasn't flipped yet, and here we still have not been able to get this. So these guys win the fight, hopefully. There is a pain train over there, so I'm hoping that'll be enough. Astro Chad and you guys just keep going. Yeah. And do we stabilize? That's super clutch. That is incredibly clutch. All right, so we're going to bring all of you guys here now. And yeah, we're just kind of running away and maintaining capture weight. These are just peasants, so we can charge them. And this outside point, it's going to be dodgy. Yeah, he's going to be dodgy here. We probably need a Chaos Dwarf Warrior over here, to be honest. You know, we invested very heavily in the what's it called? In the Dreadquakes, you know. So they're now that they're gone, I'm having a little bit of trouble killing shit. That is for sure. So where is everything the most flimsy? I think over here. This is really flimsy. We need to get some capture weight here. Taruks are good. You know, they hang in there. We're going to go get on these guys if we can. And that objective's going to go to us. So I think we just close the game out. Yeah, Celestial Dragon Guard are going to get dumped on now. Yeah, it was a really good match. Really, really good little show match there. Cool way to end our run. And I would imagine the winner, or Anticity, he was the one who was going to send it to me. He sent me the final, so... Because he was in chat during this game, so their game must have ended. Yeah, must have ended. No spoilers, guys. No spoilers in case you know the outcome. Yeah, GG. We got this one. Because we're going to reach 1,000 before he reaches 1250, so we don't care too much anymore. Let's get those Jade Lancers. Let's get this. And the double Dread Quakening is upon us. Okay. And that objective is good, so we're going to rotate you guys over there and get you over there to that side. We're going to leave the Pain Train here. Blunderbusses and Goblins are also going to hang here. Ghosts and Goblins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're trying to hold this. We're going to get you guys here. We need to get these warriors up. Those Crane Gunners are wavering. Yeah, the enemy lord is dead, and we got the game. All right. You're still waiting? Are you serious? You're joking, right, Anticity? No way you're still waiting. How are you... Is that possible? No freaking way you're still waiting. That's insane. Your game was not like... Did someone AFK on the other side? That's so wild. Yeah, he actually legit is still waiting. Oh my god. Okay then. I guess we're chilling out. No, actually, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you should check into that. That's been like 30, 40 minutes for that one game, right? Because you and Zesty played a long time ago, bro. We just did 2 full games that were, you know, contested. This game was contested. Dude, how dreaded, guys, were the Dreadquakes, though? Tell me on a scale of 1 dread to 10 dread. 6, they did really good. They just blasted all the Cathay infantry. Yeah, they did really nice. Okay, so now somebody else can join. If somebody else wants a match, get in here and play. It was dreaded? Yeah. It just finished. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's crazy. So we're going to do one more Chaos Dwarf game today. Anybody's welcome to join, so we have time then. And then we're going to get the replay, and that should be good to go. Hopefully your game doesn't take too long yet. Oh, no. All right, we got the General. It's, let's do the Arachnarok lair. Yeah, it's a great map. All right, General, pick any faction you want. The Sorcerer Prophet Hashut Wookiee is here. And what are we going to be doing? General, which faction you playing, Boss Hog? do let me know. Anyone is fine. You could even counterpick me if you want. I don't care. Anybody's good. Bretonia. He's not playing Bretonia. There's no freaking way. Must be a Nurgle mirror match. I know. I do not know what was going on that other side of the bracket. For the lady, no way you're playing Bretonia. Okay. Let's do it. Let us do it to it. So we're going to do this. Uh-huh. This is going to be the most forbidden build you guys have ever seen. Oh, I do miss the ladder streams, like from Warhammer 1 and 2 when we used to do ladder. I should maybe do some more of those again, just like playing ridiculous. But tournaments are so much more fun, you know? Like, that's my conundrum. It's like whenever I'm going to stream, I'm like torn between doing a tournament and the beast grew more evil. He did. Yeah, Wookiee is a devious creature. He really is. Okay, so we're going to do this. And next up, we are going to do we're going to get you, little buddy. We're going to get this. Okay. Okay. Here it comes. This is so haggard. Oh my God. You guys are not. The club, you guys remember in the early 2000s? What was that song where they're like, the club ain't ready for me now or whatever? I can't remember. Okay. So against Bretonia. I know the meta build against Bretonia. I feel like I have a pretty good win right there, but we're not going meta. The club can't even handle me right now. Yeah, I don't remember what song that was. I get you, Melody, for sure. So sometimes in life, you just got to keep rolling. And we are going to unleash the Limp Bizkiting here. Yes. Oh, that's actually the name of the song. Okay. I was confused. I was like, why are they just repeating what I said? But it's literally just the name of the song. That's pretty funny, actually. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what the general's got. Let's see what the old general is cooking. How much is that going to be? 600 for a Great Taurus? By the way, what does Limp Bizkit refer to? Probably a limp wiener, to be honest, would be my guess. If we really have to get into the nitty-gritty of what Limp Bizkit is referring to, that would be my wager. The music in this game is getting so intense right now. I'm getting a little nervous here. I'm not going to lie. All right, so we'll do that, and then we will do this as well. Oh shit! I'm missing something uber important here. Wow, I almost just did the dumbest thing. Okay, so we are going to switch it up. We're going to do this, and we're going to get that. Awesome sauce, and then we need to get our Harry Potter here. The club can't even handle me right now. Okay, so there we go. Yes. So we need to cut a little bit of something. Okay, who cares? This build sucks, but it's going to be fun. Nope, I have a free unit to mix in, so let's get a laborer there. My coworker played the Rollin' song the other day, so I had to give it a quick. This is the guy I watched to explain why I was laughing so hard. Dude, so I had a really interesting experience last night. It was the first time I've ever seen it in my life. So my friend Andrew, he's one of my close friends from high school. He's who I play tabletop with. He lives in like a townhome, so it's a house, but it's like in a like an apartment kind of setup where it's like a bunch of separate houses that like share a wall kind of situation, right? So like a townhome, right? So everyone has their own garages and has their, a lot of people have their garages open there. But as I was pulling in, I see a guy, he's probably like 38, 39 years old, maybe like 37, and my age, He's bald, and he was really friendly, really nice. So as Andrew and I were sitting in his garage playing Warhammer the Old World, this other neighbor comes to his garage to work on his motorcycle, and he was listening to everything I ever listened to in high school. He was listening to Creed, Foo Fighters, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, and I was like, dude, it's finally come full circle. you know, like the music that we listened to in high school and like when we were kids is now like the garage dad rock. He was like legit he was in his garage listening to With Arms Wide Open, Rooster by Alice in Chains, Black Hole Sun, Fell on Black Days, you know, and all the new metal. Limp Bizkit came on. It was serious too. It wasn't like he was just memeing around, you know? Yeah, I was like, the first time. Anyways, guys, this is my MLG build. That guy was a Giga Chad. All right, so we have Zoltan on foot. So it's going to be Zoltan on foot with his net. He has a pet Kadai Destroyer. And we also have a Dreadquake train, by the way. So the Dreadquake train is here. And that's going to be it. Yeah, divorced dad music. Yeah, exactly. Although I don't think that guy's divorced. Yes. Okay. Like I remember back when I was a kid, like dads hanging out in the garage, like listening to like Van Halen and shit, right? Holy shit! Oh my god, it's a mass cav army in Lance formation. Okay, I don't think that'll go well for him, but I could be wrong. So we're gonna go ahead and just call it our wizard here. I brought Burning Head to kill peasants, but no. Okay, so we do get that objective, and now, dude, it's gonna be there's gonna be a reckoning. All right, time to fire at will. Fire everything! Oh, look at that. World War I artillery versus feudal, medieval, whatever societies. All right, so we're going to get in there. And do we want to take this fight? I don't know. It feels a little bit risky. We probably take one guy here for buffering. And oh my god. Oh, look at the damage. Look at the damage there. Oh my god, dude. All right, one questing knight is already dead. Unfortunately for him, those are questing knights. Zoltan is going to use a net, probably, and net one of these guys down. So he's going to net one down, and we're going to maneuver over here and continue on our merry way. And we're now going to get some... I don't even need my wizard because it's useless against this. So, yeah. Now we just fight the good fight. We just keep our SEs together, get our pain train to move, and just Dreadquake and shit, and we just pull you guys in. He's going to try and surround my big Kadai Destroyer, but I don't think it's going to go super well. The Wolf Riders here can come back and join. And now we have a big blob fight. So this is exactly what we want, right? This blob fight here. That is for sure. We don't have any magic to really punish, so it's just a kind of mouth breathing time. Like, is the Destroyer and our laborers are they gonna get the job done? I don't know. Find out today. We do have the leadership discouraging effect. Oh my god, the Dreadquake shooting point blank is so clutch. All right, so yeah, his army is getting folded up pretty good. How are we looking? Yeah, that fight's going all right. Questing Boy's putting up a good fight there. I could call it the Sorcerer, but honestly, it just doesn't even feel worth it. So this cavalry army is getting just absolutely blasted. They're just getting blasted right in the business. Zoltor also with the leadership debuff is kind of cool. I think we just call in Bull Centaur renders, to be fair, is going to be what we want. Yeah, the Destroyer is taking literally 0 damage. Oh, that's right. We need to call out the... yeah, we can go after Alberic now. We need to call out the Sorcerer for the healing on the Destroyer and the train. All right, so are we going to get this? Holy shit. Oh my god, where'd they all come from? What the hell was that shit? Oh, it's Mounted Yeoman. Okay. I was like, what happened there? I don't know what planet we're on, but it is what it is. All right, so you guys fight. Skirmishers need to get away. The pain train is doing work. Alberic is now getting worked on, and we have a net for him too. So we're going to net down Alberic, and we're going to get him with everything. Oh, Destroyer time. I am the Destroyer. All right, so how are we looking back here? Yeah, Chaos Dwarf Warriors did pretty good. We have a Burning Head, which is going to be... I guess kind of useful when we can get in range. I don't know. And we're going to send you to the other side as well. Because we got to play the objectives. You know, we got to play the objectives. All right, so let's get on the Yeoman, do this. Definitely some Scorched Earth is going down. And Alberic is in the pits. He's still netted from the Sadistic Snare, which apparently lasts like 45 years. Could I Destroyer punching him in the face? Nice. And we do have the boys coming. And now what we're going to do is do a little Burning Head right down here. See if we can hit him and get some of those cavalry units. All right, Alberic should be cooked. Yeah, that Burning Head isn't going to hit much because he doesn't really have good targets, to be honest. We're going to get the Pain Train to come and use the Reforge ability on the train. Alberic is shattered, so Zoltor was able to get him. Is it the time for the dreaded Foot Zoltor? Is that the meta that's coming to us? I feel like it could. Yeah, but he's... Okay, good. We got the game sound back. For some reason, it was off. So Zaytan should be doing a leadership debuff as well to all these homies nearby. Let's get the Pain Train. Let's call in some light cavalry just to break these questing knights. You guys keep fighting, saving up for that as well. Yeah, more like Dead Barrack, I know. Isn't that true? So he's going to get there eventually. My opponent trying a stuffing strategy of sorts. This is like a degenerate land battle build for sure. Okay, we're gonna have another burning head here soon. Oh, I never got the reforge off. Okay, feels bad. Alright, so we're gonna get these guys pretty bad here. Oh my god, the Dreadquake and the Flamethrower on the Yeoman. It's just so much. Yeah, those Elite Knights are not gonna have a good time. I'm straight up not having a good time right now. Alright, let's get a Fire Glaives here. Start shooting at those guys. Oh, you hear him yelling, guys? World War I colorized. Oh man. Alright, so that outside objective's gonna go to us unless he sends some really expensive cavalry over there. This Death Star is just too strong, and the Burning Head actually able to do some work there. So we're gonna move up, get the Reforge on the train, and yeah, now we just kinda move it and groove it. Just get guys moving up to the objectives. Your match is starting. You're just starting? God damn. Alright, well, that was a Fast and Furious one, if I've ever seen it. Alright, so let's get you out and grab the objectives. Good luck, Anticity. Honestly, the Kadai Destroyer's playable, I would say, in a couple matchups. Yeah, GG. Alright. That was pretty fun. His build was a meme build pretty hard, though, too. I mean, he went Mass Cavalry with no Wizard, so that's pretty Chad, but the train got just a casual 5,300 value on the train. Oh my god. And then the other destroyer got 2,400. Yeah. It's pretty fun. Alright, guys. Well, their game is just starting now. So let's see. What else? Who else could we play a meme build with? General, you can play again if you want. I'm gonna play Vampire Coast this time. Play whoever the hell you want. Or you can jump out of lobby and let somebody else in too, whatever you prefer. Okay, lobby's actually bugged. So I need to make a new one anyways. Okay, we got time for one more game, guys. I know, I'm excited for the finals. It's gonna be fun. Oh, I have a cool idea. So let's actually do this. This is a game mode I used to like back in the day. So we want to do a 3-on-3. So we're gonna do a conquest game, okay? We're gonna do it on Pillar of Bone, and everybody gets small funds. So we're gonna do funds, custom funds, default funds. Let's see. Yeah, cool. So it's gonna be like small armies. So each player is gonna get 5,000 to work with. Yeah, so it's gonna be like mini armies. Maybe we could do like 4,000. Could be fun. Yeah. All right. So this is gonna be like a mini sub-commanders type game, where each team is gonna get like a small army, which is gonna be great fun. Did I switch it to 4,000? Is it not gonna let me do 4,000? Is that too little or something? Okay, 5,000 is the smallest it's gonna let me do. Got it. All right, we got 2 more spots left if you guys want to join. And we got Bretonia and Beastman over there from Artinius and Izir. 2 more spots, guys, if you want it. 2 more spots. Get in here and come test your might. This is going to be some meme show. Okay. The question is, do you go super wide? Like, how do you play this, you know? Okay, we got Morbidius. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go, buddy. Get in here. You got Berserk as your picture. He's ready to go. All right, we need 1 more player for the other team. Hopping on. All right, cool. So it's a small... These are really fun, these games. They're very fun. Oh, no, he left. Okay, so against Beastmen and Bretonia. It kind of like, do you go with you need like a cheap lord, right? Yeah, somebody who's a little bit on the cheaper side here. Let's see what my opponent's bringing. Okay. So I am going to get you. The Orion's very fun in this game mode too. Sorcerer Prophet probably is our best choice. Okay, we got meat not included. I love it. We need 1 more person. 1 more person, guys. You just need to have the Total Tavern map pack and the regular game installed, obviously, and then you're good to go. So against Beastmen and Bretonia, probably this is going to be the way. So like the question is, do you go like super big, heavy carry character, or do you go like cheap and wide? You know, there's a little bit of something here. Okay, 2 of those, and what do we got? Yeah, so Kislev, I should probably be the artillery master, I'm guessing. So we're gonna get that. And Awesome. Then we got asteroid wall. Hell yeah. Let's go, buddy. All right, so meat not included. You need to get a front line for us. Yeah, you need to get a front line. Meat, you need to be our front line or else we're cooked. I mean, I'll get us a front line of sorts. Here we go. All right. That's good. Oh my God. Okay, I guess we're not getting it. No, Meat, it's okay. Do what you wanted to do. I don't want to ruin your fun. No, Meat, go back and do what you do. I don't want to ruin your fun. Do exactly what you're doing. I got us a front line. It's going to be enough, I promise. It's going to be all we'll need. It's going to be all that we need and more. Okay, so we're going to switch you up and do this and this. Cut that and get this. All right. Okay, I think we're ready. Oh man, this is going to be fun. You guys are in for a treat. Okay, we can get one real frontliner. There we go. GLHF. 20 unpaid laborers. I know. I could do an unpaid intern. God, I did that. What a scam that is, you know? Like unpaid internships. I remember that was really the status quo. When I was coming out of, when I was like in college, it was really a thing, but it's just like straight up slave labor, you know? Oh. The fury of the unpaid interns is upon them. It is. This game mode is actually, like, I think this is what Conquest is very fun for, is these type of battles. There's going to be so much cav on the other side. I know I'm very nervous about it, actually. I don't really have any answers against it. I'm hoping my allies can do something. Yeah, this mode has army losses. It does. Paying you an exposure? Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay. Check this real quick. Do that. Okay. Cool, man. So it begins, the great battle of our time. Hey, boo-boo. All right, so here's our build. We have the Shaxcraft brought Mazda Mundi and a Dread Saurian. Okay, I brought a Hell Cannon. And a Fire Glaive to protect it. And then a front line of unpaid interns. Of millennial college graduates. We're gonna get you back here to try and defend the cannon too. It's super shitty, the gremlins here. And we have a Deathcaster as well, so that's gonna be 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Yeah, and we got the bear. Look we got the double giant monster mash. These guys are really leaning into the old school land battle aesthetic. Oh, this is actually fun though. We should do a stream where we do like weird shit like this. Yeah, well, we're doing small funds. Every player has 5,000 to spend. All right, so what do we shoot here, guys? What are these? These are going to be Grail Guardians? Holy shit. Okay, we need to blast them. All right, set up Fire Glaives. Oh, God. Oh, God. The Fire Glaives are coming. That's going to be Azir. Look at the bear. The bear and the Dread Saurian, dude. All right, it's my job to try and deal with the flank here. It's going to be ugly, but... Oh, okay, Dark Elves are coming with skirmishers. Go, monsters, carry me! All right, so we're going to do this. I don't have Fate of Buna yet. Oh, God, it's not going to go well. Okay, the Fire Glaives are doing good damage, though. But I am going to get overwhelmed. I have 2 players coming at me here, so it's going to be tough. Okay, Fire Chads, keep shooting. Let's go ahead and rip shots here. Shoot at some of those skirmishers. We're going to shoot with our pistol and move you guys up. Oh, God. Somebody stop those things! Okay, you guys need to go deal with that, actually. Sorry, it was a prank. My laborer front line is not having a good time. Let's move you guys this way. And, yeah, we got the faint... Oh, the Dread Saurian is coming to help me! All right. Defend me! All right, you guys move through. I don't know what steroids... Oh, they have Mantle of Gorok. That's pretty Chad, actually. I can't escape for some reason, which is weird. Okay, guys, I'm falling apart here. I'm getting collapsed on so freaking hard. I need to hope that my allies' overpowered monsters can carry us, because it is not going well for my boys. We'll have a Fate of Buna soon. The Hell Cannon is basically just cooked. So we're going to drop the crew and maybe run. Oh, Bear Breath and Dread Saurian Breath. The Hell Cannon crew, we need to get away with the crew if we can. Okay. Yeah, so I did not have a good time on the flank there. And we still have the Fire Glaives, but they're dying as well. At least I'm going to have Fate of Una for the boys. So we're going to do a Fate of Una on the Grail Guardians. I don't know if there's better targets, but we're just going to do it on them. I don't know if the other team is going to have the tools to kill a lot of our stuff. The Hell Cannon is basically dead. So we're going to try and get the Dowizar crew away. Maybe the boys will be able to help me stabilize it. If we can get this Hell Cannon back online, that's going to be uber clutch. Okay, so Fate of Una on the Grail Guardians was pretty good. Fireglaves are getting routed and chased down. They saw the no, it's not a Dreadquake. It's just a okay. Get back on the artillery piece. But get it back online. We must get the death. I've done like no damage. Carry us, dinosaurs. Okay, fire everything. Fire everything. All right, we're gonna shoot these guys. Come on, boys. Get the cannon back online. I needed to be protected, but that was what my concern is. We had no protection. It was just all big monsters. I should have just gone Destroyer. That would have been better. Okay, guys. So now, basically, I am gone. It's just going to be my allies' monsters carrying us into the sunset. Kostalton is there. I'm going to go chase them with my Sorcerer Prophet. Hey, the Hell Cannon's back online. Let's go. I didn't hear no bell. All right, let's go. Sorcerer Prophet. I do have a Spirit Leech. The Dreadsaurian might be able to carry us. The problem is they have a lot of shooting and a lot of anti-large here. Dude, the Bretonnian Cavalry are so healthy. Big assault dinosaurs protect me. Oh no. Is it shooting? Yes, it is. Fire everything. Hey, look who's back, by the way. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Fireglaves are back. Oh god, not for long. Okay, well that's gonna suck. They might be able to reform the ranks and shoot. We'll have to see. Let's get on you guys. We do see the Hell Cannon going offline again. I don't know. Dreadsaurian might be able to carry us, guys. It's the Dreadsaurian and the Bear are pretty menacing, and if I could just get another Buna on something, that's going to be very nice. Form ranks. Form ranks. Okay, Fireglaves are shooting some shots. They're coming back online. I'm definitely not doing a lot of damage, that's for sure, but we do manage to get some DACA going there. How are the monsters doing? Okay, so it's doing pretty good. I mean, a lot of healing is activated, but we're really down in the balance of power here. I for sure threw this game. Well, also to be fair, I wasn't protected. I brought artillery and I just got swarmed. Fireglaves, you guys still shooting shit? They are. My Sorcerer Prophet is down for the count. Yeah, I mean the big monsters. Somebody's gonna need to grab that middle objective for sure. Fireglaive Chads are wearing down some of the Dark Riders here. Okay. Big monster getting fat heals. I am kind of cooked, though. My Sorcerer Prophet is going to get hunted into another dimension, but maybe the big monster mash squad can carry. Dreadsaurians are really menacing, and these are what? Grail Guardians? So they're not the anti-large versions? Okay. I have nothing to micro now, guys. I've been completely overwhelmed. Okay, Medusa's going to get it. It's probably going to die. Kostalton dropping Salak's Lullaby. Lots of healing, though. The Dark Elves are carrying this game for them, I think. Yeah, Asteroid Wall has 6,000 value, dude. 6,000 value. God damn, that is good. He's been just farming these big monsters all day. And that Medusa should break right there. Another heal going to be going down here. I'm officially out of units. Although the Sorcerer Prophet's only broken. He could come back, but it's that bug. It's a bug for us. Okay, so we are going to be seeing the Bloodrack Medusa get hunted and probably killed. Middle objective is going to get taken. I mean, could we win this? I mean, monsters are pretty nasty in land battle. They're like, if the archers run out of ammo or get shut down in some way, then that's going to be really bad for them. Those are the big Grail boys. This Medusa is an anti-large fighter, but the Dreader of Lustria is a bit stronger. Army loss is probably just going to kick in soon, I would wager. The Bear getting a giant pimp slap right there, as the Medusa keeps getting hunted. Is my Lord going to be allowed to come back? That would be pretty sweet. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to cast spells because of the bug, so it would just be him fighting. The Repeater Crossbows are putting this game on their back for sure. Okay. Bloodrack Medusa getting the biz. And, did they get the objective back? They didn't, but the objective isn't such a big deal. Oh my god, an Apotheosis on the Bear. That's keeping the game going. And the Bear might actually make contact with these archers, which is really clutch. Every one of the Dark Riders you can kill is going to be hugely valuable. Alright, here comes the big boys into the Dreader of Lustria. They are Grail Guardians with... Ooh, Mantle of Gorok. Pretty chad. Army loss is probably coming soon. Shield of the old ones. Is my Lord back? He's not. He's still gone. Okay. Kostalton coming in. Healing cap is pretty close. I mean, they'll fight well against these cavalry, mind you. I've seen land battle games like this where the monsters can still pull it out and win. Could you use your hotkeys? Oh, yeah, maybe I could. Okay, so we have this. What's the hotkey for spellcasting? I never use them. I don't even know. Hey, Lee Chronicler, thank you for the raid, man. All right. So Shredder of Lustria is there. We do have the big Dread Beast fighting as well. Big monsters in land battle. Name 2 more iconic things, right? This is why they have all those rules in land battle. But, yeah, this is a nasty Death Star, guys. And ammunition's running low. I mean, if these monsters can survive, you see the balance of powers coming back a little bit? Oh, man. Shift 1 or Shift 2, Control 1, Control 2. Okay, got it. He's routed anyway, so he's gone. The Beast Lord is chasing him down. I don't know, guys. The ammo's running a little bit low. It's running a little low, and that T-Rex still has 4,000 HP, and the bear also. Monster friends for life, I know. They need to get the objective, though. Otherwise, the other team might win on objectives, so you probably are going to have to do that. Yeah, Dark Elves are sitting at, how much value? 6.4? Really, really good. Healing monsters, though. Here they go. So they're going for the objective, which is smart. Is my Sorcerer Prophet gone? He is. Nice shots there. That was a shitload of damage. That guy is healing cap, too, so he's not going to be getting any of that smoke. All right, so the objective is going to start flipping here. You basically just have to juke with the Dread Saurian, like run Serpentine pattern. And, yeah, just hope you can avoid those shots. 2,700, the middle objective is flipping. We do see Kostalton going for the freebies out here. Bretonnian Cav getting a nice heal as well. Grail Guardians with the double Earth Blood. And the objective is now flipping. I'm loving this. This is so fun. So we got Shaxx Craft here and meat not included. This would actually be a really fun tournament idea. Like a 3v3 conquest tournament with small funds. And, like, it then becomes like a weird sub-commander thing, right? I think that's really, really cool. All right, so Shredder of Lustria going to be fighting in here. Here in the middle. The Elemental Bear is pimping on the objective, and it looks like he's going to get it. The Dreader is only shaken, which is crazy. And it does get hit by Devolve, which will hurt it a little bit, but still fighting. Still going to have to deal with the Bear. You know, the Bear and Kostalton will be on the menu, and we do see the Cold-Blooded, oh, so good, dragging down a couple more cavalry units. And the objective, is it going to flip? You need to get the flip. Otherwise, the points are going to get us. Yeah, we got lucky that this lobby isn't having any lag. But dude, look at the Shredder. 156 HP. I didn't hear no bell. It's the bulldozer, dude. Bill Daltrey getting in here and getting it done. All right, so ammunition very sparse here on these guys. The Toad is still active, and the Elemental Bear might be able to carry this game with Kostalton. Oh, slaps. Well, small funds would help reduce lag a little bit, but honestly, it's more internet and peer-to-peer connections that are the biggest problem. All right, guys. So, oh my god, Apotheosis is so good, and they're almost out of ammo. They're almost out of ammo, ladies and gentlemen. Dude. Look at Kostalton. Oh, 700. Oh, because Kostalton has all his abilities. He has the things that make him stronger when he's weak. He's got the Mace of Ursun for 50% damage. He's got Blaze of Devotion. He's got Enduring Devotion and Courage of Sacrifice. So when Kostalton gets low, guys, he goes Super Saiyan. He goes Giga Chad. Oh my god. So this is like an uber powerhouse Kostalton right now. Well, you know, I have to say, I certainly did my best carrying this game. But we'll see if these guys can pick up the slack. As we do see a Shield of the Old Ones going down. Devolve is activated. Kostalton is Super Saiyan right now, but he is getting worn down. The bear needs to go help him. He's surrounded by elite cavalry. And the bear is attacking. Kostalton does heal when he gets low with the Courage of Sacrifice or whatever the hell it's called. Mazdamundi being a fat toad beast. Kostalton is still steady. Oh my god. He's a campaign hero right now. Quite literally, yes. Then Kostalton chases back the Bretonnian elite cavalry. Meanwhile, the bear continues to feast. The objective is going to be flipping here, but yeah, they're having a big fight here, guys. All right, how's the Elemental Bear doing? It's having some fun. And Kostalton's still very much alive. Mazdamundi getting a little bit low, being spanked by the Beast Lord. Tor's Battle Hymn is here. The bear is going to need to get some terror route soon, though. There's too much nearby that's doing too much. Horn of the First Beast, very, very clutch. Kostalton trying to take down Fey Enchantress, certainly not bad. But the bear is getting low. The Bretonnian Knights, though, are really the only thing that can kill the bear, so if it can avoid army losses, it's going to be big. What ability is that, by the way? That is the Comet of Cassandora from Fey. Oh my god, okay. So Mazdamundi coming over, trying to help Kostalton, who is steady, which is insane considering how freaking low he is. We do see breaks going down. Elemental Bear able to break a handful of these units. And Kostalton at 400 HP. The Blaze of Glory he's trying to go out in. 200 HP. He's only now shaken with that. And look at everything running on the other side. Fae Enchantress is getting taken out too. Beast Lord's going to be coming into the chariot. Oh my god, the Fae's going to break. The Fae's going to break. Balance of Power's coming back. Kostalton is the hero Gotham needed. On his way out, Rasputin went balls deep and just took out like 3 hero units. So Mazda Money needs to stay near the bear. The Meat Not Included and Shaxcraft need to work together. And they are. So Mazda with the shield of the old ones. Oh no! Army losses. It would have been a win otherwise. Oh no! That would have been a win for the bear 100%. So that's unfortunate. LeBear would have won that game straight up. Like, there was no way they were going to kill that thing with this shit they have left. No freaking way. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. Classic land battle. All right, it was fun though. That's not land battle, that's conquest. GG, well played. Really fun, but a bit of a sad way for it to end. The bear, I think, had a chance. Okay, guys. So let's see. Do I have the replay? I do. So let's do this. We're going to get the replay. That was very fun though. Okay, let's see the replay here, and we're going to do this. 291 is going to be it. And here we go. Good show. Yeah, that was really fun. GG to everybody. Okay, so let's get the Wookiee blocker up here. We're going to set up the grand final. So welcome to the grand finals of today's SFT. Ooh, boy. Here we frickin' go. So, my friends, this is going to be the final hour. This is going to be the grand finals of today's tournament. We have Anticity versus Danikentrop. Will Anticity get his elusive Grand Cathay victory for the SFT? Find out on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z. Okay, so for the Great Kraken King, it is going to be Quad Peasant Horseman, which seems to be his style today, with 2 Moonbirds for character assassins. We have a Celestial General and a Metal Caster with Searing Doom, Plague of Rust, and Final Transmutation, and a Junk as well. I suspect Anticity is trying to make a video right now about winning a tournament with the same build in every matchup. I suspect that's going to be the case. We will have to see. But let's see how this goes. So Moonbird's going to be diving after the K8 Assassins. K8 Assassins do really good damage against lightly armored monsters with their hand bows. So the Moonbirds could be a little bit vulnerable here. We'll have to see. We do also see the Bloodrack Medusa and a Wizard of Shadows with Melkoth and Pit of Shades. So the K8 Assassins, look at the value they've gotten so far. Danikentrop coming out with double Bolt Thrower as well. Very, very cool. So the Bolt Throwers will provide decent utility, and we have seen Danikentrop be one of the few players out here to actually utilize those, I would say, relatively well. Advancing up on the high ground are the Blackheart Corsairs, and as it stands, Anticity is going to be getting all 3 objectives. Crowmen coming out as well. So Anticity going to be doing his kind of pull them apart play style. Oh, Moonbirds actually do find the enemy lord, but they do miss. Melkoth's Mystifying Miasma going to be activated on the Empress's Crowmen, while the Moonbirds try and get an assassination attempt here onto the Supreme Sorceress. The Junk is going to be shooting from downtown into the various infantry units, into the Corsairs, and not doing too much damage. But Anticity does get the high ground objective, and now all 3 objectives are going to be in the clutches of Grand Cathay. All right. Moonbirds, though, getting poked down pretty heavily by the K8 Assassins, and it looks like now there's going to be a Vortex ability being used, which is strange. I think that might have been a misclick by Anticity there. He just did like a Vortex right in the open, so probably not going to get the most work done. Junk shooting from downtown, and the K8 Assassins are going to continue following these guys, while Melkoth's is going to be used to counter cavalry. And the Bolt Throwers are putting some junk in that trunk, so check it out. So the Sky Junk is trying to return fire on the Bolt Throwers, but Bolt Throwers should have pretty consistent damage. So this is the correct play from Anticity. I like this a lot. He's pulling back out of range, which potentially is going to be forcing the Bolt Throwers to overextend, at which point maybe he can get them. Now, big fight going down over here. Crowmen being afflicted by Miasma, but not before they actually break some Blackheart Corsairs with the Celestial Dragon General. The other Moonbirds using their bombardments, man. Anticity really making these Moonbirds look really good today as they swoop in there and do some nasty, nasty work. So they're able to get their poke on. Over on the high ground, we do see a Dark Rider, and 4 Peasant Horsemen are going to go contest that. And now we're seeing Crane Gunners. I like that a lot. I think it's going to be good. Danikentrop is playing a very defensive style with Bolt Throwers, so he's going to have trouble mustering the forces to dive the Crane Gunners. And now look at the damage on the Crane Gunners. Huge damage on the Bloodrack Medusa. That thing is getting pounded pretty good, down to 5,100 HP. Daniken going to be responding by sending the Crows of Cain over. Anticity probably going to be saving up for a Jade Lancer, but he needs to do something. Yeah, he gets a Jade Lancer coming out, which is going to be able to fend them off. Meanwhile, high ground going to be going to the Kraken King while these 2 champions fight over objectives. Ooh, is that a Final Transmutation? That's going to be really good. That is an overcasted Final Transmutation on the double K8 Assassin. All right. So I don't see why the Moonbirds... Yeah, I guess the Moonbirds going after the Bolt Throwers isn't a bad idea. It's going to take pressure off your backfield, but Look at the value city that Anticity just got on these. So freaking good. So both Canadian Assassins going to get folded up here. In the meantime, on the outside, it is going to be the Peasant Horsemen engaging versus Dark Riders. Pretty fair fight. Dark Rider should win that just barely. And yeah, we see the Crowmen, not Crowmen, the Crows of Cain going after the big old blimp, but Onyx Crowmen will be able to finish them off. And the Dread Blimp is going to be back online. So where are the birds going to go? He's using these little bombards and vortexes on the ground very effectively. On the high ground, though, the Coldlow Knights able to fend off the Peasant Horsemen, which is very good, and the Medusa is back to doing quite a bit of damage. I would imagine the Crane Gunners will be refocusing in a moment to try and shoot the Medusa, but Daniken going to be using Melkoths on the Crane Gunners to damage them and also shooting with the Bolt Thrower, so very, very cost-effective there. In the meantime, Dark Riders and Coldlow Knights called out. The Double Moonbird's going to be descending on top of the Reaper Bolt Thrower here, so that's a good pick as long as you don't get caught by the Coldlow Riders. And I think that Anticity is going to be able to micro away, so the big old Greater Moonbirds are going to be fleeing the scene while the Celestial Dragon General does land on the Supreme Sorcerers here. Now, looking at the objective situation, high ground objective is going to be going back most likely to Grand Cathay. Middle objective for Cathay, and objective 3 is going to the Dark Elves. Excuse me, Dark Elves here and Dark Elves here. Read that wrong. Celestial Dragon General, though, he's like the Eastern Karl Franz character. Very, very good. And honestly, is a little bit more, as much as I hate to say it, he's probably a much better character than Karl Franz because of his cost and because of the Celestial Sweep ability and his roar. Having that Leadership Bomb in tandem with the sweeping ability is so freaking good. So where are the Moonbirds going to be going? They want to dive the artillery, and we do see Cathay cannons. So Cathay going to be using everything in their toolbook except their infantry to do work here. So Grand Cannons of Cathay are going to be shooting into the Cold One Cavalry, which is very, very cost effective. So in order for Cathay to not fall behind here, they're going to need to maintain one objective while they value trade so that they have a lot of time to kind of do their business here. One Moonbird does land, attacking into the Coldlow Knights, and the other Moonbird is going to be going where? Cannon's doing a shit ton of damage, and the Junk also going to be dropping some business here on the Cold One Cavalry. I think this Moonbird is going to want to escape out of combat, although no, it's just going to go after the Bolt Thrower. A little bit vulnerable. On the outside, we do see the Celestial General sitting somewhat idle, maybe looking at some of the units, thinking about pressing the flank and freeing up that objective for Grand Cathay. Moonbird's going to be diving into the Reaper Bolt Throwers here. Very sweaty fight between these two players, which is very fun. Cold One Cavalry piling in, getting good damage against the Moonbirds. And the other Moonbird is going to use his Vortex, so that's cool. He basically baits the Cavalry in with one Moonbird and then uses his Vortex ability to wreck them with the other one. Talk about cool execution, right? Jade Lancers on their way in. Now, Jade Lancers do get obliterated by Coldlow Knights, but they trade pretty well with the other units on the roster, to be completely honest. One Moonbird does take a lot of damage, but manages to get back up in the sky. Cannon right now going to be continuing to work on the Coldlow Knights, because if Anticity can shut down the Coldlow Knights, that's going to open up his cavalry play. That means his peasants and his various other cab pieces are going to be able to feast, right? Moonbirds definitely have some sniping opportunities. I don't think we've seen magic in quite some time, so I think that Anticity is going to be saving up for another overcasted final transmutation to try and finish off the K-8 Assassins. Uh-oh, we do see the Supreme Sorceress getting hunted by the bird, and the bird is the word. And if there's going to be a final transmutation here, that could be a really, really big play, as this Supreme Sorceress is retreating the wrong way. She's trying to retreat through the bird, and it's getting her caught a little bit. But I would imagine Anticity is going to see the blood in the water. Opal Amulet popped, and the Cold One Cavalry thankfully were in position to salvage that situation there. All right. Cannon in the back doing its work. It looks like the Crane Gunners did rally and were able to help fend off the threats in the backfield. While the Cathay Cannons thundering in the distance. They have such cool sound effects. It's so freaking rad. All right. So Great Moonbird's going to be going after the Supreme Sorceress again. Daniken Trop, a little bit of a lapse in micro right here, as we are potentially going to be seeing the Sorceress get killed or broken. But nope, she's able to get away. Daniken does respond there. High ground objective is currently held by Dark Elves. Middle objective by Druki. And the Dark Elves may be able to contest this one as well. Granted, there are some Peasant Horsemen and Jade Lancers. We'll see how that goes. Although there are Coldlow Knights there, so they should win that fight. Value trading's pretty even this game. One Moonbird actually being taken offline by the K-8 Assassins. So that was a very, very good usage out of them. And where's the Harry Potter for Anticity? It's got to be around here somewhere. Looking and looking. Where's his Harry Potter? What is it going to be? Here it is in the bushes. All right, so Harry Potter is out, and I wish I could see the Winds of Magic in replay. That'd be so nice for being able to kind of assess the current state of the game. Now, this is a good tech, what Anticity is doing here. Crowmen are really good against Coldlow Knights because Coldlow Knights are an anti-large unit, so they kind of struggle a little bit against infantry-sized things. So if you mix in the Crowmen to fight against Coldlow Knights with your cavalry, it goes a little bit better. But yeah, Daniken is out defending this very well. I mean, he's been able to keep his Sorceress alive, his Medusa's alive, both K-8 Assassins are alive as well. So, oh, what the hell is this? I've never opened that before. Anticity needs to get a really good final transmutation, I think, to win this game. I think he's going to need some sort of a big play like this, because Daniken is starting to stabilize against the alpha striking that Anticity has been attempting earlier on with his birds. The junk is still firing. Cannon is still putting in a shitload of work. Probably should switch that thing on to the Medusa here. And Moonbird, man, he's so good at timing that. Look at the little bombardment there on those Dark Riders, able to just feast on their souls. And all 3 objectives do belong to the Dark Elves, guys. They got all 3. A couple Jade Lancers on their way in. Coldwood Knight's going to be moving into fight, and the Jade Lancers here are going to have a very, very bad time. Celestial General can help, and Crowmen are going to be descending on the Coldwind Cavalry with the Moonbird. So big old, triple SE dive, getting a lot of damage on those Coldwood Knights. Cannon singing and getting work into the Bloodwrack Medusa. But Daniken Trop, oh man, that's going to win the game, maybe. It hits the Lord, it hits both of these guys, it hits all the units in the blob, and look at that, the Supreme Sorceress at 300 HP. 1 cannonball would kill her. I was telling you the final transmutation was going to be the backbreaker, and he might have just done the Bane Batman backbreak right there. We'll have to see. So Plague of Rust activated on the Coldwood Knights. They're going to have a bad time when their armor is sundered right there. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that was a huge play. Cannon's probably going to be able to finish this off. The Supreme Sorceress is running. Both K8 Assassins were killed in that engagement. But now what's going to happen is Daniken is going to try and win on objectives, which is totally viable. Daniken might be able to hold the objectives long enough because Cathay is not very good at taking objectives. But it looks like he's going to tap out knowing the game's over. GG, well played. The Wizardry getting the job done. Well played to Anticity. Getting the glorious win with Grand Cathay like an absolute Giga Chad. Showing why he's the #1 player in the world. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tournament today. We had a lot of fun. We got to see Dreadquake Mortars. We got to see an epic final with Grand Cathay. Some weird, kind of conquest battle stuff, which I thought was pretty fun as well. But that is going to be it. Daniken. Okay, Daniken gave you the win. Yeah, I think you had that game in the bag, Ent. Even if you DC'd, I think you had it in the bag. All right, guys. GG, well played. I hope you guys enjoyed today's tournament. Do please drop a like on the way out. I see we got 3,500 people here. If you're enjoying what you're watching, for those of you guys who are sleeping, just dream well of us. Have a nice dream there. But do drop a like on the way out. It helps keep the Total War engine going. And we'll be back tomorrow. There will be a Total War video in the morning, followed up by an Age of the Ring tournament, which is going to be great. All right, guys. Adios, Dovi Zenya. I appreciate you all. You guys freaking rock. That was a great fun I had with you. And we will see you all on the other side. Cheers.